We have arrived to the big day, the Barstool NFL Draft Show.
It sounded like you said NFL, and really it's the NFL Draft Show.
Congratulations,
jersey, size 6X.
We're getting some news that it is Trey Lance.
Steven, why did you do that?
It's all for optics.
Yes! Can somebody fix Frank's piano? Now the intrigue starts. Now the drama starts.
Jerry's crying. Why is Jerry here crying?
Hey, that's tears of joy right there, baby.
Miz, what are you thinking?
What am I thinking? I'm thinking of offensive linemen.
UFC President Dana White.
Well, you tried to recruit Tom Brady to Vegas. He's a Raiders fan.
You're crazy if you think I'm a Raiders fan. Hey, Compton, we can see straight up your fucking nose.
Sorry. Chrissy D, tell me you're a Daniel Jones guy.
I am a Daniel Jones guy.
Last time I told you what was going to happen, what happened? Say it.
You were wrong. Play the song again, Frank. All right, we have arrived once again, the 2023 Barstool NFL Draft Show. Welcome in. I got a panel full of guys out here. I got Frank over there. I got everybody in here. The Wait, Frank, hey.
Finish it.
Resolve them.
There we go. This draft show brought to you by C4 Performance Energy. You can feel right here the yellow can, in my opinion, the greatest drink ever made. It is C4 Energy at c4energy.com, Amazon, or retailers nationwide. That's where you can get this delicious and fantastic C4 Energy. And for the fourth year, we are doing the Barstool NFL Draft Show. To my left, podcaster, entertainer, host of the Pat Bev podcast, host of Son of a Boy Dad. It is, of course, Roan.
It's good to be here. It's good to be seen here. And, of course, we're back with Che, but we have a new addition to the panel this year. It's Will Compton. It's an NFL brain. It's a guy who can tell us a little bit about the draft from the inside, a guy who's been there.
Yeah, not a whole lot of experience with the draft per se. However, yes,
tough.
Had a decent, okay career at best, average. But I'm stoked to be here alongside Stephen Che, Roan. What a phenomenal introduction, Brandon.
Okay, are you guys introducing each other?
Yeah,
it's going to be a little introduction of each other.
Well, I'll introduce Stephen Che right now.
Okay, that sounds good.
NFL draft analyst Stephen Che, you've been doing mock drafts for a long time.
Yes.
This particular draft, Stephen Che, as we go into this night right here, what's it been like?
Stressful. There's a pivot point, major pivot points at 2 and 4. Pick 1 is, for the most part, universally known. But there's a lot of different ways that things could go depending on what Houston and what Indy do tonight. So I'm anxious to see how it turns out.
He said stressful. He was starting to say stressful at the beginning, like he's actually physically stressed about this
I actually
draft.
believe that he was physically stressed.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I think you've lost weight during this draft
what
process.
the hell?
Thank you.
What do we think, though? 4 quarterbacks to start the draft? Is that possible that we could go quarterback,
1, 2, 3, 4?
quarterback? You think that's possible?
Is that possible?
Absolutely not.
No.
Okay, well, y'all are going to be like that to start with?
I think it's possible.
I think it's possible. I like to believe in dreams. I like to believe in big things. So, Will Compton, what are you looking at? Why are you so? Okay.
He's getting signals.
This guy's just getting ready.
His mic fell off already.
So, Will, you've spent a decade in the NFL.
About.
Now,
I appreciate that credibility, though.
well, you're welcome. You did. You have a wonderful career in the NFL. This night as a player, not as a player getting drafted, but this night as a player looking to see who's going to be on your team. How'd you approach that?
Well, the nerves that go into it is you're kind of trying to keep yourself occupied because everybody's wanting to figure out where they're about to go. I know for myself, night 1, I made a couple Vine videos. Day 2, you're kind of hopeful.
Right.
You're delusional enough to think like maybe I'll be the guy that gets picked in the 2nd or 3rd round that nobody saw coming. But then when that didn't happen, day 3, you are just trying to keep yourself occupied because you're just so antsy on where you want to go.
Very quickly, I got to introduce everybody. Once again, I want to say hello to Frank the Tank on the 1s and 2s over there.
Nice.
He will be there all night. Of course, Taylor Lewan alongside him for reasons unknown to me. I wasn't even told he was going to be there. So hello, Taylor. Good to see you.
It's good to see you, too.
You don't have a mic. Don't talk. Anyway.
I have a mic right here.
All right.
Brought Frank asked me to come here.
So.
Hell yes, Taylor. Tell his ass.
For the first time, though, we don't just have the desk. We don't just have Frank. We have a War Room correspondent tonight.
Wow.
And he is there right now. We're going to throw it to the War Room. It is, of course, Nicky Clicky himself, Nick Taraney. Go ahead, Nick.
What's up, you guys? Back to you guys.
Thank you, Nick.
Good shit. Good shit from Nick. Unbelievable shit from that guy. Man, he knows ball. He just knows ball. I don't know. He got me excited about the draft. I don't know.
We're going to be getting that all night.
Something about his energy got me fired up.
All night long, we're getting that. But go ahead, Compton.
I was going to say, what do you guys think will be the biggest move in round 1?
I'll probably have to go piss at some point.
I think that what if there's a trade at 3? Does it feel like there might be a trade at 3? This little.
I want to see the boys.
Titans?
I want to see the boys in Tennessee jump up to 3 and take CJ Stroud.
From 11, really. Go get CJ Stroud. Go get your guy.
Yes.
Speaking
rumors.
Speaking of our guy's right here. We go over right now. It's Barstool Big Cat. Hello, Big Cat.
What's up, guys? How we feeling?
Feel good.
Average.
I saw that Will just completely took my Barstool Sports Advisors look. Are you going to give out a mortal lock later?
Yeah, Big Cat, before the show started, I was like, I asked you, I was like, hey, would this be all good? You even offered. You offered.
No, I actually.
Are those your actual glasses?
Yeah, no, it's my turtleneck and my glasses.
Yeah,
I did offer them so that way I had a line to start with being like, way to steal my look. Will, I dressed him today.
I was like, do you want me to go full Sports Advisors Big Cat? And he's like, oh, they won't look like that.
But you look good.
Fine.
You look good. That's the thing. You look good. You look
I'm
good.
excited for the draft, though. This is going to be a very exciting night. Brandon, you look anxious. Roan, you look dapper. Steven, no mistakes tonight?
Never.
3 years in a row we've done this show.
Not really never.
There's been a mistake from Stephen Che every single year up to this point.
Been lied to, but yes.
Well, you passed along the lie.
No, you're too trustworthy.
That's
This year,
absolutely
no mistakes, right?
on.
No mistakes.
I don't see Heather Kitt.
Okay.
We're not in touch with. Okay.
Are your guards up?
Almost never.
Let's focus on
That's the beauty.
That's actually accurate.
Also, hello Taylor. Hello Frank. You guys
Good to
look
see you,
great.
Dan.
I got some picks. Oh,
Frank,
Frank's got the
I have to play it every.
Not every.
I got some picks.
you, brother.
Now, the draft's starting, so you probably can't bet these anymore, but this is what I'll be rooting for. Zay Flowers, under 22.5.
Love that. There's some buzz. What, a 12 for him?
Yeah.
Could go as high as 12, yes.
Christian Gonzalez, under 8.5. I think
Like
he
that.
will go pretty early. Will Anderson, under 4.5. That one has moved a ton.
Yep.
Bijan Robinson, top 10. Now, this is my Bears insurance because I don't want the Bears to take a running back at 9. I think they might because that's just what the Bears do, dumb things. Although I do love Ryan Poles. So if that happens, I cash my bet. And then over 3.5 wide receivers first round.
Love that.
We can throw out
I love that. That's
all our
why I
picks.
gave the pick.
We can throw out all our picks very quickly. The Barstool Sportsbook now offering a $1,000 bonus for new players. If your first bet loses, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash. So download and create an account today. Use code TAKE, T-A-K-E, to unlock your $1,000 bonus. Be sure to use code TAKE to unlock your $1,000 bonus. Terms apply. Must be 21 or over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. I'll run through mine very quickly.
Let's hear him.
Am I done?
Oh, not really. No, just stay
Can I
right there
walk
for a
off?
second.
No? Oh, I'm saying. Okay.
You can just chill out if you can.
All right.
Bijan Robinson, he's
looked
not
at
going to go in the top 10, though.
Well, I just looked at myself right here, and I look like I'm in a hostage video where it's like, my family, please come get me before they cut off my head with a bone saw.
But you're 15 feet away from us. We couldn't kill you if we wanted to.
No, I know. Well, you couldn't kill me.
I could. Will Anderson, number 3 pick, plus 225. Skoronski, first offensive lineman, plus 225. And over 11.5 SEC players in the first round, plus 190. Roan, what you got?
I have Eagles first drafted player at D-line, plus 125. I got Will Anderson third overall at plus 300.
Why did you get?
Zay Flowers under pick 22.5, same as you, Big Cat, and over 3.5 receivers.
Love those. CJ Stroud to be the second quarterback taken. This was big time plus money yesterday. It's moved. He's now the favorite to be the second pick. Vikings to draft a wide receiver with their first pick, plus 200. Illinois cornerback Devon Witherspoon under pick 6.5, so closer to 1. I have him going at 6. Over 1.5 running backs taken in the first round, and the Falcons to draft a defensive lineman with their first pick.
I got a question for you, fellas. Who in this draft do you think might suck?
Oh, good question.
You think any of these dudes might wind up sucking? Because, like, statistically, someone winds up sucking.
I think Che will probably do a bad job.
Of just us? I'm talking about the fellas.
Oh, the draft.
The draft
actual
guys.
draft, yes.
Who do you think could suck?
I'll go. I'm going to be giving every first round draft pick besides the Bears a bus grade because they got to prove it to me.
Yeah, they have to. You really have to.
Every single pick besides the Bears?
What clarifies
that?
as a bust?
I think if you're out of the league within 5 years, you're a bust.
Why, you're sassy?
If you're a first round pick. What do you think?
You're sassy.
I don't know, maybe 1/3 of the guys.
1/3 of the guys are going to wind up
1/3 of
sucking?
the guys, yeah, maybe
One-third.
wind up sucking.
10 of these 31 guys will suck.
I will say not get a big second contract.
I'll say it. I think Will Levis is going to suck.
You think so?
I disagree.
Oh, you've been hating on him.
I saw him in the college football guy. I saw him suck a lot at Kentucky. I think he's going to continue sucking.
He lost 4 of his 5 starting offensive linemen. He lost a receiver to the NFL.
When he had that
Jay's
receiver,
just dropping facts on your face.
but he didn't play well with the receiver, the first-round receiver 2 years ago.
I got a question for you guys. If you guys were going to get drafted, would you kiss Roger Goodell on the lips? I think that'd be pretty funny.
I probably wouldn't because I have a fungus going on.
That would be pretty funny. It would go viral.
Go viral, yeah.
It would go viral.
You would go viral.
Give him a little.
You come in and kind of like chase around him too, like you're just trying to kiss him.
Or like spin around, dip it low, and like back it up slow on him a little bit, try and get the commish hard.
Taylor, did you hug him?
Handshake to a hug.
Handshake to a hug.
I'm good. All right, see you guys.
All right, Big Cat's out of here. The Panthers are on the clock. And because of that, we're bringing in Carolina Panthers expert. It's Caleb Presley. Hello, Caleb.
What's up, brother?
Walking around, everyone's like, why are you here?
Well, you're here. It's NFL draft night as well.
Yeah, it's the biggest night of the year.
And the Panthers used to have the number 9 pick, but they traded up with the Bears a couple of months ago to get the number 1 pick, which means quarterback, which means.
Well, to you, maybe.
What does it mean to you?
Dude, it's the draft's available. Every player's available.
But quarterbacks are the most important position. You would agree?
Well, depends.
That's a good question. That is. It does depend.
Well, that wasn't a question. You said depends.
What are you thinking though? Are you rocking with Tennessee these days? Are you rocking with North Carolina these days?
Yeah, dude, whatever states are down there, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll try it.
Any players from those programs that you're like, oh, that has the Caleb Presley Sunday Conversation stamp of approval?
Yeah, Drake May. I would take Drake May if I could.
Drake May?
Yeah.
All
He's
right.
going to be in the show next year.
I'm saying if we could, I would take him.
Okay, fair
Drake
enough.
May.
Yeah.
UNC quarterback. That's a nice pick.
What about Hendon Hooker, Tennessee quarterback?
Oh, yeah, he's a good guy. I've heard. Unfortunate last name.
Bro, have you seen Jimmy John recently?
Yeah. Dude, this guy, yeah, he's right here.
Is that who that is? It's Jimmy John?
Have you ever ate a sandwich before?
Oh, a lot of them.
Yeah, he invented them.
Really?
I came up with
Oh,
a sandwich.
fantastic. We're going to talk later.
What are you guys doing? Just running around the city?
Dude, he's like, he's like, come visit me in Chicago. I was like, I can't. He's like, okay, where are you going to be? I said, New York. He just came.
You pulled up?
I mean, he has like 4 private jets. He took one of them.
What a guy.
Said,
man.
who knows? He might have took 2. I have no idea.
He knows. He knows what the heck is going on. Do you like any of these quarterbacks? You think any of these dudes are good?
Fuck 'em.
Yeah, fuck these
Fuck these
guys,
guys,
man.
bro.
Sunday Conversation, bro. Have these guys on Sunday Conversation, though?
No, I wouldn't take him if I could. I literally would not take him.
Not one of them?
Not one of them.
Damn, fucking Jimmy John sitting over there. I'll be damned. All right, we can talk draft if y'all want to, but the fucking sandwich guy's over there. Compton, say something to Caleb. Act like y'all met before.
In here. I'm saying you like defense?
What you
saying? Defense first overall?
Fuck 'em.
Fuck them.
All of them.
So you don't want any player?
Huh?
You don't want any player?
I said, we're going to take a player. Do we have first pick?
I understand, but you got
You'd
to.
be insane. You guys have no brains.
Yeah, you're right. My bad. Tell him who he's going to pick.
The heavy favorite is Bryce Young from.
Dude, you don't know anything about football.
When's the last time you spoke
You
to
don't know
Stephen
anything,
Shea?
bro. Huh?
When's the last time you spoke to Stephen Shea?
Never. I left the group chat today.
He left the group
did.
chat because of what Che said today. He left the Yak group chat.
I was in the Yak group chat for the last 2 years. Just
Without being on the yak.
everyone's like, I'm gonna miss the Yak today. I was watching on my phone, and then he sent some. I'm not gonna say what it was, but
Sus?
Sent a picture of a sandwich.
yeah, and I left.
You had to leave at that point. It really was. It had come to a head. But how long were you in that group chat for? That today?
2 years.
Damn. At least.
And just watching you guys be like, I'm not gonna make it today to the show.
You saw us bitch about everything.
Yeah. Well, you obviously.
I'm. Come on.
Sorry.
Relax.
Sorry.
All right,
It's like
Stephen
we're
Shea.
unpacking some history.
You think it's going to be Bryce Young, number 1 pick?
Gotta be.
I do like Bryce Young though. I do like Bryce Young.
Where are you
As a
at right
Panthers
now?
fan, that's who I want.
You like Bryce Young, quarterback Alabama?
No. I got him confused with CJ Stroud. I want CJ Stroud.
Ohio State.
Honestly, this is my honest take. I think CJ Stroud is by far the pick.
But the Panthers are probably going to take Bryce Young.
I don't know, dude.
But you're saying what you would do.
What, you
CJ
think I
Stroud.
know who they're gonna take, dude? Wait.
You think you're going to keep on doing Sunday Conversation?
Nah, fuck it.
You had a good run.
It's getting old. These guys won't even do my show, man.
Motherfuckers rolling around with Jimmy Johns. You're asking if he's going to do
Dude,
it.
they don't want to be caught up with your brand, dude. They're like, this Brandon Walker guy, you're affiliated with him. I can't get anyone to book my show.
Yeah, I actually been looking for an advertiser to step in, just in case, because I had a thing. Doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter.
He has
Anyway.
a thing. He often has a thing, though. But we're sitting on $1 million right now. We're sitting on some Paco Rabanne $1 million, and I'm willing to bet any of it that it's going to be your guy, Bryce Young, from Alabama with this first pick. You had a long shot bet that it was going to be Richardson
Yes. Yep.
from Florida. What'd
Yep.
you get? What were the odds on that?
100 to 1.
Yeah, and he's climbed up the ranks since then. He'll probably wind up as a first-round pick.
Yes.
Regardless, probably
Yes.
top 5, top 10.
Top 15, I think, pretty comfortably.
Shay, how many quarterbacks you think get drafted tonight?
4 or 5.
Stephen Shea doesn't know anything about football at all.
Right, my bad. I should have asked you. How many quarterbacks you think get drafted?
Don't let him
Fuck 'em.
brother. Trade the first pick.
Yeah, nah. Take some.
Get more.
Year 10.
All right, so we're about to
Acquire more picks.
I take you, bro. That's what I would.
That's what I need to do.
We're about to find out very quickly if it is indeed Bryce Young going to the Panthers. Now,
Dude, it is insane. It is insane that they have 4 months to think about it and they still take time.
Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah.
And they traded up to get here, so they obviously had to have a plan at that point to go up and get somebody. So you would think they would have figured it out, but now we must wait and we must draw it out. And Bryce Young, they probably got to get him assisted to the stage. He's very tiny.
They were adamant that they didn't have a guy like the guy selected when they traded up, which is crazy.
They're lying though, right? Why does it look like a morgue in their war room?
If you could first round pick an actual restaurant for Starkville, what would it be? Like your first restaurant, your first real.
You know good and damn well Starkville has better restaurants than you made up in
Jimmy
2015.
John's?
There is a Jimmy John's in Starkville.
Is it really?
My daughter loves it. It's right by Maroon & Company where I get all my clothes. But it's right on the corner, right by the campus.
Calm down, brother.
It's okay, but he knows that there's better restaurants in Starkville.
Do they only have maroon things there?
Kind of.
That's our
Mississippi
team.
State?
That's I bought you a shirt.
Are you talking fast food, Caleb?
Yeah, well, it's Starkville.
Dairy Queen.
Two Brothers has the best smoked wings in America. Restaurant Tyler has great fish. Okay, oh, here we go.
Here we go,
The pick is in. Did he do that on his
Oh,
own?
no.
'Cause I haven't heard the pick is in yet. The pick is in. Thank you, Frank. Appreciate that. Man, a mini. What?
You got a Panther glove.
Oh, Panther claws. Yes.
Do it again, Frank. No, the roar.
You gotta finish it. You gotta finish it.
Now you gotta finish
You gotta
it.
finish that.
Very good. All right. So you're the man of many hats tonight, right?
Yes, I am.
All right. So you got to get ready for who's on the clock next? The Texans. I look forward to seeing what hat he's got for the Texans. We find out shortly. Rome, what do you think?
I think that it's going to be the guy that I've been saying that it's going to be.
That we've
same,
all been saying for
same,
10 minutes.
Same guy, yeah. You know what I mean?
Let's just keep circling this wagon.
I think it's going to be Bryce Young, to be honest.
Isn't it crazy that they made it seem like CJ Stroud is too dumb to be a quarterback?
That's what they were. They spent 2 weeks telling us how dumb he is. They made up a test we've never heard of to tell us how dumb he is.
Not even the Wonderlic, a whole new test, and it's just like he scored a 19 and no one's ever had a 19 before.
The S2 cognition test? Had you heard of about that before this year?
Before this year, no.
You, NFL player, had you heard about it? Never heard of it?
Never heard of it.
Okay. I think they made it up.
He's not too dumb. He can't be too dumb.
We learned about it.
Well, he played at Ohio State, so he probably could be too dumb. They don't play school.
I'll hit you after the show.
I think when you look back at it, CJ Stroud will be by far better than Bryce Young.
Really?
I think. How we doing? I've been wrong about so many people. I've been wrong.
My favorite quarterback in this draft was always Stroud.
Yeah, I mean, watching him play, he's awesome. But I've been wrong about so many people.
Well, yeah, watching him play is pretty key.
A lot.
CJ Stroud has
I would
had.
have said Jalen Hurts was going to suck, and he's awesome.
But you said that Joe Burrow was going to be awesome.
He is.
Not that hard to.
Right.
You were early.
You figured that one out.
You were early.
On the Heisman, I was like, this guy's pretty good.
But you were on the Heisman like in week 3 of that season.
Yeah, dude, I gave Big Ev, I think I gave him $1,000 to put it in, and
he ate it.
Not put it in, I would have made.
Here we go, boys.
He's very fat too.
Big Ev?
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
You haven't seen him in a while? All right, here we go. It is indeed. Come on, tell us. Bryce Young, Alabama. Former Heisman winner, 2-year starter at the University of Alabama. Nick Saban there in a salmon jacket, looking like a dickhead. Stephen Shea, what are the Panthers getting Bryce Young?
They're getting a tiny dude. He's like 240.
Stephen Shea doesn't know anything about football. Why do you guys keep throwing it to him?
Because he's on the panel. What do you want me to do?
Well, I didn't make the panel.
All right, I'll ask you. What are they getting in Bryce Young?
I don't know. It's better asking me than Stephen Shea. I would have took CJ Stroud if we could do it again. If we could go back, revisionist history, I would take CJ Stroud.
3 minutes ago?
Yeah, I would take CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud makes KB look like Wilt Chamberlain. I mean, this guy is small.
You mean Bryce Young?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
CJ Stroud's tall.
Bryce Young, yeah.
Bryce Young is tiny.
CJ Stroud.
I hate that we wasted that joke. Can we run that back?
Sure. All right.
Bryce Young, he's pretty small, huh, Steven?
Bryce Young makes KB look like Wilt Chamberlain.
0 for 2.
Can you imagine writing that down and thinking about that before you said it?
It's on the prep sheet. No, it's right here on the sheet.
Yeah.
He has this one penciled in. Nice suit, though. 3-piece suit, kind of across the waist with that bottom button.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Or not 3-piece, I'm sorry, double-breasted suit.
Everybody's got their nicest suits, their shiniest shoes, their best brick watches on tonight. Everybody's looking good. Would you wear that? That almost looks like a lady's suit, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, he looks a little bit like a dickhead, but I think that's part of being a quarterback. I think you got to look a little bit confident in yourself. You have to know that you're beyond reproach. And I think he looks beyond reproach tonight, first overall.
I'm not a fan of the optics. I think if you're going to be unique, then you got to really stand out, and I don't feel like he's doing enough.
He's not unique enough.
Yeah.
It's very milquetoast. It's very neutral colors.
But that said, I'm a fan of the player.
He's also looking dead up to Roger Goodell.
He is, yes.
Roger Goodell, I don't think is a very big guy. Caleb.
He's
6'1", I would say.
They flew you in for this?
Yeah, it's insane.
That's crazy.
It's insane. I've been here for like 5 days.
Are you leaving as soon as you get off the microphone?
I'm staying at the Ritz-Carlton.
Really?
You're staying at Jimmy John's.
Where are you staying? Caleb, where are you staying?
Gansevoort.
What room?
I'm not saying. Not that it would matter, but
They couldn't
it's in the
get me.
300s.
All right, Caleb, thank you for coming. You got anything to plug? Probably not, because Sunday Conversation.
This is true. This is a new shirt, and I've been in Barstool for 6 years. It's my favorite shirt I've ever seen. I don't know who made it. Props to whoever made it.
Oh, that's a good shirt.
Oh, nice.
Glenny Balls was on Theo Vaughn's show.
Is that supposed to look like you, Caleb?
Who? This?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top.
Cool. Looks good. It's a good-looking shirt.
Okay, dude.
It looks more like magician Doug Henning.
It looks like Doug Henning, the
Looks
magician.
like magician Doug Henning.
Okay.
Frank just got your ass, brother.
I know, I'm fucking roasted right now. I don't know what to say. he just
It's an
I didn't
illusion.
respond. You got me. You got my ass.
Thank you, Caleb. I appreciate it.
Who do you think the Texans are taking? Should I stay?
Would you
Yeah,
like to
stay-
stay through the
They
Texans?
flew me 3 hours.
You want to see?
We don't have anybody for the Texans if you want to stay.
Well, you got Stephen Che.
But you said he doesn't know anything about football.
That's what I'm saying, kind of.
Stephen Che, the Texans are on the. Is the pick in already? Is he just playing? The Texans pick is in.
It is in.
Steven, the Texans pick is in, but who's it going to be?
Could be a myriad of guys.
Okay.
Will Anderson Jr., Alabama guy, top defensive guy. D'Amico Ryans went to Alabama. That's a natural fit. He comes from San Francisco. They took Nick Bosa with the 2nd overall pick. That seems to be a fit. Or do they go quarterback? I mean, Davis Mills is not a franchise guy. Do you go with CJ Stroud here? He's kind of the unanimous QB2 in this draft.
They're gonna take CJ Stroud.
You think they're
Why
going
would
CJ
you
Stroud?
wait until 12 to take a quarterback?
They also jumped all over this pick too. Like as soon
They
as
did, yeah.
as soon as the pick for the
You think
Panthers was
Texans
in.
are taking Stroud?
I think they are.
I don't think so, man.
Well, who do you think they're taking?
Will Anderson.
What about Tyree Wilson, the big defensive end from?
I do think they're going defense. The reason I don't think they're going Stroud, rumor is Stroud family, Watson family, very tight end, and Houston wants nothing to do with that.
Really?
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson?
Yes.
And Stroud? I didn't know that.
The rep
Why do
by
you
the
know
same
that?
guy.
I forget where I heard that from, but somebody told
Oh, well, that's great information, Will. Thank you very much.
Dad, I saw it on TikTok.
me. Your dad rips, bro.
Yeah.
I've been told to thank Caleb and get him out of here.
No, why don't you stick around? Why don't you stick around a little bit more, bro?
Thank you, Caleb.
See you, bro.
It's obviously going to be CJ Stroud.
It was very quick. It's a quarterback speed with the way they picked.
You're good.
got it,
what
brother.
are you worried about?
They went so fast, you would think it would be a quarterback.
Why are you worried?
I don't know. My mouth gets going faster than my body.
You got something in the way.
You just sprayed that right in my eye.
Just a little bit of Raban.
Taylor Lewan wants to say something for some unknown reason. Hello, Taylor.
I think if the Texans do not take a quarterback, we're looking at the 3rd overall pick. Might be looking at a trade. Might be looking
believe
at a trade
so?
coming up. I
You believe so?
I'm here for the fucking chaos.
So that is the Cardinals in the 3 spot. Word
Yes.
is they've been trying to trade out since this process started. Maybe they finally succeeded. But we got to find out who the Texans are picking right now.
It didn't make any sense, the trade offer that they were talking about, though. It seems like there was a lot that we didn't know.
It did.
11 for 3 and DeAndre Hopkins.
Seems like they were giving up more.
What's the other stuff that's going to come with the
Yeah,
players.
I'm not exactly sure, but I did text Braves yesterday and said I need a splash play tomorrow night. So I'm hoping we get a splash play.
We don't know who that is.
Vrabes. Of course we know who that
Like
is.
Vrabel.
Big Vrabes.
Oh, Vrabes. I thought you said
Braves,
Graves. I didn't know who Graves
Coach
was.
Braves.
Braves. That makes sense.
Good enough, buddy.
Taylor, your skin is looking clear as hell.
It really is.
Thanks, brother.
What the hell?
I'm on a big routine right now, so I appreciate you
Is
noticing.
that what it is?
Yeah, that
Bro,
my
you've
team.
been
Hey, that has to
glowing.
feel good.
It does, because
I know
I've
that
been
feels
really
good.
putting a lot of hard
Have
work
you?
in. Oh, yeah.
You want to drop a little bit of the routine? at
Yeah,
all,
maybe
or-
just share.
What's that?
You want to drop the routine?
That's not for other people to know, but just know that it's working. Apparently. Thank you, Ron.
No, it looks fantastic. I noticed that earlier today. I
you.
needed to get a little bit of C4 in me before I could ask you. I need
For
to
the
be
eyes to get
energized.
clear. That's what C4 does for everybody. It gives you that tingle in the
does.
heart
C4 is
and makes you
delicious.
feel great.
It does. So if they don't take a quarterback
Right.
here,
I think it's either Will Anderson or Tyree Wilson, pretty obviously.
Tyree Wilson, what's going on with him?
Tyree Wilson apparently got medically red flagged, so I don't know if the
Medically
Texans
red
completely.
Is that today, though? Like, it doesn't feel like we've had that in the entire process. And it is indeed CJ Stroud.
wow.
Ohio State. Quarterbacks go 1, 2,
That's money. That was
This
an
is a
obvious
guy
pick. That was money.
In the college football playoff was incredible against Georgia, almost beat the national champions. CJ Stroud's a great player. Stephen Shea, what do you think?
My best bet yesterday, CJ Stroud to be the second quarterback taken. He was very clearly the number 2 guy in the process for almost every single team. Houston going after him, I don't know if that's a reaction to Tyree Wilson being medically red flagged or that was their guy the whole time. But this is a good step forward for the franchise. If you love a guy at 2, exactly like Roan said, you don't pass on him at 2.
We're going to go to the war room for the first time tonight. Well, the second time, because we introduced him earlier. We got Nicky Clicky over there. Nick Turaney is in the war room with Ohio State enthusiast Big Ev. Nicky, what you got?
Yeah, I'm here with Big Evan, and he absolutely erupted when this selection happened. Ev, talk to me.
Listen, I mean, Texas has got a steal. They got the best quarterback in the draft. Guy's a gamer, winner. I mean, there's no better tape, no better game by any quarterback this year than the playoff game against Georgia. Guy's a stud. Happy for him. Also, just cash a winning ticket. Thank you, Stephen Shea, CJ Stroud, second quarterback. Boom.
2-letter name ending in J, good or bad?
Fantastic.
Back to you guys.
Well, when it comes to NFL success, I would say that would be. Now, after NFL, it maybe gets a little bit rough. Compton, CJ Stroud, tell me your thoughts.
I think it makes it interesting for pick number 3 now. I feel like Cardinals had some room to work with on trading that pick.
Some suitors, maybe?
Yeah, some suitors, some shoppers. Now I think it changes the dynamic a little bit. I will be interested to see how, maybe 5 quarterbacks go in the first round now.
It's going to be interesting to see how much harder it is for these first 2 quarterbacks to be playing in Carolina and in Houston after the receivers that they both played with at both of their schools. Those are first-round draft picks for multiple years in a row that they're playing with. Now, Carolina just traded their best receiver. What's the receiver situation in Houston? It's not great in either one of those places. We're going to see what both of them are made of.
The Texans could address their receiver needs later tonight. We'll see about that. Compton, what do you think the masseuse situation is going to be in Houston for CJ Stroud?
I think they need to have some registered people on deck. I'm sure they've done their due diligence around the city now.
Make sure they've got tidied it up.
Keep the dark cloud away from Houston. Keep it in Cleveland.
Because they're going to be expecting him to spend a lot of money.
They are, and I think they're showing right now that that's who they want to build around in the future because
they just drafted
the Houston
him,
Texans are at the bottom of the ocean.
No, it's part of the scouting report. They said that he fucks regular. He doesn't need any of that weird shit. He fucks regular. So good news for the Texans. He fucks regular.
So CJ Stroud in his scouting report gets pussy. And throws touchdowns.
Fucks regular.
Most quarterbacks have that scouting report, in fairness, Brandon.
He fucks regular, but it could, maybe, so it has to be a defensive pick right here, unless Kyler Murray gets what he wants. Wasn't he pounding the table for an offensive
Johnson
tackle?
Jr., yeah.
Guard, however you want to call him?
Yeah, no, I mean, he's a tackle. It'll be interesting because at 4, you've got the Colts, who are a very obvious quarterback team. So is this a spot where somebody leapfrogs them, and maybe we do see quarterback?
Sure, yeah, could be quarterback.
You guys laughed me off the desk when I said quarterback.
Hey, I was doing bang, bang. Remember, I was cheering you on.
I thought you were a little
There's no way in hell, boys.
You don't think so?
No.
I feel like Richardson to the Colts would be kind of the zag that they've needed after zigging the same way with a lot of these quarterbacks.
But I don't know if drafting a Richardson is the best move for the Colts.
Yeah, they had a bad go of it a couple years ago with the running back, but at the same time...
Why not?
He might be the guy.
Trent Richardson once.
One time, that's how you're going to judge him? Everyone thought Trent Richardson was going to be a dog.
You getting sassy with me, boy?
No, just having a little back and forth, a healthy back and forth. I can't help if you take it personally.
Is it Jimmy John or Jimmy Johns?
Jimmy Johns.
He left, but what's his name?
I think he's Jimmy John.
It's Jimmy John, and the sandwich place is Jimmy John's.
And then it's his spot, the possessive.
Oh, okay.
Club Lulu, phenomenal.
What's that? A sandwich?
A sandwich.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the bread, it's just the bread. I don't know. He just tricked us into giving him a free
So the Cardinals are on the clock, and I will say the producer said something in my ear that I didn't hear, so I don't know if we have Nicky waiting to give us some team needs. He might not. Who knows? Does he?
I mean, there might be some kind of action going on.
I live for Nicky's
He doesn't.
needs.
Oh, well, you'll have to wait. You'll have to wait with the rest of us. Now, I had a bet on the Barstool Sportsbook app.
Something's happening.
We got a trade here?
Something's happening.
Something's happening.
I mean, you had to think.
We have people rocking Twitter right now? Where are we getting our news at?
Well, we have all of our fat guys in there reacting.
I know we can hear them, but we need to get what do you got, Steven?
They need to be in your ear right now.
Stay tuned.
Okay.
Stay tuned. We're on the...
You just FTL.
Can we hold the show right now so Steven can check Twitter?
you got to think that it's a team trading up to try and get a quarterback.
They traded it to the Texans.
I think that means trade. What?
They traded it to the Texans.
The Texans used their 12 to come back to 3?
Yes, the Arizona Cardinals have traded the number 3 pick to the Texans per sources.
Wow.
Wait, what?
Adam Schefter.
So now
shout out Daniel Jeremiah, who had this scenario in his final mock this morning.
Are you telling me the Houston Texans just picked 2nd and then traded up to 3?
I think they're going to come up and get Will Anderson. That'd be my guess.
That's
or Tyree
spicy.
Wilson.
Dirty
That's
move.
spicy.
I wonder what they had to give up. I wonder how steep that package is. And I'm surprised that the Cardinals are trading to a team that wants defense and not a quarterback. I guess that shows that there's...
Guess it doesn't matter to them who they want, though.
Yeah.
As long as they get picks. Now, if Will Anderson goes 3, that's 2 Alabama players in the top 3.
Yep.
They missed the playoff last year. Is Nick Saban trash?
You're
Saban
pushing
looks
this
like he's having
narrative.
a great time. I'm not even going to answer that question. I'm not even going to answer
I don't think that's a salmon color studio. That's just very clearly very pink.
I think that's, I don't know about the colors.
No, he's got you. That's
camera.
Easter pink. Che is right. That's a pure Easter
You
pink.
saw the way he was sitting there. You know he's just thinking ball.
Oh, we got a pick in. Oh, thanks, Taylor, for coming back.
Glad to be here, boys. Frank, hot dog?
Sure.
The Texans?
Frank, you still have your Texans hat on.
Huh?
You still have your Texans hat on, Frank.
Texans are picking.
Texans are still.
Oh, that's right. He had to switch.
There's so much
Back to
happening.
back to-
There's
Wait, was
so
there a
much
trade?
happening.
Good.
There's a lot
I
going
just want to
on.
make sure we're getting the right hat.
What?
Yes, bro.
So Texans went 2, now they're going 3?
Yeah,
Watch
crazy.
him take another quarterback.
Yes.
No,
wow.
they're not taking another
Wow.
quarterback.
Richardson.
Automatic quarterback
Open
controversy?
competition.
They're taking both of them?
I love that. I love that.
What if they then trade to 4
Look at
and
them.
take 3 in a row?
They're dapping each other up.
They're
in
not
the
taking
wall.
out
They
offensive
are
lineman. Will
sharply
Anderson.
dressed in that war
D'Amico
room, too.
Ryans, handsome guy. Can we just all
Good-looking
say
guy.
that? Can we all say that
Good-looking
as
guy,
a panel?
D'Amico Ryans.
Handsome,
And jacked.
symmetrical, ass on him for days.
That's for days.
Wagon back
Ass
there.
on that
He's got a
guy.
wagon.
Dragging
Oh
something.
my God, D'Amico, former
That's
Eagle.
good heads up ball.
Will Anderson,
This guy,
son of Will Anderson.
real talk, last year, if you said who's going to be the number 1 pick of the draft next year, I would have said Will Anderson, slam dunk, no question. He ends up maybe falling to 3 if that's a fall. I guess it isn't really, but
He regressed production-wise.
slightly, but he still had remarkable progression. It's just that his sophomore year was so incredible that it was hard to follow up on.
Yeah.
But he is a pass rushing menace.
Yeah,
Would you agree?
absolutely. I mean, I think he's the first true freshman to start at linebacker for Nick Saban. I mean, the guy can play. Excellent player. He did rush fewer snaps, like you were saying. So production drop-off kind of to be expected.
But are you calling him a linebacker? He's handing the dirt.
I mean,
He's
yeah,
handing
he's
the
a-
dirt, guy.
I got to say something before we move on
Edge
to this pick right here, because the Texans actually already selected CJ Stroud, C4 athlete CJ Stroud, who's been using C4 Performance Energy for years as the performance fuel behind his own field performance and its go-to choice as he levels up into his NFL career. We'll have multiple C4 athletes tonight. CJ Stroud, the first one, he goes 2nd to the Texans. And now we find out who goes 3rd to the Texans.
We know who it's going to be.
Pretty remarkable move by the Texans here.
Remarkable.
Dropping your balls on the table.
Very impressive.
And going
Yes.
2nd and 3rd. I don't know what they had to give up. We'll find out later. But we will find out right now who, in fact, it is. And it is Will Anderson Jr., and you can cash the fucking ticket. Will Anderson Jr. to
Plus
go 3rd.
300.
Plus 225 for me, 300 for him. They like him better. He hasn't cost the company tons of money.
No. I got this in way before you did. All of these I got in first. I jumped on it because it was pretty obvious he was the best defensive player. You could say what you want about Jalen Carter talent-wise, but personality-wise, he's got it all.
We like the lapel pin here of the WA. That's
Yes,
pretty
bro.
smooth.
With the chain, he looks fucking sick.
I assume that's Will Anderson Sr. right there.
It's got to be.
Taylor Lewan has his hand up again.
Yeah, I wanted to say real quick, I know that the Cardinals were trying to shop DeAndre Hopkins in this trade. Is
Sure.
it possible that he's having a homecoming with Houston Texans? Just saying. I don't know if that's possible, but I do know that rumors were swirling.
That's a
if
sexy
the
thought.
Cardinals were going to trade at 3, DeAndre Hopkins was on that.
There was
And
smoke
him
to
have a
him.
Where were your
homecoming,
rumors? Where were
imagine-
your rumors? The bird?
What's that? I have
rumors on
personal
Bird?
text messages from individuals in Kansas City right now
Wow.
that have said that DeAndre Hopkins
are
was
you
available.
Insider.
So DeAndre Hopkins, CJ Stroud, Will Anderson. I don't know if that's true, but if
Insider.
it is, I need to
Is a
officially
letter of their
apologize to
name.
Houston Texans because they might be back.
Stephen, are you upset that
letter in
he's
their name,
using
Pete?
insiders and texts
No.
and all that you usually use?
I mean,
Ooh.
I don't know how much merit. Like, we'll see if it comes out. I do think DeAndre Hopkins is on the block. It's been rumored that Baltimore is his destination. DeAndre Hopkins, value-wise, is not a first-round pick value right now, especially a high one.
Because he's had injuries, because he's
an older guy, very highly paid. Yes. A.J. Brown we saw last year dealt for, what was it, the 18th, 19th pick. And that's a guy that was looking for his second contract. Very young receiver in his prime. DeAndre Hopkins, I think, is a little bit past that at this point.
Let's talk about the 4th pick, though. What do you motherfuckers think is about to happen?
I think I only prepared for maybe 3 picks.
Yeah.
Okay,
kind of hitting a wall.
Before we go any further, we now introduce the podium tonight. We've already had Big Cat over there, and Caleb. We go back to the podium. It is Indianapolis Colts superfan John Rich. Hello, John.
Brandon, I am a super fan. Thank you.
Why are you wearing hooves?
I'm doing a hooves bit.
I get it. I think it plays.
Colts, hooves.
Hooves.
I couldn't afford the mask.
Is it
so
hooves or hooves?
Hooves.
Hooves. Hooves. There's
like
2
hooves.
O's.
Like behooves. It behooves you.
Behooves. Okay.
Well,
John,
who? Yeah, go ahead.
John Rich, who would you like to see chosen here?
Anthony Richardson.
Why?
I do like that.
Have you seen how high he can jump?
I have seen how high.
Have you seen how high he can jump?
I rarely see a quarterback stop in a game and jump.
When you have an opportunity to draft the highest jumping quarterback in the history of the NFL, you don't pass that up.
Yeah, I don't know if that's.
Well, Compton, you're a linebacker. Have you ever chased down a quarterback and been flummoxed because he jumped?
Say that again.
Jumping by a quarterback doesn't
Yeah, I don't
matter.
think you ever worry about a quarterback jumping.
Taylor
Unless it's
Lewan,
like
has a
Josh
quarterback-
Allen, I guess, in the open field jumping over you.
Has a quarterback ever jumped over you?
Quarterback over me?
Yeah.
No, but I have jumped with the defensive lineman when he has jumped as well, which was a miscue on my
Jumping
part.
matters.
Did y'all like high five after that?
No,
How cool it
there's
was?
actually a picture of me and Jerry Hughes, both in the air at the same time for no
You
apparent
also
reason.
jumped that one time.
What's that?
The Buffalo Bills game, forward.
Yeah, and then I got knocked out in the stretcher. That's very good. That's good recall, Will.
Yes, sir.
My brain
I
couldn't
got
handle
your
that, but
back.
I appreciate you saying
You know
that.
I got your back.
That's my man right there.
I think the Bustin' with the Boys guys are just doing their own show. Do they have their own guys recording this?
It's better than what's going on here, Brandon.
Not really.
You know,
Don.
Hey, the pick is in. Get a hot dog.
Ready?
Get a hot dog.
Frank,
More hooves jokes.
what's that hat, buddy?
it's the salt potatoes. It's the Syracuse salt potatoes. It's a alternate nickname for the AAA team of the Mets.
Oh, yes. But same colors as Wyoming, where
Josh
Allen's
Yeah.
school.
And Josh Allen is a quarterback, which
same as
some of these other
quarterbacks.
players. Yeah.
So is it consensus, Anthony Richardson?
No, I think it would be Will Levis, wouldn't it?
No, I do not want Will Levis. He sucks.
They both suck.
Genuinely
And he's white.
sucks. No,
Anthony Richardson sucked too.
yeah, I thought that until I saw how high he could jump.
Taylor, and he's white.
Yeah.
There's something exciting about getting a black quarterback.
That's
Well, I
so
don't
much
think
more
you should say it
exciting.
like
Thank
that.
you, Ron.
Don't say it like that, but I think
Hey, I'll say it.
No,
I
no,
think
no,
saying-
you're right. You're
I think
100%
saying we
right.
don't want the white guy is the best move for us in this
Okay,
situation.
I don't know. I was
right
putting it in
You
a
know what they
positive.
say?
I'm from Mississippi. I'm
Hang on, guys, hang on. What is that, Frank?
Roses are red. The Colts wear blue. If they fuck this up, they're going to be turned into glue.
You can't like that, John Rich.
Hit him with
You
it.
can't
Do the
like
jingle.
that.
I respect it.
Hey, Ron.
Steven,
Let him know.
When's
Let
his
him know,
parents get
Frank.
Steven, if this were the year 2004, which of these quarterbacks would be the best to play with on Madden 2005?
You babysitting that drink?
I mean, Anthony Richardson.
Can y'all stop talking to each other?
All right, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I love how Brandon thinks this is like.
Madden 2004 with Michael Vick on the cover. I mean, you got
Brandon legit thinks he's on
incredible
NFL
speed.
Network right now with
No,
Rich
I'm
Eisen
kidding.
calling the
Why
game, calling this whole entire thing.
You think you're on NFL Network?
Hey, Brandon, you are crushing it. Keep going, brother.
Brandon, do you want to switch seats for a minute?
I don't want to switch seats.
Just asking. A lot of draft left.
All right. We got the 4th pick in. It's going to be a quarterback. It's going to be either
Anthony Richardson.
Will Levis or Anthony Richardson, and we're getting a shot of Anthony Richardson right now.
There it is. There it is. That's my boy. Show him how you jump.
He is winking and smiling.
Hey, after this season, he wasn't thought of as a high first-round pick, and it wasn't until people really started scouting because people don't like his completion percentage.
Right.
But he's also a hoss. He throws a nice ball, and he can run like a bad man.
The only problem is when he throws the football, it's never to one of his teammates. And that seems like a poor thing.
Yes and no. I think, too, like somebody I think we all watch, Dan Orlovsky break film down, there's a lot of drop balls that plays into that completion percentage.
Right,
And
and he doesn't
anytime,
have the
and
receivers.
when people talk about the whole accuracy thing, there's a lot of moments in there to where his body's not said he's getting hit.
Oh, there it is.
Anthony Richardson.
John Rich.
Yo, that's a
quarterback.
Did
is Anthony
not
Richardson.
see that coming.
It's a zag. It's a zag when everybody else is
excited.
This ain't good for the boys.
Do like a.
Who's the boys?
To do
Who's
like
the
a.
boys? At
Boys in Tennessee.
No, they're
doing
right
their
on
own
track,
show,
baby.
bro.
I know.
Ryan
They're not
Tannehill
right
to
on
the
track.
Super
I
Bowl.
think if the
Not
Colts
right on
decide to do a Ravens type offense with a lot of running, with Jonathan Taylor and Anthony Richardson, they're going to be a problem.
Lamar,
You ever eat a hot dog like that?
Ravens
Jesus
type offense?
Christ.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, you're almost going to have to put it in some running passes.
Hey, hear me out. Hear me out.
Sure.
Passing
don't do
quarterback.
that.
The
Who, Anthony
Colts.
Richardson?
Yes.
He's not.
So is Lamar Jackson. When we talk about NFL quarterbacks, like he's
You're
going to need to
scared
rely
shit
on
of
running
me
more.
right now.
No, he throws a nice ball. He throws a beautiful deep ball.
Steve Shea, what do you think?
Exactly, yes.
He's got a very strong arm. He definitely had some problems with drops from his receivers at Florida. He's got some mechanical issues he needs to work on. But as far as raw tools, guys with this type of size, speed, arm strength combination don't come around that long, so you're betting on your coaching staff.
That's probably the deepest
well
hug
said.
with Goodell I've seen in a
well
long
said,
time.
Steven.
That was a very deep, deep hug.
I think that
Roger
the
Goodell.
Colts are a little bit on the Philadelphia Eagles' dick. They hired Frank Reich from under them. They just hired our offensive coordinator, Shane Steichen, and now they're trying to duplicate a little bit of Jalen Hurts' situation, and can I just say, that's kind of smart of them.
I would agree,
Genius.
Roan.
That's kind of
well
smart,
said
right?
By you as well.
Kind of on their dick. They're kind of on their dick a little bit. Doesn't it feel like that?
It does. I don't want to spoil anything. So put the camera on Frank, but I looked over there and I almost lost it. John Rich, congratulations. You have a new quarterback. It's Anthony Richardson.
How did my hooves bit go over, Will?
I think it went good.
I think it was great. I think it was awesome.
The chat's going crazy for it right now.
Good.
All right, we move forward now. We have the Seattle Seahawks.
What a calm comment.
This is where
It could get wonky.
who's old boy from Georgia?
Jalen Carter.
Jalen
This
Carter.
is where you could see him going.
Very
Seattle,
well,
right
it
here.
very well could be. I've got to throw it right now. We're going over to Nick Turaney in the war room. He's got somebody over there. Nick, who you got?
Hey, Brandon. We were supposed to have DK Metcalf, but he canceled last minute, so PFT.
Yeah, how we doing? DK is afraid of me once again, so he bailed out. I've actually been texting with DK during the draft. Nick, you can verify that I said I heard you got scared, didn't want to come here anymore. And then I just lied to him and said that he traded up and the Seahawks are taking Will Levis. So right now DK Metcalf is on an airplane thinking they drafted Will Levis. So just a fun little, just boys being boys, just messing with each other.
But he did send the crying face emoji. You had him giggling.
I had him laughing. He was cheesing big time for sure. So I mean, who really wins the draft? I say me.
You want to send it back to those guys?
Back to you, Nick.
Back to you guys.
All right, so we got the Seahawks on the clock. Stephen Shea, defense, offense, where are we going?
I think you go defense with Jalen Carter. It makes sense. Talent-wise, he's arguably the best player in the draft. But he's obviously got some issues off the field, legal issues that they're working through. It's a bit of a risky pick, but Pete Carroll and John Schneider have shown they are not afraid to take that big swing.
So tell me about Tyree Wilson, who yesterday was the favorite to go number 2.
Yes.
Yesterday he's been red flag medically.
Yes.
How far could he fall?
I don't think he'd fall to the top 12, but you could see like there's teams with edge rusher needs towards the back end of the top 10, potentially Philly at 10 as a landing spot. I mean, the guy is built like Superman. He's a great looking prospect. He's got good production, but our team's comfortable with the medicals. Some teams remove guys completely if they're not comfortable with it.
Next question for the entire group. We've got 3 quarterbacks down. We've got Bryce Young on the team. We've got CJ Stroud on the Texans. We now have Anthony Richardson to the Colts. That leaves one of the big 4 quarterbacks not picked yet. How far do we go until we hear Will Levis's name picked?
I think it happens in the top 10, but we've seen people slide. People thought Malik Willis last year was going to be a first-round pick, top 10 pick. He wound up going significantly later than that, so he could be on the schneid. But we also see guys like Hendon Hooker backing up the first round. Maybe a team like the Bucs wants to scoop him up.
Maybe. I think a pivot point we're going to look to is pick 10 with Philly. They've shown a habit of trading down. You're going to want to leapfrog Tennessee at 11 if you want a quarterback. That's going to be the spot to do it.
Dude, I've been doing the draft voice like Che does his draft voice. Yeah. I've been kind of like matching him in his draft voice. It kind of feels nice. It kind of feels like
rolls off
cool.
the tongue
It
very
feels
well.
like you're really knowledgeable when you're not saying shit.
But you're
Not a damn
said some
thing.
gems now.
I don't know, dude,
downplay
but
yourself,
when
brother.
you use the draft voice, it changes everything.
It really does. So the Seahawks are. He's also got a new phrase this year. You've used pivot point several times.
Pivot point, and he's touching my wrist.
I kind of like to. Yeah, we're
like
the pivot
fucking
point in this draft.
Charles Barkley on
say
Inside the
pivot point
NBA.
again.
Pivot point.
Yeah.
That works.
Yes. Okay.
Absolutely works, but we really are at a pivot point of this draft. We see how the rest of the first round is going to unfold. Now, Stevie, you didn't think we would see 3 quarterbacks go in the first 4 picks.
I did not. No, I didn't foresee. I did think CJ Stroud was going to go. I didn't think he would go at 2. But hey, I mean, Texans got their guy, which is great. Anthony Richardson, a bit of a surprise pick at 4, but you knew they were going to take a quarterback there. So once CJ Stroud gone, it was kind of written that there would be 3 in the first 4.
How unprecedented is it that the Texans traded up to go 2 and 3 in the same draft? I can't remember that happening very
When
often.
the Browns were like 1-2, but that was an old trade where they wound up with the.
That was before draft night. Like,
Right.
These guys pulled the trigger tonight.
Their draft room, they have to be just celebrating, like, yo, we really pulled this shit off.
Yeah.
It's draft day-esque, kind of.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
just getting the top 2 guys. Like, we're going to get them both. We want both of our guys.
Yeah, that's what Sonny Weaver would have done.
That's what Sonny Weaver.
It's like right when Carolina traded up to 1, and everybody pretty much assumed like they're giving away all these picks and they're going to go after Bryce Young. You know, Houston right then and there was deciding like, all right, how do we finesse this game?
I wonder why it came out that they were saying that CJ Stroud was dumb. Do you think they were trying to bait someone to come up and like pick ahead of him? Like what was the motive behind
you're the
all?
one that believes CJ Stroud was dumb. You've been walking around for 2 days saying how dumb CJ Stroud was.
I read it on these reports, but obviously they leaked for a reason. They came out like in the last 2 weeks. So it's like, did they want someone to trade up ahead of them? I don't know, but it seems like these teams are drafting talented players. They want the best talents.
Oh, my God. There you go. Frank, I got to get, okay. I got to get a little quick explanation of what we got here, Frank.
Jesus Christ.
Pete Carroll's the oldest coach in the league, so.
All right, old man Frank. So
Old
the pick
coach
is
lost
in.
spunk.
That fits way too well.
It looks.
It does, like,
You're gonna age great.
It doesn't
Frank.
look terrible.
Yeah, you're gonna.
It looks
you're
real.
gonna be so handsome when you age.
All right. So
all right, Frank.
we find out very, very soon who the Seahawks are picking, and then we open up the back half of the top 10 with the Lions, the Raiders, the Falcons, the Bears, and then your Eagles. Roman.
Yeah,
Not that far in the future.
I thought the Eagles could trade up here. I think if they were going to trade up, it'd be for Jalen Carter because not only do they have 2 Georgia guys in Jordan Davis and Nakobe Dean that could kind of keep him in check from a personality standpoint, but Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, that defensive line room has a lot of guys who'd be a good presence for him.
On the horizon, we have the Titans at 11. We have guys with Titans ties here. Are you guys going to be able to give us inside information?
I don't think Ray messes with us like that.
Why not?
I tried.
You said you already texted him tonight.
We'll
I
tell
said-
you
I told
everything
him-
we think's going to happen. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
You will tell us what you think is going to. It might not be accurate.
Mike Vrabel has not told us one thing. That's more on him than it is us.
Yeah.
But we are willing to give our opinions.
And I've
Mike
done my
Vrabel not
best.
like either of you guys?
I think he, you know.
He loves you guys. What?
Stop and
he's
go.
all
Stop
about
and
the
go with
boys.
What are
Mike.
you talking about? It's the boys. That was all through Vrabel.
I feel like we're breaking the fourth wall with Frank right here.
You see his bend though? Do you see how he was bending?
Yeah,
he
he
looks
does
like
have
a
some
DN
bend.
coming off the edge right there. He has incredible bend. Great hammies.
So the Seahawks are about to pick. We find out if it is a defensive player. I mean, it can't be. It's not a quarterback, certainly, right?
I mean,
They
they
signed
re-signed
Geno
Geno
Smith
Smith this offseason.
No,
but if
that's
you look,
not a
if
quarterback.
you look at the dollar figures, it's really a 1-year deal, and they've talked about they haven't really been this high to not rule out drafting a quarterback. I do not think they would do it.
Jeez, and crackers.
I don't think they would do it, but they have been open saying it's a possibility. I would. This has to be Jalen Carter in my mind.
Has to be Jalen Carter. You'd
Hey-
be shocked if it weren't Jalen Carter.
I would be.
It's gotta be. It's got to be.
This is going to be Jalen Carter. There's no chance it's not Jalen Carter. And it is, in fact, from the university. Uh-oh, I heard a noise.
Devon Witherspoon.
It's not Jalen Carter at all.
Wow.
It's the first cornerback off the board, Devon Witherspoon from Illinois. The Lions were hot on him, right?
Yeah, I mean, that
There were
cash
a lot
was
of
my bet,
reports.
yeah.
At 6, the Lions taking this guy as the first cornerback, but they don't get a chance to because the Seahawks have just taken. It is the Seahawks, right? We haven't missed a pick. Seahawks have taken Devon Witherspoon. Compton, you look shocked.
I love the pick because I think he'll knock your dick in the dirt. He's a very physical cornerback, which I do love and appreciate. Very good man coverage skills, and he will take your shit off if you come in his area.
I think knock your dick in the dirt is my favorite football terminology.
You will put your penis in mud.
Yeah.
In turf, I guess.
That sounds
Astro
terrific as
turf.
well.
Yeah.
Next.
Ooh, I'm telling you, boys, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that was a dick in the dirt? Oh, my goodness.
Imagine him and Tariq Woolen. Those are 2 dogs at cornerback.
Yes.
Dogs.
Yes.
Bro, those are young dogs.
Next fact on this guy, he asked, do I have to watch the first 5 before watching the 6th thence?
And I'm telling you, man, a good press corner, it's just always hard to come by.
Yeah.
Do you think that's different from some of these other cornerbacks at the top of the draft? Gonzalez, Joey Porter? You think he's a better press cornerback than those guys?
No, I'm not saying that. I just think like
This guy's highlight
finding
tape is
somebody who
insane.
can.
He hits people. He fucks people up, and Illinois' whole secondary was like that. They got a safety.
Like look
that.
at ooh,
You got to point out it's a 6-yard gain.
yeah, exactly.
6-yard gain, but it was
Michigan.
Could have been a 12-yard gain.
Michigan, though, man. Michigan's just built different.
How about the Spartans
like
right here?
the-
They can't turn the corner.
The closing speed, he doesn't stop his feet. Like he finds his point. Long stride, short stride, shoot.
Jay, is it fair to call this a surprise, though?
It is. I mean, the Seahawks haven't taken a corner in the first round since the early, like Kelly Jennings probably.
But also based on your list, he's the second corner.
I like Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You bricked this one, huh, Steven?
Steve.
How did I break it?
You missed 100% of the shots you don't
I'm
take,
just
buddy.
trying to jostle with you, buddy. All right, the Lions are coming up next. The Detroit Lions. And frankly, I thought they were in the mix for this guy, Devon Witherspoon, but he's now off the board. We're going to the podium again, this time for the legendary and incomparable from Detroit, or somewhere in Michigan. It is Chris Castellani. Hello.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for having me.
Chris, good to see you, brother.
Nice to see
Nice
you.
to see you guys. Thank you.
What do you want?
My brain's in a pretzel right now because I wanted Witherspoon. I think it wouldn't shock me right now, and it may be a little bit too early, but with the suspensions that I
No,
just handed,
you're not about to say what you're about to say.
A receiver?
Jaxon Smith.
Oh, my goodness.
Ooh.
That would be something.
J-Mo's out 6 games. No, I don't know.
Do you think there's a culture problem in the locker room over there in Detroit with everybody getting suspended?
No, I think it was just stupidity. I don't think so at all. I think it's as good as it's ever been there. I mean, that's not saying much, but I think that the current regime is about as positive as things have been in a while.
Chris, tell me this. Wouldn't you like if you paired last year's top pick, Aiden Hutchinson, with another dog on that defensive line, and maybe Jalen Carter?
I'd be fine with Jalen Carter. From what I heard, the Lions were not high on Jalen Carter.
Really?
Yeah. I heard they were not happy with the pre-draft.
The Lions do not like Jalen Carter. I did not know that.
Probably not a culture fit. But
That would
also
be my
maybe
guess,
A
but-
culture that could straighten him out.
I'd still take him.
But
Yeah,
isn't culture just how good you can be at football?
Do what?
Isn't culture just how good you can be at football? Like, am I worried about the culture fit if this guy can come in and be a fucking beast?
I think there are red flags that you think about when building culture.
Hey, some guys on a football team got to be mean. I think that. I think everybody can't be nice on a football team. Taylor, I don't know.
No, I think that was a ridiculous question by Brandon.
Yeah.
What was ridiculous about that question?
Culture is built from the ground up, brother. We're talking about foundation.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You need foundational pieces. When
Ladies
you're
and
doing
gentlemen.
when you're doing a first round, you're getting guys in that have the ability to stand up, be a pillar of a franchise.
Taylor, I have a
for long
trade.
time.
God damn it, I have a trade.
Trade alert, trade alert.
Castellani, you got to get out of here because you have traded out of this pick.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, they have traded
You have
out.
traded out of this pick.
back.
Get the fuck out of here, Castellani.
Hey, that's good pivot. That's a good pivot.
Thank you. That was a pivot point of the draft. We have a trade. It is no longer the Detroit Lions on the clock. It is, in fact, I believe, can I hear it again? The Arizona Cardinals.
Ooh.
The Arizona Cardinals, who traded back from 3, have now traded back up to 6. It is apparently what we're hearing right now. So the Cardinals now on the clock. And I didn't mean to cut you off, Taylor, but we had a trade, man. You
Brother, it's
understand.
all good. This is your show. I'm just happy to be here for the birds.
Listen, Frank, I like that you're staying flexible with
That's
your
a
hats.
fucking good one, Frank.
It's just
Frank's
a
all
bird.
time, man.
All right, so
Maybe they get this offensive lineman right here. Is this a sweet spot
Paris Johnson
to get Paris Johnson?
could be. Could they be coming back up to get Jalen Carter? Perhaps I don't know.
If they get Jalen Carter, I think that, you're trying to build culture in Arizona.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that would be the right pick.
You're losing J.J. Watt. You don't have necessarily
Correct.
the guidance in that.
And there's a lot of rumors that have been circulating that team about culture and how is it Kyler's team? Is it the owner's team? They fired Cliff.
Jonathan Gannon, defensive coach, coming from the Eagles, but where's he going to build? Which way is he going to take
that was
it?
a great
Who
point.
knows? But maybe he needs dogs. Did you ever think about that?
I don't know. Does he want dogs?
I feel like he wants dogs. Nobody would ever say, I don't want a dog.
Jonathan Gannon's defense that needs a big-ass, space-eating defensive tackle. So is that going to be him? I don't know. That's why they drafted Jordan Davis last year to be that space eater.
But he's back in Philadelphia.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Are they the same archetype? That's what I'm asking.
All right, we have the War Room available to us right now. Nick Terraney's going to fill us in on the team needs for the Arizona Cardinals. Nick, what you got?
All right, yeah. Love you more. No, I love you more. Bye. That was a friend of mine in Scottsdale, Arizona. He's very excited for the trade up. I think he knows something we don't, but I'll let you guys watch. Back to you.
All right, thank you very much. That was the team needs for the Arizona
Insider.
Cardinals. The Lions have in fact traded the pick
You know what I mean?
to the Cardinals. It feels like it's defense as they try to set in motion what they need to over there. I don't know. I have no idea what they're going to do here. You're the expert.
Talk to us, Steven. Let us know what the Arizona Cardinals are going to do right here.
Kyler Murray has been pushing for Paris Johnson Jr., offensive tackle. The guy's massive. He's got 36-inch arms. They haven't taken his advice in the past.
But can't Kyler Murray go fuck himself?
I mean, if you're a front office and you're trying to ingratiate yourself to your franchise player, it could be a good move. Listen, I'm not the biggest Paris Johnson Jr. guy, but he could be the pick.
What do you got against the boy?
I just think 6 is a bit
Value-wise?
rich. And you're trading the 12, your first round pick this year, 12th overall.
So you're getting 12 and 34. So you're getting a second-round pick this year and the 12 pick, and the Cardinals
Do we
get
know
the
what
6
the
pick.
Cardinals got for trading out of 3?
Well, obviously they got 12.
They got 12. They got next year's first-round pick from Houston, which is huge.
Pretty damn good.
A second and a third.
So it seems like the Cardinals have spent tonight a second-round pick, right? And they've gotten a first-round pick next year, and now they'll get a top 6 pick.
Kind of like the Eagles move where they traded up with the Dolphins and then traded back and then got the Cowboys pick 2 years ago.
These teams are getting crafty tonight. With the Texans doing what they did, now with the Cardinals doing what they're doing, I feel like these teams are really.
Teams can get good fast in the NFL.
I don't know if this is unprecedented, but it seems like we've got a lot of movement tonight.
It's been a good first round.
It has been.
It's been hot. It's been juicy.
Entertaining for the fans.
C4. It's the C4. Something about the C4, man.
C4 is great. I got the bombsicle here.
Oh, this yellow can right here? C4 is delicious.
There we go.
Oh, Paris Johnson.
Paris Johnson Jr., the
guy
boy!
is ready to go.
He's a Cardinal.
I fucking love that reaction from Paris Johnson Jr. He stood up, yelled, let's go. This is the big offensive tackle out of Ohio State. Steven, what is he?
I mean, he's a big-time prospect. He's a little bit raw, but he's got great size, great demeanor. Arizona has shown a penchant for drafting big, raw guys for it. I know it's a new regime, but DJ Humphries is a guy who came in left tackle pretty raw several years ago. I think this is a way to build up your offense, get more time for the deep shots downfield they're looking for. Paris Johnson Jr. is not my favorite pick, but I can understand the logic of the pick.
This makes me love him. The fact that Steven doesn't like him, it makes me love him.
Now, I saw Taylor Lewan and Will Compton. When they saw the reaction of that guy, you guys got fired up, correct?
Yeah, I got to get my hands on him when we went out to Columbus, Ohio. Massive quads, girthy back. Taylor, he'll break it down for you, but the guy has got a high ceiling, and I cannot wait to watch him grow in Arizona.
When you're talking about mold, clay, athletic ability, the ceiling of all the offensive linemen in this draft, he is by far the highest. Skoronski out of Northwestern, most polished individual right now. But Paris Johnson Jr., given the fact that they have the time to develop him a little bit, he can play left tackle, got great feet, great hands, he can learn to punch a little bit sooner. I think the Cardinals got a good one right there.
We're going to go back to the war room right quick. For some reason, we're just talking to Big Ev a lot tonight about Ohio State, but I think Nick's got him right now.
Drink.
Oh, boys, this war room just fucking erupted for this pick. I'm here with Big Ev. Big Ev, what do we think?
We feel great. Stud player. This is what Ohio State does. We just make kids' dreams come true, churn out first-round talent.
Do you just like him because he follows you on Instagram?
He follows me on Twitter as well, but that definitely helps his case for sure. Absolutely, yeah.
Now, we look at his tape, and this is a Paris making holes. Have you ever seen the tape of the Paris getting her hole filled?
Yeah, I beat off to it once or twice.
All right, back to you guys.
Damn, bro, he beat off to that? That was more of just like a cultural phenomenon to watch that video.
Is it possible? I think it's likely that's the whitest war room in America right now.
Oh, it could be up there.
I think it is. Yeah, look at that. My God.
Look at the boys, man.
That thing is clear. All right. So, big offensive tackle. Now, they were in the mix for him at 3, right? They were rumored to take him at 3. They were able to trade back and get the guy they wanted.
And pick up an additional first-round pick for next year.
Yeah.
Houston's.
Bold.
Yeah, I like it.
That's a savvy move by the Cardinals.
They also needed offensive line help. Like, you can say what you want about whether one side of the ball is what they're going to prefer. They need to protect this quarterback. That's the best thing you could do for him.
Paris Johnson Jr.'s body language is immaculate. He is staring right in the camera right now.
Dude, he is. He's got that confidence.
Did you see his video where he had his jacket and his titties out? If you're just walking titties to the world like that, that's a different type of confidence to go shirt off as a big boy.
Just an open-titted guy right there.
Just a big boy.
Tits to the world.
Boy.
He's firing me up.
I like the suit, too.
Tits Yes.
Suit?
It's a clean suit.
It's a good suit.
He might be prospect of the first round as far as confidence right now. Who's had more confidence than him?
I don't think anybody has. This guy is really living the life, living the moment right now.
Never seen a fat boy get on the
enjoying
roof.
things. Oh my goodness!
And it does seem like he wanted to go to Arizona.
Taylor Lewan has hit the podium real quick, and he's looking good. What's up, Taylor? The Raiders are on the clock.
The Raiders are on the clock. As you can see, I'm rocking a vintage Will Compton 2009.
That's a 2019 piece.
2019 piece.
Very
So
nice.
this is very special to me. Thank you for the gift, William. There is a dumb bit that Chris D'Elia does about jerseys I won't get into right now.
Sure.
However, I do want to say Paris Johnson did text me and Will yesterday saying he wanted to be a Cardinal, and I'm happy his dream came true.
Wow.
Congratulations
Wow,
to
good
him.
information after the fact.
Is that a game-worn Compton?
Game-worn Compton jersey, yes. And also, let's give credit to the Arizona Cardinals going through their due diligence, moving back in the draft, coming back up, getting their guy. They got some draft capital and got their guy that they wanted. So hats off to the Cardinals. Looks like they're going to be on top real soon.
All right, so we have now the Las Vegas Raiders on the clock, trying to find out what they want. What do you think?
I really have no idea.
Super.
Yeah.
Super. Shay?
There could be a pick here.
Yes?
Well, since we have Taylor, why not ask about this class of left tackles?
Okay. Taylor, I've been
what do you
told to
think about
ask
the
you.
class of left tackles?
I've been told to ask you about this class of left tackles.
Yeah, the Vegas Raiders have a guy, Colton Miller. He was just paid about a couple of years ago, $18 million per year. As far as left tackles go, it seems like they are in a right position to do that. I know that the GM of the Raiders is not scared to move him from left to right. They could take a tackle here. The Raiders are this close. They're one of those teams, you get a couple of good pieces
You
in
think
there.
the Raiders are this close?
Absolutely.
This close to being the worst team in the NFL?
Yeah.
I think the Raiders are this close.
I don't know if the Raiders are this
You got
close.
Jimmy G in there. You got a great GM, a head coach that needs to prove himself, but with a quarterback that he now has, that he's had before, that he can now get into the AFC West. They have a lot of talent.
Pretty good receiver one.
Pretty good receiver one, decent at best.
Play in the division with the Chiefs, the Chargers.
I think the Raiders could possibly win the AFC West next year.
No, you do not. You do not.
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
Love that. I love that.
All right, there you go. Thank you, Frank.
There's a new Indiana Jones movie coming out this year, and it's the Raiders of the Lost Cause.
Okay, not bad stuff, but Christian
Very interesting.
Gonzalez might
Frank,
be.
my producer's telling me we didn't hear your piano there. Hit it one more time. Beautiful. The pick is in.
Okay.
And you just said Christian Gonzalez, perhaps?
I don't know. Christian Gonzalez seems like a guy that could be zeroing in on talent-wise.
That's the cornerback out of Oregon.
Safe pick. A lot of production, transfer from Colorado. Great measurables, Stephen.
We're seeing some guys fall. Jalen Carter in a bit of a free fall right now. Tyree Wilson, who was maybe going to be the second pick as of earlier this week, in a bit of a free fall. Is it going to be one of those guys? Is it going to be Christian Gonzalez? Is this a potential quarterback team for Will Levis?
I think you got to go back end in the secondary. They have one of the worst in the league. I feel like they should build that back end.
Christian Gonzalez is what you're thinking?
Yeah.
It is interesting. It could be a quarterback spot. I don't know. We'll find out very, very, very shortly. The Raiders, as we all know, are this close. I disagree, but hey, I love the fact that you brought it up.
Thanks, brother.
The discussion.
Get that secondary piece that Will was talking about, they're going to be all right. They had a great defensive front. They got a decent offensive line. They got a good wide receiver core. They're going to be all right.
You ever been to a Raiders game?
In Las Vegas?
Yeah.
I don't think I have. I'm interested, though. It seems like they have some sweet-ass venues. The outside of the stadium looks fuckable. I know that PFT fucked that stadium.
I went to SummerSlam in there. It was great.
Interesting.
We're not going to talk wrestling tonight, though.
We better not. We really better not.
They'll pull the plug on the show.
The Raiders, they feel like they're fired up, though. I wouldn't mind seeing them build through the trenches, but it seems like this cornerback seems like he's a good character fit for them. They might be scared of the character of a guy like Jalen Carter, but that's a good character fit.
Earlier in this draft, I'm sorry, I keep looking at Frank with his hat, and I keep laughing every time I see him. But anyway, earlier in this draft process, Jalen Carter was in the mix for the #1 overall pick.
So we have some.
Oh, you have news?
We have some news. They're going to go with Tyree Wilson.
Tyree Wilson from Texas Tech. The slide stops here, according to Will Compton. We will find out very shortly if he is in fact
I agree
correct.
with Will.
You do. You both got that news.
Yep.
All right, so we think it's Tyree Wilson here on the desk.
Nope, it's going to be Tyree Wilson.
It's going to be Tyree Wilson. That is what we're getting reported right now. If it's
Tyree
not,
Wilson, he's a beast.
Hold on. If it's not, I swear to fucking God.
If it's not, I'll literally give you $1,000.
Could Roger Goodell
Nice. Make it higher, Taylor.
I'll give you $1 million.
No, make it real. $10,000.
$10,000. But you owe me,
I don't have to give you anything.
but you owe me 5,000.
I don't have to give you anything. Oh, my goodness.
Opposite of Max
Oh, my
Crosby.
goodness. Look at the
You guys
suit.
saw it. Brandon Walker owes me $5,000. It's been a hell of a day.
I said I wasn't.
We're on a
I
heater
didn't owe
like
you
never
anything.
before.
I
Let's go.
didn't owe you anything. Terrific suit. Now, this is a guy that was.
Jesus Christ.
Yesterday, okay. Yesterday, he was in the mix for the number 2 spot. He didn't go there. He is now number 7 going to the Raiders. It's pass rushing menace, this guy right here.
I mean, this dude just looks like a menace. I would not want to be a quarterback in the AFC West facing this dude.
Fits
and
right
Max
in with
Crosby.
Max Crosby. Fits right in with
6'5" and 5'8", 271 pounds, can run, can move, is an absolute beast on the football field, Ron.
He didn't have as good production as some of these other guys, but when you pop on the game tape of him, Brandon, I'm asking you to pop on the tape, bro.
Yes.
You start popping on the tape, this guy pops off the tape.
Yes.
Because he's disruptive. He's a big man. A couple years ago, they used a top 4 draft pick on Clelin Ferrell, who was also a big guy. That was a big man. Have they made a mistake with a guy who also doesn't have crazy production? I don't know, but he looks the part.
Shay, where do you fall on projectables and not production?
Like measurables.
He loves body size. He's a body size guy.
Traits. Where do you fall on
He's a
traits
trait
versus
guy.
production?
I am a traitsy guy. He does have productions if you count batted passes. Kind of weird for a really big guy. He had 0 career batted passes. His effort is fine to me. He's got good pass. I would like him to develop a few more counters. But I mean, at number 7, this is a guy that's projected to go number 2. I think it's a good value. Plus, when you look at the division, they have to play Patrick Mahomes twice a year. They got to play Justin Herbert twice a year. Even Russell Wilson, obviously a down year last year, but he's a tough guy to get on the ground. This is the Raiders now have a legitimate pass rush combination. Chandler Jones wasn't great last year with Max Crosby and Tyree Wilson. I think it's a good move for their team and their division.
Good scoop, Will. Really good scoop.
I think I can go ahead and speak for everybody. Far and away the suit of the night so far.
Yes.
On Mr. Wilson.
Outfit of the night.
It is open, the chest. He's got the chain on the chest. And this guy just looks like an NFL superstar walking onto the stage. Yes. I got to say that about him. Oh, big, deep. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. He's lifting Roger Goodell.
My favorite draft moment in recent years was Christian Wilkins when he almost killed
yes.
Goodell a couple years ago. He just like jumped out of it, like you could tell Goodell was about to fall over.
All right, so the Raiders have just chosen Tyree Wilson, Texas Tech. We now turn back to the podium, and it is my good friend. Oh my goodness, the pick is in already.
Well,
pick is in for the Falcons. So quickly, who do you think it is, Big T?
Oh man, they just showed Will Levis. He's the only person I would not like.
So you, big Tennessee fan, have seen Will Levis twice.
Everyone is number 1 on my big board that they could pick except Will Levis.
Everybody in the whole draft is number 1 except Will Levis.
Whoever they pick is number 1 on my big board unless it's Will Levis.
Oh, no.
Who's the biggest Will Levis hater out of you two? Because you two
he is.
hate him.
He is.
No, he's the worst quarterback to potentially ever be drafted in the first round.
From their body language, it seemed like it was Will Levis, and it seemed
I
like
don't put that into the world.
I'd like to remind you, Zach Wilson got picked number 2 a couple years ago.
Pal, Zach Wilson runs circles around this guy.
Okay, well, I now want it to be Will Levis. I would
Anyone
like
else number 1 on my big board.
Stephen Shea knows who it is.
I do.
You want to break the news to him?
Oh, he's.
Say it.
It's not Will Levis.
Okay.
Okay.
They're number
so
1
that's the
on my
number
big
1 guy on your
board.
big board.
It's a running back.
Is it Bijan
Oh my
Robinson?
goodness!
It is.
Are we about number 8 overall?
Number 1 on my big board.
All right, real talk. If it is Bijan Robinson, where did he stand on your big board?
Oh, number 1. He was number 1 on my board.
Are you excited about the running back?
Fantastic.
The Falcons need everything. You agree?
I piss.
For the most part, yeah.
And they're taking a running back.
Good one.
The most dispensable position in the league.
Good one. Number 1 on my board.
It's weird because they have Tyler Algier, who had a really good year last year as a rookie.
You can never have enough good players, Steve.
And this guy was number 1 on your board.
True.
Number 1 on my board.
Why did they show Will Levis? That was kind of a tease.
I think they're showing him on the broadcast to show that he's falling. They didn't show him like answering the phone or anything like that.
This is, if this is in fact Bijan Robinson, which Stephen Shea has indicated that it is, and he has never, ever, ever been wrong on this show before.
I've heard that.
Get him, Chris Jericho.
This is a very, thank you. This is a very, very aggressive. Number 8 for a running back is something.
Well, when you can get a guy that's number 1 on your board at 8, I mean, that's incredible drafting.
Compton, a running back at 8?
I'm trying to figure out currently what these boys in Atlanta are doing.
Yeah. Atlanta, you've been close to them before, huh?
Teammate.
Maybe, potentially.
Yeah.
The jersey is here. Year 10, the year 10 jersey is here. I think it's on Taylor. I don't know.
It's in the building right now?
Yeah, it's in the building right now. But yeah, I'm trying to get my sources to speak a little bit more to us on what they're going to be doing here.
Actually, now that you mentioned that, we've got Nick Turaney in the war room, and he is with Taylor Lewan. Go ahead, Nick.
Taylor, what's up, my man?
That's a game
Awesome.
jersey.
Beautiful day.
Yeah, how's it going?
It's good. Brandon's been a bit of an asshole, but other than that, things have been pretty smooth.
Yeah. Pete's out there though.
Yeah, only in New York.
Only in New York, baby. All right, back to you guys.
Thank you, Nick. Fantastic stuff right there.
All right, we're getting word.
Oh, we're getting word. What is
We're
it?
getting word. Bijan Robinson.
Compton.
Scoop.
Have you just fucking gotten here?
Brother, I've been trying to work the phones. I wasn't really
Shay got it 2
No,
minutes ago.
he's got his text open.
But Shay got it 2 minutes ago.
Oh, you actually got it that it was confirmed?
Why are these motherfuckers?
That's all right. Organic moment. It'll live in a clip. That's what we do. We make clips around here, boys.
Shay
Cut
announced
that thing up. I
2
wasn't
minutes
paying
ago
attention.
that it's Bijan Robinson.
Where'd you find that at?
We've been discussing with Big T.
Taylor, hey, I guess I didn't read between the lines with the GIF.
Taylor, you're back.
Yeah, I'm here.
Look,
Why are you showing your midriff?
904.
I thought I'd show a little something.
Send me that, I guess.
All right, Big T, don't knock over the C4 thing, please.
Somebody put a something there.
That's
a big deal.
Off another line.
I know, but look, we're in the
All right. So, Big T, happy?
eyes will broke it.
Great, love it.
Number one on my board. Yes. Okay. Fantastic.
I know. That's what I was like sitting.
I had this
I'm like
scoop,
sitting
and
over
he
here the
didn't
whole
have
time. I couldn't figure that out.
Taylor, what do you think about a running back going number 8, though, for real?
I think it's possible. I mean, it happened, right?
It's a great looking jersey, T.
Thanks, brother. It's a way tighter than the last one, but hey.
You look great in it.
10.2.
You look great in it.
10.2.
Why is it so much tighter than the last one?
Because that one's an actual game jersey.
Oh, I see.
No, that one was like you buy the game.
Pro
Remember
shop.
when we did that whole exchange of jerseys on the field? I had to buy X amount of jerseys to try.
Really?
and
Uncut?
Yeah.
So you Fugazi'd a bunch of guys.
He gave you a replica jersey. All right, we're finding out right now. Roger Goodell is on the stage. He's got a couple of, looks like
apologize for
honorary
that, Steven.
people to discuss who it is. We think it's Bijan Robinson out of Texas.
I'm so stupid.
What's going on over here? Compton
I'm upset about the lack of
That's okay.
awareness with Bijan.
Hey, things happen, buddy.
You literally said, "What do you think about a running back at 8?" And I was like, "I'm trying to figure out what's going
And then
on."
you were
Yeah.
The war room is exploding right now. I don't know. We've got
Jalen Carter would be available for the Bears, and that's
The Eagles have traded up.
Let's get it.
Okay.
Let's get it.
All right, but the Falcons
get
are
it.
picking this right here, right?
Hey.
Okay. Where did the Eagles trade up to?
Fuzzy.
the Eagles are traded up one spot with the Bears.
The Eagles have switched picks with the Bears, going from 10 to 9. So the Eagles will be on the clock after
Jalen Carter.
this.
It's Jalen Carter. It
So-
has to be Jalen Carter.
Okay, we'll find out about the Eagles
I'll tell you
shortly.
why I
I'm
don't
sure
mind
we'll
that
be
one.
bringing Smitty along. But right now we're finding out that Bijan Robinson, by the way,
Beige links.
Bijan Robinson is a C4 athlete. The Falcons have just selected C4 athlete Bijan Robinson. Bijan has been using C4 Performance Energy for years as the performance fuel behind his on-field dominance, and it's his go-to choice as he levels up into his NFL career. Steven, electric running back out of Texas. I know 8 seems like a reach for running backs, but what did they just get?
I mean, as a third overall player on my board, it's just positional value is terrible. Running backs you can get late. Tyler Algier was, what, a 5th-round pick last year? Really productive player. So to get a guy who's, I think, better than Tyler Algier, but getting him at 8 is a bit rich for me. He's a good player. He can catch the ball in the backfield and run it, but again, 8 is very high.
I'd like to point out that Bijan Robinson is a Duke Cannon athlete as well.
I know.
That's a good point. Duke Cannon.
It's not for clowns.
Yeah. Not
So this guy's not messing around.
It's the Eagles.
Big T, you got Bijan Robinson, number 1 on your board.
Outstanding.
Congratulations.
Outstanding.
How are the Braves doing?
Not great today.
Okay. We'll see you later.
We'll see you.
That was fun.
I think Bijan's a good pick. I think anytime you can get a blue chip athlete, especially Coach Smith out there in Atlanta, he's very creative in the run game. He gets an athlete like Bijan Robinson to build around. I think that really helps.
But I think that you can get such better value at running back later on. I think that the way that running backs get paid as far as versus the players in the trenches, how they get paid, if you can get a cheap rookie who's a top 5 or 10 player at his position, it's so much more valuable than getting a running back that you're paying as much as a top 10 pick.
All right, the pick is in for the Eagles. So
Come on.
The aggressive Eagles have traded up with the Bears, and the pick is in. And Smitty, I'm sorry, it's going fast right now, but you look satisfied because you think you know who it is, or you're just happy they're being aggressive?
I don't think I know who it is. I think I know who it is.
Mr. Carter.
Time out.
I don't think I know who it is. I think I know who.
That's what you just said.
Where have you been?
I know who it is. I know who it is.
Let's
Okay,
go.
there, you fixed it there.
Let's
Who
go,
is it?
Smith.
Jalen Carter out of the University of Georgia.
Is it Jalen Carter, Ron?
Jalen Carter is the answer for this defense.
So last year, or last couple years, Jordan Davis, Nakobe Dean, and now Jalen Carter. They picked nothing but SEC players. They picked nothing but Georgia Bulldogs on that defense.
Hey, no offense to Will Compton, no offense to Hofstra, no offense to where you pretend to went to school. You choose SEC, you're not going to go wrong.
That's right.
You can go wrong in the SEC. It's called Vanderbilt, brother.
Exactly, but this boy
real
didn't go to
SEC.
Vanderbilt. He was the best player on the Georgia defense last year when they had like 5 first-round picks. Come on, man. This guy is an absolute beast. I'm not worried about character concerns. I'm worried about having the best defensive player from this draft coming to Philly.
And Ron, let me throw a couple of names out for you.
Okay.
A couple of first-round picks
Talk to
that
me.
the Eagles have taken from the D-line.
Right.
Fletcher Cox.
Pro Bowler.
Jordan Davis.
Yes.
Roderick Bunk.
Bang.
Mike Patterson.
Boom.
Come on.
Go all the way back until Jerome McDougal.
Brandon Graham.
Brandon Graham.
Come on, man. Respect the Eagles. Respect how they build a team.
Respect the trenches. Respect the Super Bowl.
By the way, Fletcher Cox went to that.
You guys
school
get a lot of
up in
arrogance right now.
We're fired up about our guy.
You should be. I think that is the right culture for him to go into as well. I think like with Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, a lot of veterans, and a team that knows how to win. Jalen Hurts leading the team. Like I really respect the way the Eagles' leadership is on that team.
No matter what
A
they
little quizzical, why the move up one pick?
I think that there was other teams maybe that wanted to hop up there.
Obviously, but
and you guarantee that you got your guy. I think that the Bears probably want Skoronski, maybe keep a local guy, protect their investment at quarterback.
Sure. No matter what happens here with this pick, doesn't it get your juices flowing when your team trades up?
Yes.
Makes you think they really know what they're doing. Gets you going.
It's cockles moving.
Gets you fired up.
Last year they
Get your
traded
piss
up.
hot.
Get your fucking piss hot.
Get your fucking piss hot, Compton.
Last year they traded up 15 to 13. Year before they traded up from 12 to 10. They trade up when they want their guy, and the guy that they want usually is a stud from the SEC.
I'm going to make Taylor Lewan like me before this night is over.
What do you think, Taylor?
Look
is it
at
going to
him.
happen?
Look at him. You didn't like the piss hot thing? That's a fun thing to say.
Well, throw me a hot dog.
Maybe you should compliment his beautiful green hat.
I've been complimenting him all night. That was a shitty throw. Oh. All right.
Did he catch it?
Throw like a Welshman.
What was that?
Doesn't he?
What'd you say?
Huh?
Huh?
Nice. Sit down. All right. So we've got Bijan Robinson talking right now, but the pick is in. We think it's Jalen Carter. You know it's Jalen Carter. We'll find out very soon that Jalen Carter is, in fact, a Philadelphia Eagle. That defense last year was outstanding, went all the way to the Super Bowl, but did lose a lot of pieces. You love this.
Yeah, of course. I wanted them to either draft an O-lineman, D-lineman, best on the board,
Trenches.
or trade down.
Trenches,
Yeah, it's all about the trenches. There's no reason to select anything else. Bijan Feld, I would enjoy some mustard. I would love it very dearly. I would enjoy Jalen Hurts having a new toy, but trenches.
How's that hot dog?
How many toys do you need for Jalen Hurts? Like, fuck. You
All of them. This is big.
Are you
1988.
All right, so here's the trade. The 9th overall pick for the 10th overall pick and a 4th rounder. So that's what the Bears get from the Eagles.
In 2024.
So it costs the Eagles a 4th round pick next year to move up one spot.
Next year they're going to have a ton of.
That's a future problem too.
And they have 12 picks next year with 4 compensatory picks coming. One of them is going to be a third that they're getting from Javon Hargrave signing with the 49ers. So they have capital next year. They didn't take anything out of this year's bucket. I got hot dog coming out of my mouth.
And you still have the 30th overall pick and whatever you fleece the Saints for, probably later.
Oh wow, we're going to hear from you again then. The Eagles come back around in just a little
Ron,
while.
I really respect your knowledge with the Eagles.
Bro, I'm so locked in. I love football so much.
I know.
Dude.
I really respect it.
I love football.
Not only do you know the Eagles, like you know every coach that's moved to a different team, and you're talking philosophy, you're talking schemes.
Well, just moved this offseason.
Going. It gets the blood flowing below the belt.
I love football so much, dude.
Dude,
Below the belt.
Roan,
Below the
Will,
belt.
and Stephen Shea are really, you guys are really running the show. It's incredible. It's incredible
Thank
to
you,
see what
brother.
you guys are doing.
I wish you were up here with us.
I wish you were here
with us.
There's a coat that looks like it's my size, just to the right of you.
All right. So we
Is that a
find
face
out now it is in fact Jalen Carter. Doesn't seem that happy, to be honest.
No, he's crying.
He's crying, yes.
He's sleeping. They said the same thing about Embiid.
Yeah, boy fell asleep.
He hates Philadelphia.
Right with Jordan Davis. That's two big man meets right in the middle, right for you, Brandon.
That's two. I'm sorry, that's two.
Deadly.
Giant man
Who are you doubling?
Man meets.
Who are you doubling of
Who you
those?
guys got on the edge?
I mean, you take your pick. You got Josh Sweat. You got Hassan Reddick.
That's what I'm
You got
saying.
Brandon Graham still.
And when you guys got hunting on the edge and you can push the pocket up.
Sons of
the middle,
bitches
that
going to
is
release Fletcher
going
Cox now? Because if that happens, you're dead.
He's not going anywhere.
Okay.
We just re-signed him. We gave Fletcher
Took
Cox.
a hometown discount.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, you knew this happened.
Fletcher
I know,
Cox,
but-
Fletcher Cox took a hometown discount for his hometown of Philadelphia, not Mississippi.
Hey, the Eagles have
That's
a guy.
a state dipshit.
They got a guy named Don Smolinski. He's their head of security, and he interviews everybody and with the most impunity in the world. If he says that Jalen Carter's okay, then he's okay.
I've been told to say bye to Smitty. So, Smitty.
Bye, gentlemen.
You don't have to go home and get the fuck out of here. Thank you, Smitty. We will see you later on, though.
You got it, man.
Right?
But we got some insider information
All the fucking
from
Eagles
Jay.
fans, we got Smitty.
We got breaking news from Che.
Yes, who we got? Shay.
Bears going offensive line.
Skoronski?
No.
Oh.
Dewan?
Darnell Wright.
Darnell Wright from Tennessee.
Yes.
Darnell Wright from Tennessee.
Oh, my goodness. The Chicago boys have arrived. It is Eddie, White Sox Dave, Big Cat, and Chief.
Darnell Wright from Wright.
We need some time to process.
Darnell
what's
Wright,
going on.
who was mocked by Che to go number 20 or number 19?
20.
20.
Why don't we take Skoronski?
I don't know. I didn't do it, Eddie.
His arms are too short.
Taylor, what are your thoughts on?
I'm starting to get nervous about what's going on.
I think it's a big, big mistake. The
none of
Bears,
you like the
Bears
fact-
made a big
No, I had him
mistake
as
today.
I had him as my number one overall pick.
Why?
Oh, that's good.
I thought that.
So, Taylor, you know this offensive line class, right?
Taylor likes Skoronski.
I like
like
Skoronski. He's the most polished offensive lineman in this entire
Ready to
draft.
go. Plug and play.
You put him in at guard, you're looking at Zach Martin potential.
But you're not taking a guard that high.
Isn't a guard at 9 crazy, though?
No.
Tackle.
Not at
Nobody
all.
picks a guard at 9.
If I would have told you Zach Martin was going to have the career he did, would you have drafted him earlier in 2014? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
You know,
you would have.
I'm going to just say something real quick. No one's ever won a Super Bowl in the draft.
That's a great point, Big Cat.
So what does this even matter?
I ate mozzarella sticks with that, dude.
Frank, Frank. Shh. Frank, the Devils are down 4-0.
No, they're up 3-0 at the end of 2.
I can't even.
That's a sick Wrigley Field hat, though, on Frank.
It's a big positive day for Frank.
Good-looking hat on Frank.
I mean, the 1974 Steelers draft.
Yeah,
that draft is.
This draft's just getting started. The Bears have like 4 more picks, so they're going to be fine.
Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine.
4
Jake,
more picks by the end of the round.
Can you tell me something about this guy?
Darnell Wright, one really great year of production. I mean, he started a couple years, but he really.
How great?
He was good. He shut down Will Anderson.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Stoned his ass. Stoned his ass.
That's what I'm talking. And where did Will Anderson go? 3?
Yeah.
Yes. 3.
Shut him down.
Shut him down.
Open up shop.
Tennessee guy?
He's a right tackle.
Tell him about the
Okay.
Georgia game.
Okay.
The Georgia game went the other way.
Georgia game wasn't good.
They gave up like 9 sacks.
Well, it was raining. It was raining.
Yeah.
It's hard to get your footing in rain.
Has he been on the bus, Tennessee guy?
This guy's
No, not right. Wait, no.
Does he have heavy hands, Jay? How
He
heavy are
does.
his
He
hands?
does.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
All
he's an
right.
athlete. He plays basketball too.
Bears are a playoff team this year. Don't worry. Bears are a playoff team this year.
Good.
Also, you got your guy at quarterback. You got to get somebody to protect.
Right. They need protection.
Facts. Thank you, Brandon.
Think outside the box.
Brandon, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now welcome to move to Chicago.
I was already going to. Bought a house.
That's Jalen Carter. I was going to say Darnell Wright looks like a house.
That's
Jalen Carter.
Carter's fine. He's a house.
I bet Darnell Wright also looks like a house, though. I bet he's also very, very, very
he's like-
good guy.
How good was that year? This
Th-
last
th-
year.
I mean, he was very good this year. He's good enough to get drafted top 10 based on essentially one very good year of production.
How long are his arms? How long are his arms?
He's got long arms. He's a big guy. He's like 6'5", like
All right.
33 and
33.
3/4.
That's great. Love that.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
he's
not good that Jalen Carter's highlights are all against Tennessee, though.
Stone that guy.
Darnell Wright.
Nope.
No, is that Darnell Wright?
He blocked his guy.
58?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
58.
he blocked this guy. No problem.
Yeah.
The Jalen Carter is a man.
They are just going on and on about Jalen Carter. Oh, well, this not really.
That boy is good.
relevant.
He's a dog.
Hey,
Darnell Wright. Are you talking yourself
It's
into
tough.
it, Eddie?
This is a tough
I'm
review.
trying.
The guy played offensive tackle in the SEC.
Darnell Wright.
He played offensive tackle in the SEC. Tennessee was garbage. Tennessee
Nothing
was
good,
garbage
brother.
for years.
Nothing good
and here
over
comes
here.
Heupel
The
and guys
Bears
like
are
Darnell
done.
Wright, and they go 11-2.
Hey, Lawan's got some information. Lawan's got something on Wright. What you got?
Darnell Wright is an individual that uses power and size to overcome individuals in the college landscape with his limitations from athletic standpoint. That's a tough pick. You should have took Skoronski.
Athletically
It's a tough
limited.
pick.
See, we had Pete on the board and we passed
He
him.
played right tackle in college.
White Sox, Dave, you haven't said a goddamn word.
I'm trying to process it. My Northwestern buddies said he's the guy, though. They told me this on
Darnell
Saturday.
Wright,
I told you that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
but I
brought it
didn't
up.
believe you.
You're
I had never even. Yes.
Eddie, you look like you're in a spin zone, brother.
Because they all are rooting for Skoronski to go to the Bears.
But they know Darnell Wright's the guy.
They told me that he was going to be a top 10 pick. I'm like, I've never even heard of
He's
this
got longer
fucking
arms.
guy.
He's got way longer
I've never
arms.
even fucking heard of this guy.
His friends.
You never heard of this guy?
I don't follow this shit in the offseason. No.
Then why are you here?
By the way,
Morale.
Gotta play.
Morale.
They said it to me.
the White Sox are already dead.
Yeah.
What'd you influence?
Also,
Our text?
yeah, I really messed with the.
All right.
You really did make a
I
pick.
won't reveal anymore, but I literally made a pick in the NFL draft today.
All right, we got big news happening right now. All right,
You're in negotiations group chat.
I still think they're going to say Skoronski.
we're finding out right now that it's Darnell Wright,
I have Twitter Blue, so I can.
offensive tackle, Tennessee. Now, is he even there? Because it would be a bad sign if he's not.
I like that he's
Oh,
not
you know
there.
who wasn't
He's
at
a
the
fan-
draft? Joe Thomas, you fucking idiot.
Well, that was
Oh, he was
Thomas.
fishing.
His wife was
Dad.
having a baby.
No, he was fishing with his dad.
And while his wife was having a baby?
No.
Oh.
There he is. Is he at home?
Oh, that's a.
I like that.
I like that.
He,
He's a big boy.
He values family. He's a family guy.
That's a big boy.
He kind of has a
Big
fat,
hug.
I would have expected to go in the first round.
kind of has a fat face.
Eddie, looks like you don't have anything to say, but would you like to speak on this?
I wanted Skoronski. I'm just being honest. But that's okay.
6'5" and 3/8", 333. That's a big boy.
Yeah, I mean, he's my guy now.
Let's watch his heavy hands here in long.
Here we go. Look at this. Against Will Anderson.
Like a
Eat him up.
So he didn't allow a sack, which is obviously a huge.
Ooh. That
Stone.
wasn't much.
He swallowed him whole.
I mean, we're watching right
Well, this against Clemson.
Oh, this is another first round pick.
Oh!
Bear down.
Bulldozer.
Mauler.
He's a mauler.
I love a mauler.
Georgia game. You told me the Georgia game went bad.
Well, he almost gave up a sack there, actually.
I mean,
Looks like he catches. It looks like he catches.
I think that was holding, but that's fine.
You guys are fucking
He catches right there, yeah?
Let's see the recovery.
Not a lot of punch.
Boom. Athlete.
All right.
Athlete.
Right.
You like that one?
The Tennessee pick, who is right after this, is already in, if you would like to play us in there. Boys.
Taylor, what do we got?
Boom.
Text,
Take
get
it
up
again.
our
Thank you,
team.
boys. Chicago guys.
Got anything?
Taylor Lewan has left. I assume he's putting on a jersey and coming back around somewhere.
Really?
So we've got the
Good on
Titans.
them.
Titans are on the clock. Their pick is in. Taylor Lewan is somewhere in the bowels of this building putting on a Titans jersey, I assume. But Will Compton, Titans, what are you thinking?
Skoronski.
Skoronski, really? There he is.
Shit. You wanted Paris.
They've got a need at left tackle.
I think Paris is long-term, he's at the highest ceiling, but Skoronski is, I mean, by all the draft analysts have literally said he's the most polished offensive lineman. I've gone off of them. Daniel Jeremiah, move the sticks. He's been saying it since day one. We'll see what happens. Now there's a lot of other things. Will Levis, he's still on the board.
Yep.
Could catch a wide receiver.
What would you like to see?
What's that?
What would you like to see?
I think I'd like to see the Titans solidify their left tackle for the next 10 years.
Okay.
So I want to see Skoronski.
Taylor, let me ask you a question.
Ask me a question, bub.
So this guy, left tackle, projected to maybe move to guard. The big knock on him, we talked about it, short arms, 32¼ inch. How big of a deal is that for a left tackle?
I think Joe Thomas and I had like 33¼ Like it's not.
Maybe I'm shorter.
If you have good technique like Skoronski does, if you have good hand placement and you play to your advantages, you're going to be fine. That's an overrated concept.
Long arms.
Long arms.
Long arms are great, but it's an overrated
Strong
concept.
hands more important.
Strong hands?
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
I got a stat on Skoronski that's going to flip all your fucking lids.
Oh my God.
Let's hear it, bub.
He broke, over his lifetime, he's broken 10 Adirondack chairs.
Oh my God.
And that's from the horse's mouth. That's a big boy. He's broken 10 Adirondack chairs.
You'd think by 8 he'd stop sitting in Adirondack chairs.
He sits heavy. That's a guy with a good base. That's a guy who can anchor.
A heavy
guy with
ass.
a thick ass. You're worried about his arm length. I'm worried about his ass fat.
Now, for another team, you said he would move inside the guard. You don't.
Skoronski to the Titans.
Skoronski to the Titans. You're reporting that right now.
Grandpa played in Super Bowl I.
Really?
Yes.
For which team?
Grandfather played for either the Chiefs or the Packers.
Probably, yeah.
One of those two. His nickname's Custard.
His grandfather or him?
Him.
Oh, wow, Custard. That's a good nickname.
You see that right there? Custard.
Any nickname around food is always good. Even Custard. No? Pork chop Womack?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Pigs in a blanket?
That would be a good nickname.
It wasn't a great nickname for General Custard. It was his last stand, you know.
What his nickname was General?
Oliver Pig Miller. I don't know if that's a good nickname.
That's a basketball player.
That's true.
That's true. That's true. But hey, Skoronski may be the best offensive lineman in this draft.
Not a big deal. Anybody got a Celtics-Hawks score out there? All right. So Skoronski, like he said, with the other two offensive linemen, you're getting frame, you're getting projectables. With this guy, though, you're maybe getting the most polished offensive lineman there is. Seems like a no-brainer.
Was there any time when him and Rashawn Slater were both starting at Northwestern?
No.
They never fully overlapped, right?
Correct.
Because those are
He took over
two
for
beasts to come out of a good but not great Big Ten program.
Not
Solid
starting,
program.
not starting.
But if you get a guy out of Northwestern, you know he's been coached very well.
You got a good brain.
Good brain.
You got a good brain.
Dependable, probably. Lunch pail type of guy.
Built like a Chevy Silverado.
Yeah. Fine automobile.
Yes.
They might have another first-round pick later on, Adetomiwa Adebawore.
Yes, they might.
Adetomiwa Adebawore.
So the pick is in.
Adebawore.
The pick is in, and we will find out very, very shortly that it is, in fact, according to Taylor Lewan, Peter Skoronski out of Northwestern.
Taylor Shefty.
With that, I will be taking a bathroom break.
All right. Will Compton is going to take a dump. So he will
that
be
mic
back
hot. Keep
in
his mic
20
hot.
to 30 minutes.
Get your coat.
I don't think we're okay. There has been a trade.
Oh, what?
There's been a trade.
The Texans, who were at number 12, have already traded back to number 12. No, it wasn't the Texans. It was, who was it?
The
Yeah, it was the
Cardinals
Texans again, right?
The Cardinals wound up with.
Yeah, okay. No, it was the Lions.
Yeah.
Right. So the Lions are now at 12, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So that's a trade from earlier that now is the Lions.
You can't say there's been a trade and
No,
reference
well,
a
that's
trade
okay.
earlier.
It
Not
happened.
tonight, not on draft night.
That was my mistake. She said reminder of the trade, and I thought there was a new trade, and there wasn't. And oh my goodness, Taylor Lewan has joined us on the desk, and you.
And we look short. We look
phenomenal.
tiny. Hang on.
Electrostatic to be here, boys.
I'm
Thank
actually
you.
about the same size as him, height, and he's way taller than me.
Something
sitting
like
down.
that, buddy. You look great. Yeah,
right.
there's Raves, Amy.
You know all
Ryan
those people?
Carfon, I know
What's that guy
every
with that
single
goofy
one of
hair?
them.
Is that the guy that fired you right there?
Look at that guy's hair.
The bald guy and
Yep.
then Vrabel, they both fired me together.
Damn.
The guy on the way back,
Yeah.
that was Matt Miller.
No,
he actually went to Wisconsin.
Really? Were they assholes when they fired you, or was
No,
it just like?
very kind, very, very nice gentleman.
Yeah. It's a business after all.
It's a business. Shook their hands, gave them big hugs. It was a beautiful time.
Yeah.
But Skoronski going to the Tennessee Titans, that's going to be a big one for the boys.
They getting a new stadium?
2027.
Yeah, it's
it's
gonna
already
be
been
awesome.
approved yesterday.
It's going to be awesome.
What do you like about Skoronski? What do you think's good about him?
He's polished. Of all the offensive linemen in this draft, he's the guy that is a plug and play. He's going to be a day one starter for the Tennessee Titans. Bing, bang, boom.
Tackle or guard?
I think he can play both. He played tackle at Northwestern
All right,
against
just let
great
me know.
competition. And now he's going to, he could either slide into guard because they got the guy from Philly,
Yeah.
former first round pick.
Andre
he could
Dillard?
play guard for a year. He could go out to left tackle. He can do it all. I'm expecting this man to wear sevens, wear it with pride, and rock it.
You would let him do that?
I don't have a choice, brother. I'm not on the team anymore.
How do you know that that's the number he'd get?
He wore 77 in college.
Really? Okay. Wow.
Way to do your due diligence.
He's locked in.
Why would I look up your?
Taylor's locked in on because Skoronski wore that in
I
college. You
understand.
say.
All right. Fair enough.
He's locked in.
All right. So we got Goodell. He's announcing it is in fact Peter Skoronski.
Let's go.
Northwestern. And frankly, I thought he was going to go 9th to the Bears coming into the night. He didn't. So not really a slide, but certainly a good pick for Tennessee at number 11, getting a guy who was projected top 10.
I just got a text from Dana White says my mic's not working correctly.
Dana White said that?
Yeah.
Dana, come on, baby.
Dana White, the legend.
Oh, here you go.
What did I say?
Bob Skoronski.
Played in Super Bowl I.
That's
mean, am
Peter
I
right
beating
there.
NFL Network or whatever the fuck ESPN to the punch?
Look how
what?
Look how boyish he was.
Look at
when he
him.
was
To get off
When he
my
was a
dick.
boy?
A young
Yeah.
lad.
This dude
6'4".
is a beast.
6'4",
they're listing him as a
313
guard.
pounds. And
Technician.
right now, we're going to throw it back to Nick Taraney, who is somewhere in this building.
Oh.
I just heard a flush. I think Will is done using the restroom. The question is, did he piss out of his little tiny minuscule cock, or was he pooping out of his ass? Will.
How we doing, brother?
What was that?
What was what?
What do you think? What were you doing in there?
Peeing.
I looked in and the stall door was closed and nobody was at the urinal.
That's because when I walked in, somebody was already at the urinal.
All right.
Your feet were facing me.
I needed to use it.
Feet were.
No, hang on.
Were you pissing sitting down?
No. You know I don't do that.
All right, back to you guys.
Hey guys, I'll be honest. There is piss all over the left stall in the bathroom floor. There is piss everywhere. Someone emptied their bladder solely on the floor.
I think it was David
Barstool
Blattman.
Sports, baby.
Yeah, it's Barstool Sports. That's just how we get it in.
All right.
Castellani's back on
So
the
we
mic.
got Castellani back as the Titans celebrate, picking Skoronski. Castellani is back, and the pick, Frank, the Lions pick is in. Frank, start over.
1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 1, 5, 4.
We're getting the red jacket passed back and forth from Luan back to Will Compton. And we'll go to Castellani again. Last time you wanted Jalen Carter. He's off the board. Now you're at 12. Have you made sense of this night?
Trying to. This wouldn't surprise me if this is where they go with a receiver.
This is where they got a receiver last year around the same area.
This would be the first receiver off the board, correct?
Yes.
If
they took a receiver.
If they took one, I think it'd be Jaxon Smith-Njigba. But
is that who you like?
That's who I like. I don't think that's who. I think they'll take Gonzalez.
All right.
Another corner.
Gonzalez, perhaps?
Yeah, but it wouldn't shock
Hey,
me.
man, how disappointing was Jeff Okudah's stint out there? It seemed like when they drafted him, he was the perfect prospect.
It felt that way. The coaching staff ruined him. Ruined his confidence year one, year two, tore his Achilles. He was never the same.
Oh.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about Matt Patricia up there? Do you have any harbored resentment towards him?
Me personally, I don't, but I think he's the most despised Detroit coach of all time, or manager.
Especially from the player's perspective.
Yeah.
Darius Slay hated him.
Yeah, it's surprising.
The boys in Detroit did not like him.
No, they did not.
Wayne Fonts. All right, we're finding out right now the Lions pick. It is Jahmyr Gibbs.
What?
Wow.
What?
Jahmyr Gibbs.
What?
Running back.
Running back at number 12.
Brandon,
Wow.
if I could talk your
Boy from
language.
Bama?
Why?
Wow.
What?
Why?
The second running back off the board at number 12. Jahmyr Gibbs not at the draft. Might not have looked like he.
The rise of the running back?
Tonight. What do you think, Castellani?
It's very surprising. I think Brad Holmes has a really good track record right now in the draft. I think this is probably the riskiest move he's made. So.
Hey, Jahmyr Gibbs he had 44 catches for Alabama last year.
Yeah.
So he lined up at a wide receiver like 26% of the time. You can use him in a lot of different ways.
They've done it well with Amon-Ra St. Brown. Maybe they want to try it with this kid.
This is Stephen Shea, a more modern running back, right? This is a guy that you're going to try to throw the ball to 80 to 100 times a year.
Yeah, I would be concerned with him about volume. So, like, when you look at the Detroit roster, obviously Jamal Williams is gone. But DeAndre Swift is a similar type of back, not super durable. Jahmyr Gibbs didn't have any injury problems in college, but he's a very similar player to DeAndre Swift. And they also have David Montgomery, so this is kind of a curious pick.
I got to ask you a question.
Yeah.
They entered this night with the number 6 pick of the draft, and they're leaving this night, at least the first time around, with a running back. That's pretty shocking, isn't it? I know they have another pick, correct?
What were
18.
What were the details of the trade back? Did they pick up an additional first?
I have no idea.
Yeah, this is a shocking.
They
Jahmyr
could have
Gibbs,
got him at 18.
They could have got him at 18,
Come on.
Castellani.
yeah.
Come on.
What the fuck are y'all doing?
I'm stunned. Yeah. Eek.
Is there a chance for a third running back to be taken in the first round?
There's nobody.
I don't think there's anybody else.
Charbonnet maybe from UCLA.
That would
You
be
like Charbonnet?
the most fun.
And yeah, unless there's some sleeper, it's like
Charbonnet could be on there.
Castellani, you will be back
I will be. Yep.
as long as they don't trade out again.
Yeah, we'll see.
But we're
Hey,
going to bring
the
in Hubs right
Lions
now
draft room is
for
fired
the
up.
Packers. I don't know where Hubs is.
don't know.
Well, the Packers
these
are now.
boys, like,
yeah.
there must be something.
The Packers.
You know what I mean?
Finally got rid of that cancer at quarterback.
Nope.
As he is now a New York Jet, and now you're launched into the future with your guy. Now you're at pick number 13. What are we thinking?
Tom, you know.
Every time I talk to you guys,
What?
bad things happen.
My fault.
Every
I
single
was
time.
nervous.
Jordan Love was the first thing. That wasn't supposed to happen. And
Right.
last year, we took 2 Georgia defenders who
Right.
ended up getting kicked out of the last game of the year.
Yeah, that was
fighting the
bad.
ref.
So why the fuck did you come here tonight?
I don't know. Well, it's not over Zoom, so it's maybe a little different environment here.
It wasn't Zoom last year, brother.
What was it?
Downstairs, remember?
It was Zoom for him, though.
I zoomed
Oh,
in.
fair
It was
enough.
Zoom for everyone else.
Let's draft a receiver or a tight end.
Smith-Njigba.
I would love to see.
Jahmyr Kincaid
But wouldn't it be ironic if they finally draft a receiver in the first round after getting rid of
Of course,
Aaron
you almost like have to do this.
Okay.
This, after all the years of not getting a receiver in the first round, I would love to see the Packers draft a receiver.
Please don't draft
By the
Will
way, I
Levis.
love your shirt.
Thank you.
It's a great shirt.
I love your podcast. Please don't draft Will Levis.
And what about the other? Which tight end do you like better? Kincaid, better pass catcher, or
He's the better pass catcher. Myers seems to be more all around.
Whoa, I got breaking news.
You don't like Mayer to be one?
I'll be ecstatic with anyone who's on a defender or a quarterback.
I like Kincaid better as a pass catcher. I'm with you. I think Kincaid's a little bit better.
I watch more Utah than Notre Dame. So,
Frank, you just declined a hot dog. What went wrong?
It's cold.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, no.
Somebody heat up the.
I have breaking news.
You have breaking news. Taylor Lewan, breaking news. Yes.
Rich Eisen, shout out, busting with the boys on NFL Network.
All right.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's
go, boys. Way to be, boys. That's massive.
That's big news.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So, you want a pass catcher?
please.
Okay. I can't do anything.
It's been so long.
And the pick is in, so they know who it is.
I would love it.
Please.
Rogers wanted it the entire time he was here. The minute he leaves, they go up and get a wide receiver.
Hey, bro, he was so good at Ohio State two years ago.
This is a good opportunity to talk about the receivers in this draft, the pass catchers in this draft. We haven't seen one get taken.
Sure.
Smith-Njigba, Jordan Addison.
Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers, on and on. Who are your favorite guys?
Quentin Johnston in that group, too. I think that's kind of the clear top four with the over 3.5 receivers bet that you guys took.
Unless you like Jalen Hyatt.
Sure.
Yeah, certainly. Speedster out of Tennessee, an option. I think it's, I don't want to say a safe bet, but I think it's likely that the four guys that we just mentioned go in the first round. Jalen Hyatt's certainly a wild card to be at fifth.
Well, do you think Quentin Johnston kind of hurt his stock with his national championship game he had?
Wasn't great.
He kind of sucked in the national championship game.
Everybody wearing a white and purple jersey sucked in that game.
That's true.
It wasn't his fault. They
That's
were playing
true.
a machine.
That's true, but like you look at him as a ex-receiver.
Yeah.
Is he going to be able to be a stud X against these number one cornerbacks?
He was terrific against a great Michigan defense in the playoffs.
That's true. There were some games where he looked really crafty. There were some games you pop on that full game tape.
Crafty is not a word you hear with receivers much.
But he was crafty though. With the big guy.
With certain receivers.
Yeah, certain receivers, sure.
Yeah.
You know, your gem rats.
Yeah, your first in, last out type of guy.
His physical profile.
Real coachable guys.
Yeah.
Right, but he was crafty for his big profile. I thought.
Is there much separation between the top four receivers?
Stephen Che?
I'm personally a Zay Flowers guy, which goes against my
Your
body
size?
beautiful type receivers.
Yeah, you like a big guy.
I like the big receivers. But Zay Flowers, a 5'9", kind of feisty guy, run after.
That's a separation guy. He got crazy separation.
Yes.
He was always wide open.
Yep. And with a subpar supporting cast at Boston College. So I'm a Zay Flowers guy. I understand the Jaxon Smith-Njigba love, but the guy played 3 games last year with a hamstring injury. Not my ideal first receiver off the board.
So there's the recap of the trade that got Aaron Rodgers to, in fact,
The Packers could do some crazy shit. I feel like the Packers are always like doing something off the wall, something that we do not expect at all.
But it feels like they're always the non-aggressive to a fault in these drafts. And I feel like that's kind of what they've been in past years. We'll see right now. Great.
I think they kind of have to pick it up now, though. Now that
they
keep moving around.
safety net, Aaron Rodgers.
Kids with talent.
Yes.
Hubs, do you believe in Jordan Love?
I do.
Do you really believe in Jordan Love?
Not really.
He looked good against the Eagles.
See,
though.
I knew. The second question was going to break him.
Maybe some O-line help or what? How are you guys?
Please draft a
Pass
receiver.
rusher, maybe.
Could be a pass rusher. Could be probably a punter. Could be anybody, really. Lukas Van Ness.
That's not a receiver.
Iowa Hawkeyes. And anytime you can draft an Iowa Hawkeye in the first round, you shouldn't do it.
He's got
around
and women with their own.
But who's that guy?
His nickname is Hercules, actually.
Really? Oh, he is swimming in women.
Boy's got the Riz, huh?
I can't tell
Well, that was a kiss, though.
What's everyone's relationship?
Which one was his girlfriend?
I think girlfriend climbed over mom right
The
there.
girlfriend was way out here. You think that was the mom?
Girlfriend might have been
Yes.
to the left.
I think girlfriend climbed over mom.
Oh, is that denim? No, that's a Jordan.
Yeah, that boy's got the sauce, man.
Che, is he good?
He's a good player.
They say he didn't start.
He didn't start.
But
0 career starts.
Okay,
Wait, what?
that seems problematic. Hub,
Zero career starts?
No.
I gotta let you go because who's up next?
Talking about.
So that's Lukas Van Ness.
he didn't start because they don't start upperclassmen. He had the most snaps of any
All
of
right.
their D-line.
For the first time tonight, we're going to Zoom, and for the first time tonight, we have the New England Patriots on the clock. And for that, we bring in 2 longtime participants of the show. It is UFC President Dana White is joining us, along with Barstool Sports part-timer Dave Portnoy, who is not here. He is apparently selling brick watches out of his car somewhere in Miami. But Dana White is here. Hello, Dana.
Yeah, Portnoy's too rich now. He doesn't even show up to work. He's out eating pizzas in Italy.
Doesn't give a shit anymore about us, but the Patriots are here. You're here. What are you feeling for the Patriots right now, Dana White?
I think that, obviously the AFC East is going to be one of the most competitive divisions in the NFL. You got Josh Allen and Buffalo. You're going to have Aaron Rodgers over at the Jets, and you're going to have to deal with that Miami offense. And, I think Belichick is going to I think he's going to dig up some guys that you never heard of, and you don't expect him to have. Go ahead. What's that? What?
Dana, I hate to do this to you, and I wouldn't do it if I could. The Patriots have traded the pick.
That was something I literally was just talking to somebody else that thought that he might do that too.
So the Steelers were at 17. The Steelers have traded up with the Patriots. I guess, I don't know if we want to hang you on here or whatever right now, but the Patriots, I believe, have traded the pick to the Steelers.
Jersey Jerry.
Jersey Jerry, you can walk on in right now. We have a Steelers idiot right here. Jersey Jerry, big night for you.
Yeah, Jersey Jerry.
They've traded up.
Yeah, they did. They did. I'm interested to see what they gave up, but there's only one option right now, and that's Gonzalez.
Christian Gonzalez out of Oregon.
Yeah.
Hey, we got the Paco Rabanne 1 million right here, Jerry, of course, in honor of Jerry Fragrance. But if you had to compare Christian Gonzalez to a Fragrance, who's he lining up with?
I would have to go with Baccarat 540.
Wow, Baccarat 540.
So that's high end.
Very high end.
Dana, you ever wore Baccarat 540?
No.
Yeah, me either, brother. Me either.
What's your cologne of choice? What kind of fragrances do you rock, Dana?
What kind of fragrances do I like? What the fuck are we talking about here? What are you guys asking?
That's wrong, man. I don't even know where.
We got Jerry Fragrance
what
on.
kind of smells you like, Dana?
You guys just traded your pick to the Steelers. He loves fragrances. The only thing he likes more is the Steelers. Yes. And I think he just might have fleeced you for a cornerback.
Well, you know what's funny? I thought that we were going to go after Lukas Van Ness. Sounds like he just went to Green Bay.
So he did go to Green Bay. Maybe that is what spurred the Patriots and Belichick to go ahead and make this trade, because they didn't get the guy that they wanted to get. So, in fact, now we're finding out that the Steelers are, in fact, on the clock. And Dave Portnoy, big time to all of us. What do you think about that, Dana?
Yeah, I think. Listen, the guy's fucking rich. He likes to let everybody know how rich he is. And he doesn't even have to fucking show up to work. He can do whatever he wants to do now.
Listen, I'm not in your finances or nothing, but I feel you're pretty rich, too, and your ass showed up here tonight.
Right? I don't even. What do I have to do with fucking football? This isn't even my company. I'm here. Portnoy doesn't show up.
I'm going to defend Dave. He probably got the tip that they traded the pick.
God damn.
Yeah, let's get pop his dick out of here.
There's always the kiss ass guy that works there. You know what I mean? It's got to kiss Dave's ass. All right.
Dana,
Dana,
a lot of people are talking about the hot streak that Taylor Lewan is on out in Vegas. Can you speak on that a little bit?
Fourth.
Yeah, no, listen, man. He's the guy's won $100,000 in cash. In 2 trips, he's doing really well.
He says you guys are going to write a book together.
I don't know about that, but we're going to try to keep the streak going.
Hey, Dana, is Mac Jones the guy?
I do. I like Mac Jones. I think, listen, when the fans in Boston are fucking brutal. You know, if you don't come out and act like Tom Brady the first season, they all start attacking you. Give Mac Jones a chance. Let him settle in. Let him get some more players around him. He needs an offensive line that can give him time to throw the ball. You know, we need some more defensive players. But, yeah. Oh, look who's coming to work.
Oh!
Look who's coming to work.
I assume Dave Portnoy's showing up.
Yeah. The guy's made so
fucking hockey game.
He doesn't even come to work anymore.
The Steelers
I was
pick
watching
on.
the end of the hockey
The
game.
Steelers pick on. Why are these guys on here?
We got Dana White and Dave Portnoy. I know the Steelers are picking,
I look like I'm in a horror movie.
What do you want me to do, Jerry? I can't tell them.
No respect here.
Yeah, at least get Jerry in the bottom right. Jerry's not even on your screen.
We got the Steelers pick right now.
The hockey game. I was watching the end of the hockey game.
Jerry, is it going to be O-line?
The Patriots have 1 draft pick a year, Dave. You couldn't show up for it?
I don't care what the Patriots do. The draft doesn't matter to me. I trust it. Belichick told me to kill my mother. It would help the team. I'd do it. Well, I don't know why you got Dana White on. He tried to recruit Brady to the Raiders.
He showed up on time, Dave.
Jerry,
What's he on this show for?
Who do we got
He's
here?
not a Patriot fan. He was calling Brady to get out of New England.
I like it.
What is he doing on this?
Chaos. It's chaos. No, Jerry.
I mean, what's the point of having a draft?
well, okay, Jerry. Okay, Jerry.
Talking to the mic. Talking to the
I
mic,
got you. I got you.
Celtics are playing. The Celtics are in an elimination.
Do you like the pick, Jerry?
I like the pick, yeah, but I don't know why we traded up.
I don't know. All right. You like the pick, offensive lineman.
I like the pick. I don't know why we traded up.
You got to get ahead of the Jets. Jets looking for offensive line help too. They pick next.
All right.
You could have got Christian Gonzalez.
Is everybody cool?
You don't seem satisfied with the pick, Jerry.
You're just mad because Dana White and Dave Portnoy won't shut the fuck up.
Thanks, Dana. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it.
I got a text saying we need you on the
No,
thing.
We never needed you on at any point.
All right, I'm out.
Go then.
Jerry, no, we want to talk about this. Jerry.
Hey, listen, the guy just made $300 million. Get some TV in front of the fucking camera and watch the game over here, watch the game over here, and do your fucking job.
All right, well, Dana White, you showed up, and I appreciate you for showing up, taking time out of your busy schedule. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
All right, that's Dana White. And I don't know what we're going to do when the Patriots come back around because now we don't have any fucking
We don't
Patriots.
have everybody. We just kicked off the Patriots guy. We kicked off our
we get
guest.
Jerry
We kicked
back to
off
the
Jerry.
stand?
Jerry, come back.
Now the Jets are on the clock.
God damn it.
Who cares? The world needs Jersey Jerry.
Nick, in the war room. Nick, if you can get Jerry. Nick, I want to throw it to you right now.
God damn it.
Oh my God, look how many hats he has.
Here we go. We got.
Anybody know his hat?
Jerry's back.
Get his hat. Somebody
Anybody
got to
know
get
his
his
hat?
I'm gonna get his hat.
You just want to talk to him tonight?
I'm just gonna message him.
What's that hat, Jerry? Tell us about the hat.
No brim, Steeler, no brim.
All right, Steeler, no brim.
Well, it had a brim.
No, it doesn't.
It did have a brim, but they had a malfunction with the brim.
It looks good.
Yeah, it's not.
Jerry, were you disappointed that
I don't
they
know.
went online?
I don't think the Jets would have drafted him. You think?
So the answer would be
Well,
yes.
obviously
Who would you like
somebody
to see
thought
them
that they
get?
would have.
I mean, I guess. I mean, they know more than me.
Hey, let's protect Kenny.
Of course. Listen, I love the pick. He's a bully. I thought they were going to get Gonzalez.
Well, they got Broderick Jones.
Maybe look at Joey Porter at 32. Does he fall that
I
far?
like that.
I would love to see.
I think a cornerback could fall that far. I don't know if it's Joey Porter. I mean, a good cornerback could fall that far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. I like the pick.
All right, Jerry, you're being summoned by somebody else. Oh, wait, it's Big Cat.
Jerry's going to write his DM to Broderick Jones right now.
Let's write it live. Find his hat. Get his hat. Who's got his hat?
Anybody got his hat?
We got to get his hat.
We got to get his hat. JJ's got to, out of respect, hit him up.
Broderick.
B-R-O.
Like Roderick with a B.
Rod or Ick.
Kind of.
Millionaire Mover.
Millionaire Mover.
That's
Go
a
pick
good
up Billy.
name.
What'd it be, Billy?
Thank you, Billy.
Very nice.
And right now, by the way, Jerry, you're taking up Billy's time, and he's not mad. He's
Millionaire Move? General Jones?
Not
Is
worried.
that him?
Yeah, that's him.
That's him. That's him.
All right.
Billy ate so
Give
much
him a
steak
message.
today.
Here's what he's saying.
All right.
What are you thinking, Jerry? What's the thought process? Read it. Home?
The Berg.
Welcome to the Berg.
Welcome to the Berg.
Okay. Did you put the
Big
H on
dog with a W and with a W.
I like that. I like that.
Emoji or no?
Lurs for life with a Y.
Lurs for life.
Oh, was there an apostrophe for Lurs?
No, that jumps off the page.
Heart. Are you going to say hit me up if you need anything? You should have hit me up
Well, let's get dinner.
if you need anything at all.
Let's get dinner and autographs.
What if he signs with the Ravens
And
after
Jerry,
5 years?
after you send it, then also send a selfie underneath it, just looking tough.
So he knows.
With the brimless hat. That's pretty.
Yeah.
Make sure you check in when you come to my city, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Jerry, selfie too.
I
Send him
think,
a selfie too.
I think that's dangerous because his name is Broderick. You're giving him a nickname like.
Oh shit.
He's gonna think you're calling him Bro because his name's Broderick.
Nah, how you know?
I don't think he. All right.
He'll know me after tonight.
All right.
That's Baccarat 540 right there.
Where is Billy Football was the question on my headset, and he is right here because he is a Jets fan, and the Jets are now on the clock. Frankly, we've had chaos over the last couple of picks, so I want you to bring a little normalcy to the show.
Don't worry.
Who do you think the Jets are about to pick?
We need an offensive lineman.
Well, they just took.
I know. Broderick, I wanted Skoronski, and Van Ness was also, we have thinness on the defensive line.
You want all the guys that just got picked.
I know. Those, like, my top list of those guys. So I'm a little bit in the dark. There's definitely an offensive lineman I'm thinking that they're going to take, but with getting Aaron Rodgers, everything else just cherry on the cake.
Does anybody have any idea what Billy just said?
Cherry cake. He's talking about cake that has cherry on it.
I've never actually seen cherry.
How long have you been a
I'm
Jets
going to be
fan?
honest. I meant to say, like, cherry on the sundae, but I said cherry on the cake.
Okay.
Icing on the cake, cherry on the
Do
sundae.
you think you might have stumbled onto something here?
Yeah,
Frank has had cake. No, Frank has
cake
had
with cherries.
cherry, so it's a thing.
How long have you been a
Need a
Jets
shot of
fan?
Frank.
It's my whole life.
Did you grow up there?
In New York?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're here now.
I'm from here.
Why don't you say
I got
Bear?
you. I'm just asking. I'm trying to get to know Billy a little bit more. Fuck.
Hey, Anton Harrison, DeJuan
Oklahoma?
Jones.
DeJuan Jones is the biggest person that's ever lived.
Maybe some of those guys to play O-line for the Jets.
Yes.
That's a 6'8" guy that we're talking about. DeJuan
374
Jones.
pounds.
Is he the biggest person to ever live?
I don't think he's the biggest one to ever live, but he's up there.
Wizard of New York. Check out all the new Aaron
Matthew
Rodgers
McGorry?
Jets gear on the Barstool store.
He was on Big Fish.
Definitely worth the investment.
What other needs do the Jets have? What could the Jets be looking at? Because Aaron Rodgers is now in the fold, and they added a lot of receivers to help him out already.
We have weapons for Aaron Rodgers. We need offensive linemen. We need guys in the box. We need guys who can play, guys who can stay healthy.
Let's think outside the box here. Quarterback right
We
here.
need guys who can stay healthy.
Will Levis. Make a statement.
Actually, that would be crazy
Look
if
at
we
that.
traded
They
Zach
look
Wilson.
delightful.
Was that Nolan?
Is that Nolan?
I think so, yeah.
Nolan Smith?
Is that a brick watch?
Must
be.
Nolan Smith.
Okay, so we're going with a line. If
playing spades right
We're looking at a linebacker right now.
Whole squad's wearing white.
All right.
Playing black.
So we find out very, very soon who the Jets have taken, and they are the
I'd say
requisite
spades
idiot
over blackjack
Jet fan.
probably would
Can
be.
I just say Kansas City looks like an awesome host to this event? I've never been to this event.
If it is
but-
Power and Light, if that's the district that it is in.
Is it Power and Light or Water and Light?
I think it's Power and Light.
Power and light.
Power and Light?
Right?
Have we seen Chief Saholic on the broadcast?
No,
Any signs?
I have.
Oh,
He's
Chief
in
Hollick
there.
hasn't been there. He's
He's
there?
in there. He's probably definitely hidden as another fan.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. They like their picks.
Oh, they're
clapping
happy.
it up. Who
They're
did they
happy.
get?
I'd be pretty pumped if they got Will Levis.
No,
also,
you wouldn't.
any
What?
Jets
How
draft
would you be
picks-
pumped if they got Will Levis? You just got Aaron Rodgers.
I know, but like you can get greedy.
Yeah,
Greedy with
Greedy.
what?
drafted
Hey, we got three quarterbacks.
Greedy's on the Eagles now.
Any Jets draft picks are invited to my backyard for a barbecue. If you want to
Kind
go.
of stealing Jerry's stick there.
The what flag?
The Ukrainian flag, I believe.
Some people just got to make stuff political.
The Ukrainians. Yeah, I
What
know.
if that person's from Ukraine?
They're always making stuff political. The Ukrainians.
Playing American football.
Okay, they're fired up there. Those Jets
All right.
fans are locked in.
All right. Oh, they got a Rodgers jersey already?
With,
And O'Neal.
An Elijah Moore jersey with Rodgers taped over it.
Oh,
So
wow.
O'Neal, the
Respect
running
that.
back from the
I think he's the basketball
O'Neal?
player from Iowa State. Afraid of
Who do we get?
flying.
Anything good?
Royce O'Neal.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's who we're
Should we go
talking
to
about.
Should we go to Frank for a joke?
Frank, you got a joke?
Frank, you got a joke, brother?
You know, when you're a Jet all the way. From your first INT to the last time you give the ball away.
You're a Dolphins fan, Frank.
Very nice.
You can always count on Frank.
Money in the bank.
It's the same thing.
It's so fucking funny.
All right.
Always has it.
You already played the pick us in music, correct?
Yes, I have.
Play it again.
Hey, they're that fired up. What do you think it could be? It's got to be, and it's got to be on the line somewhere.
I keep wondering where the pass catchers are. Like,
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson. They just signed Mecole
not for
Hardman.
the Jets. Not for the Jets. I'm talking about in this draft.
Oh, I understand.
The further we go, I keep wondering why they're not being taken.
It's not a hot wide receiver
not-
draft.
Well, it's not a hot, really anything draft.
Yeah.
It's not a great draft. Period.
Quarterback is pretty quarterback heavy.
It's quarterback heavy, but not good quarterback heavy.
Time will tell. Time will tell.
You guys could use some help rushing the passer.
Rushing the passer.
Yeah. So defensive line linebacker. That's where that Georgia guy they just had up. I think.
Nolan Smith.
Nolan Smith, he was nice. He get his hand in the ground, but he could also play a little coverage. He could leak out into the flat.
So far in your
Our defense
appearance,
is pretty hard.
you've thought they needed a offensive lineman, a defensive lineman, a linebacker, maybe a wide receiver. You
No wide receiver.
You said receiver at one point.
No. They got weapons.
And then you said quarterback at one point.
Well, just because you floated it, it might be fun.
I like to float things.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. We find out. The pick's been in for a long goddamn time.
I know.
What the fuck's going on?
Is it funny business? Are you guys smelling some funny business?
I think we might see a surprise here.
Surprise.
Yeah.
What would qualify as a surprise?
I don't think there can be much of a
Wide
surprise
receiver
with
would be
the
a
Jets.
surprise. Cornerback would be a surprise. Safety
Why is that?
That's Jeffrey Mayer, man.
Wide receiver because they're stocked at wide receiver.
We need a.
I mean, Garrett Wilson played with Jaxon Smith-Njigba.
I'm thinking you build
Trenches.
Yeah, I think you build trenches if you're the Jets.
Joe Douglas, he's a trench guy.
Yeah.
They're talking right now.
Yeah, it's cool.
Whenever you want to do it, you can do it.
Well, let's see who they pick first.
Let's see who they pick first. Roger Goodell's got a kid out there to prove he's not a monster. The kid likes to pick, or he just likes being out there.
I need to see that kid.
Kyle Stickles.
Make a wish.
Make a wish.
So crack your jokes, Brandon.
God bless you, Kyle Stickles.
Funny guy.
God bless you. Good green tie.
He's also invited to the barbecue.
How many people are invited to this barbecue?
Whoever will come.
Just Kyle Stickles in the pick?
and the whole draft class.
I don't think you know how to barbecue, to be honest.
Well, you know what? You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
All right. Kyle's
Buddy, too.
pick.
Let's go, Stickle.
Oh, I love that.
Come on, Stickles.
Come on, kid. Come on, kid. Get this pick.
Moment.
Stickles looks like he's owning this moment.
Good for him.
What do you think?
Love the
Deanne from
tie,
Georgia?
too.
Come on.
We know.
Give us a boss hog up front.
All right, here we go.
Take your time.
I'm not going to steal this kid's moment.
Right,
Yeah,
take
we
your time.
haven't waited.
Oh, he hasn't said it yet. He's working the mic. Good for him.
Yeah.
You got to own the moment when the moment comes.
Punk up there.
Because you never know when the moment's going to come again. You got to own
You
the
need
moment.
this pick to come.
Very
Going
eminent.
McAfee on your
Pick to
ass.
come.
E.
Oh, wow.
P. S. Jets.
Very nice.
I fucking love this kid.
It's going McAfee on their ass.
Here we go. The pick. Will McDonald.
Let's go.
Pass rusher.
Let's go.
Iowa State. Will McDonald IV. Billy, you're excited.
Dude, I'm pumped.
That's a good pick.
We need a linebacker, D-line, O-line.
But you coulda got him at 30.
We're off the table.
Stephen Shea, this is very early for him, right?
It is. I mean, he's a 239-pound edge rusher.
Where'd you have him on your list?
Overall
You can bring the
ranking,
pressure.
I had
He's gonna fit in
him
perfect.
He's like a Hassan Reddick.
46.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right. Bill,
So you had some edge guys
Casuals
ahead
will
of him.
hate this.
Oh, yeah.
Billy, thank you very
Casuals
much.
will hate this pick. I
Thank
love
you very much, Billy.
Why
I
is
appreciate
Thank
it.
you guys for having me.
But this is a production guy. This is a
why-
guy who
why
had
do
a
you
ton
think
of
this is-
production at Iowa State.
Yeah. I mean, he set the conference record for sacks in a career ahead of Von Miller, which is certainly nice. But
This is
yeah, I mean,
Big 12 now.
he's a smaller guy, and is that going to translate to the pros? Sub 240-pound edge rushers don't typically have a lot of success. Can he put weight on and sustain it?
This is 2 straight years where they've taken a defensive end who had a lot of production in his last college season. Is that production going to translate to the pros? I think that's what we're going to find out with the Jets.
All right, we have another big group here as the Commanders are now on the clock. Right here, looking at me, are Nate, PFT. We now have Taylor the One in a Commanders jersey, and on Zoom, that is Mark Roberge.
Hey, Mark.
Of OAR fame. Thank you, Mark, for joining us.
Thank you,
Mark.
Art of Gold.
I'll start with you, Mark. So you've joined every time that I've done this show. What are you looking for tonight for the Commanders? Is that the name of the team? Yeah.
Well, I've never been so ill prepared, so I was hoping Nate would say something, and then I could say something.
Okay, we're gonna start with Nate. Nate, what are you thinking?
Will Levis would be very fun. It's not going to happen, though. But we need corner, we need tight end, and you could always just go tackle because we have a 5th-round quarterback starting. So getting a tackle would always be a good thing, Mark.
What about a guy?
No good tackles right now. With the 16th overall pick, the Washington Commanders select a new owner, a new owner of the team, and that's all I care about.
What about a cornerback? Would a cornerback be good? Or maybe the kid from Mississippi State. He led the. Go ahead, Brandon.
Where?
Well, there's a corner named Emmanuel Forbes from Grenada High School in Grenada, Mississippi. He also played at Mississippi State University, the all-time leader in pick sixes in Division I history.
So you're telling me he's got a purely Mississippi education?
Education really isn't what we're talking about here today, PFT.
What's his Wonderlic score?
Education isn't what we're talking about. This guy is a ball player.
Showing Will Levis.
Give me Levis.
Will Levis got Miss Thing.
Levis was not on the phone.
They're showing
He was
Hendon
not on the
Hooker
phone.
I love Hendon Hooker. You know I love hookers.
So, Mark, Nate has talked.
Yes.
How you feeling now?
I'm feeling much better, much more informed. I think cornerback is something we need.
I like that.
Yes.
You know,
Cornerback,
all the
tight
offensive
end.
tackles have been taken. We'd love to protect the new quarterback, but I think right now on defense, a cornerback, somebody who can really add some excitement to the defense.
All right, Frank, have you played the Pick Is In music?
Yeah, he did.
I just want to see Frank again. I don't know if we've seen him yet in this latest outfit.
Hey, Mark, can you tell us anything about the Oceans Calling Festival that's coming up?
Well, as you know, Roan, your day on Saturday when Pup Punk is playing is sold out completely.
Wow.
All the way.
Wow, that's awesome. Congratulations, brother.
I can't wait for that. It's going to be a big party. We're going to have a whole lot of fun. I'm so thankful y'all are doing it. So appreciate that, man.
We're thankful to be there, PFT. The end of September, start of October,
30th.
September 30th.
Yeah. Now, a lot of people are saying that John Mayer sold that day out. That's not my information. My information tells me Pop Punk sold it out.
Yeah,
really hard
other
to know.
people's words. I think our boy Robbie, he broke the news that Pump Punk is kind of like the tipping point.
Yeah.
That was the tipping point.
You know what?
Pivot point, yeah.
There's rumors on the street for some special guests in this performance
Oh.
as well. I'm just going to tease that out there. So get your tickets. Actually, you can't get them. They're sold out. Sorry.
But it could be Emmanuel Forbes out there with us. I don't know. You really never know. How many picks did he have? 14 over his entire collegiate career. 6 pick sixes.
He owns the career record for pick sixes.
35 passes defense.
But he's only 166 pounds. That's a little bit light.
I saw him. I've seen him before. His ankles are they're that big around.
Tiny ankles. I don't like that. I don't like. Well, Mississippi State they must have won a lot of football games.
You know what? They actually have won. They won 9 games last year, which is pretty good for us, considering we're competing against Georgia and Alabama, and we were the poorest state in the Union, so we're doing pretty good.
You really threw that poor state in the Union thing out there on your own. That was a self-inflicted wound on your part.
Jahan Dotson was small, though. Jahan Dotson was a little bit on the small
Dotson.
side.
Good point. They play different positions, but yes.
Taylor, you're back in a Commanders jersey.
Yeah, this is Will Compton's Washington Commanders jersey. I have no education on the franchise other than my best friend played there.
I'd just like to point out that you've worn 3 Compton jerseys, and they've all 3 been wildly different sizes.
Yeah, Will fluctuates. He's like the Jonah Hill of NFL.
Sometimes I pack it on. You just never know.
This is probably the best. I mean, this was a good-looking Will Compton here.
Yeah, it's solid. He fills that thing well.
Yeah, he does.
Will, this was before you got the captaincy.
Yeah, that's year 1.
That's year 1.
Practice squad year.
This is the definition of grit and determination.
53 year 1?
Just 1 game. They get that's just the one I was given.
How many numbers you had in your career? Oh wow, Stephen Shea answered that right.
Yeah.
Ask me.
Okay. Or he's just giving me the white power sign. Either one.
Hey, Mark, I got to ask.
If we're counting preseason.
What are the Commanders going to do at quarterback? What do you think the future looks like for them at that position? Is it a find-out year for them, or do they have a plan there?
At quarterback?
Yeah.
Well, I think Sam Howell, we got to see what happens, keep him protected and see what he can do. See what happens type of year.
I love that. You guys agree? Is Sam Howell going to be the answer for them?
Sam Howell. It's good. It'd be even better if we were the Red Wolves and our quarterback was named Howell. That would have been pretty sweet. That would work. That's a ship that sailed already. Jacoby Brissett also, people forget, besides Jalen Hurts, he's the best sneak quarterback in the history of the NFL. Pretty good.
Is that true?
I said it.
Okay.
All right. How do you guys see Washington?
You ask everybody that, Brandon, when they say dumb shit on the show.
No, ask Taylor. I've been a dick all night.
Okay.
He has not been fun.
How do you guys see yourselves competing in a division this year?
Strongly.
All right.
Forbes! All right. Yes. I love Emmanuel Forbes. I think he's a great player.
What's cowbell?
From a great state. Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right.
Here we go. Baby.
Emmanuel Forbes carrying on the long line of great defensive players from Mississippi State to go into the NFL.
Love it.
What's that?
100.
Oh, Montez Sweat, Jeffrey Simmons, Chris Jones. The list goes on and on.
This does fit into Ron Rivera and Jack Del Rio's system, which is basically draft a good player from the state of Mississippi or Alabama. So this is our style. We're sticking to it. I like it.
Look at this stud right here.
Oh, look at that.
All right, Mark Roberts, listen. Okay, I'm sorry. Mark Roberts from OAR, thank you very much for being here. Commanders, guys, thank you very much.
We got our guy.
The Patriots are now on the clock very, very quickly, and the pick is already in.
Got our guy.
So I don't know if we're going to have Dana White. I'm almost certain
Yeah,
we're going to have
are we
Dana
getting
White.
the boys? Are we getting the boys back up?
I don't know if we're getting them back up. We might be. There's a pick 6 of Will Levis right there.
Is this?
I'm here.
Oh, Dave is here. Dave, I thought you didn't give a shit about the draft.
I'm trying to help the company. I'm trying to watch the Celtics. I'm trying to help you guys. Everyone's already saying that last segment was the best segment of the whole fucking draft, so I came back.
All right. Patriots are up now. Who's it going to be? You think it might be quarterback?
No, I'd love that Notre Dame tight end, but they'll probably draft an offensive lineman.
Yeah, it could be an offensive lineman. It could be anybody. You know, we still haven't seen very many pass catchers in this draft.
Is this a possibility where Mac Jones gets replaced?
Is pass catcher like code for wide receiver?
Wide receiver / tight end?
Yeah, all right.
Either one. We haven't seen one go off the board yet. I think that's fascinating.
Yeah, I like the tight end from Notre Dame. I like the tight end from Georgia. I'd like a tight end, but
is pass catcher code for Joey Camasta or no?
Do what?
God damn it, Shay.
He did.
What'd you say?
Was that like
that
a
was
gay
his
joke?
That was his attempt at. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We're having a great time here, Dave.
Dave, does it ever concern you the friction that seems to be going on between Mac Jones and the coaching staff?
What friction? I don't know what friction you're talking about.
It seems like they don't see eye to eye. There's always reports coming out.
Listen, Will. If I listen to what the media said about the Patriots, I'd have no Super Bowls and never win a playoff game. So
right.
I mean, the media says a lot of things.
Picks in, Dave.
Said we never win. Do we take a tight end?
Nope. You took a cornerback, Christian Gonzalez out of Oregon.
Projected top 10
They were
pick.
saying he was good. Yeah,
Shay's top corner on the board.
Yep.
Yeah, they were saying that he should have gone when they took that running back from Texas, right?
Bingo.
Oh, you cashed? Oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, Christian
Dan
Gonzalez.
over there? Is Dan in the corner?
Yeah, Dan's talking shit.
Dan, did you see the end of the first half and the Celtics? That 3-ball? Fucking, I missed the first half Celtics.
What was the line?
It's up -3.5.
No, I was saying Christian Gonzalez, I bet him to be drafted under 8.5. So cash that. What did he just go?
17.
Fuck. So
17.
close.
Just
God
missed
damn
it.
it.
Not
close.
Not quite.
Good pick for the Patriots. I get. Listen. I know I'm looking at this board here. Well, I mean, Roan, you got the Sixers. I got playoff stuff I got to attend to. I know the draft is cute. I gotta go root home the Celtics, and then we got the Sixers next, and then maybe the Knicks, and then the Bruins tomorrow. So I got a lot of real life things going on. The draft is for pretend teams.
All right. Well, thank you. That's Dave Portnoy, who pretended to work for a little bit. So we've got Christian Gonzalez to the Patriots. We've been waiting on Christian Gonzalez to go. Now he's gone.
This is a great pick. I mean, Bill Belichick has shown a propensity for developing guys in the secondary. This is a guy who's got incredible tools. Christian Gonzalez was my top corner on the board for the Patriots to trade down and get him at 17. Great pick.
Dan's back.
Breaking news. Ronan Che, Jeff D. fact-checked the geography question against the Honkers. We got it right. We won the match.
Oh.
We now face the baddies or the experts.
Some dozen trivia
next
news.
week.
Wow.
We got it right, bitch.
Wow. Has that ever?
was the Las Vegas one I knew I got right.
Has that ever happened?
Atlanta, I don't know. Either way, I got it right. We got it right.
He has never retroactively awarded a win, though.
We got it right.
What are you talking about? Against you guys, they took our win away from us.
Wait, we're number one?
Yeah. That wasn't retroactive. We did it in the same fell swoop. Wait.
You've got to assume that.
I'm almost certain that he's just saying they got it right. And
No,
Jeff D. Lowe
it's Exodus.
Jeff D. Lowe said you guys won? Doesn't matter. We're going to beat everybody anyway. All right. Next fact, the first Christian duck on a football field since Tebow's last pass. Fair enough.
That's a fun.
We haven't talked to Nick in a while.
We haven't.
I wonder where Nick is.
Also, you've got to assume that Christian Gonzalez is pissed off sliding down.
Yes, absolutely. Cost him millions of dollars.
But if you do
he's in a
slide,
great spot.
let's say you do slide right. If you
For
do
sure.
slide, you land at a place that has their shit together like the
Hey,
Patriots.
but do they anymore?
I think
That's a fair assessment.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
are the Patriots the same Patriots?
I think they still have the reputation.
Mean mugging me. I see people grilling me over here, but are the Patriots the Patriots still?
I think they still have the reputation, though, right?
I mean, they got a reputation. They got, all the bells and whistles that Belichick brings, but it's not like they've been winning the division recently.
I don't think that it's a guaranteed awesome landing spot because you used to go to the Patriots and you knew you were going to bust your ass, get coached really hard, but the results were going to come with it. Are the results still going to come with it?
I gotta step forward one pick real quick because we're at, I believe, 18 right now. The Lions. You didn't think Will Levis was going to be available at 19.
Yeah.
And he might be.
He might be.
And you said you might like the Bucs to get a quarterback, but you didn't think any of the four were going to slide.
Yeah.
You're getting a goofy ass smile on your face.
I texted my people. I said, I don't ask for much. Make it happen. Will Levis to the Bucs. I hope it happens. I don't know. I don't know if it will.
I don't ask for much.
But make this happen.
I actually asked for it.
First round quarterback.
He's on the board on the field before.
Yeah.
I don't ask for much.
I asked for a lot.
Because I detected your mood switching about 2 picks ago when you started to realize what was happening.
That's when I sent the text. Yeah.
All right, so
we'll see. I like Will Levis way more than you guys. He's my quarterback too.
Quarterback too.
Yes.
And the Bucs are coming up with Kyle Trask currently a quarterback.
And Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
Why do you like Levis so much?
I just think he had a bad year for sure, no doubt about it.
He had 2 bad years.
He was good 2 years ago.
He had 8 SEC games. He threw for over 200 yards once. He played in 16 SEC games, threw for over 250 yards once.
The guy can move. The guy's got a cannon for him. The one concern I have is he does hold on to the ball a little bit too long.
The pick is in for the Lions if you want to
Pick
hit
is
that.
in for the Lions.
Has the Lion always had the hot dog on it, Frank, or did you add that?
Just for the second pick, I added the hot dog.
Okay, you added the hot dog.
A little bit of flair.
The Lion's head has come out like 3 times already.
Yeah, we've seen Castellani. He's pretty much a permanent member of the panel.
I think Castellani left, though.
Yeah, he really might have. But at this point, I think you got to go receiver. We talked about him at 6. We talked about him at 12. We talked about him at 18.
Sure.
I think you got to go ahead and grab Jaxon Smith-Njigba.
Yeah.
Because, I mean,
still no receivers off the board.
I was
No receivers
momentarily
off the
distracted there. I was looking at the summary of the Devils-Rangers, in which the Devils won 4-0. Now, if they win on Saturday, they'll be moving on to the second round.
All right, Frank. Let's go, Frank. Congratulations to the Devils. Down 2-0 in the series. They've won 3 in a row.
It seems like Chris is going to be in the war room with Nick.
Oh, is he? Is that what we got? Do we have Nick Duranian available in the war room?
Yeah, it is what I'm reading.
Oh.
Yeah, we got Nick.
Hey, motherfuckers.
Hey, motherfucker.
This war room's going absolutely fucking nutty. I'm here with Chris Castellani for the 97th time tonight. Chris, the Lions pick is in.
Don't get a fucking quarterback.
Don't get a fucking quarterback. We will see what it is, and if it is, what are we going to do?
It's going to make for good content.
Going to make for good content. Wait. What do you think? Woo! Back to you boys.
He's drunk.
You think he
Sass, Lil Sass is drunk?
Lil Sass is a little bit drunk. You can tell if he's making onomatopoeias into the mic. If he's making onomatopoeias, you know he's bombed right now. But Levis is the one who slipped the most.
Mel's best available.
For the most part, this draft has been, I don't want to say chalky, but the people who were considered to be the top prospects have gone at the top of the draft outside of Levis.
Well, I think that first 10 was a little crazy with the trades and everything, but
Yes.
it seems like it's settled down over the last 6 or 7 picks.
I think it was crazy because people were going for the consensus players at the top, and everybody had come to the same consensus. These were the players we wanted. Now that Gonzalez is off the board, Levis is the biggest free fall.
This Monday, this Tuesday, one Reddit post sparked bets and ideas that Will Levis could go first.
Overall.
Overall. There were words that he could go first overall, and now he's pissed in the green room. He is officially pissed. That guy is not happy right now.
That was a fake smile right there.
Will Levis came into the office in December.
I dapped him up, me and
I
him were
think,
boys.
yes. This was before Tom Brady retired, and he told me his ideal landing spot would be Tampa
See,
Bay.
there he goes. Didn't I tell you? You can tell.
Yeah,
He's already signed him.
Because you have this connection with him already. It feels like you want this shorthand, this rapport. I don't mind it. I like it. It would be exciting for him to be.
He's
the
got a
guy.
lot of tools, and we have a need at quarterback. We have other needs: offensive tackle, left
He's
tackle.
got an arm, bro. He snaps that thing.
If he gets drafted, by the Bucs, are you texting him tonight, or are you waiting until tomorrow?
It's a good question.
I know.
Where do you guys?
Yeah, but he's going to get it from you. He's going to ask you. He's definitely going to ask you.
I have a direct line to him.
Where do you guys think you rank so far in the NFC South?
Right now?
Got to be last.
No.
3 or 4, right?
Second.
That's a terrible division.
1, 2. Yeah, I mean, the division's bad.
Panthers suck. Falcons suck. Saints suck.
Yeah.
And
we're very close. Let's see what happens this weekend in the next
Panthers
couple
have a
days.
good roster. Outside of quarterback, well, they just
They have
got
the number
Bryce, I
one.
guess. Yeah, I mean, time will
I guess they
tell.
had number 9 pick before they traded up, but.
Because a lot of people in the offseason would say they had a full roster. All they needed was their quarterback.
Sure. All right, Goodell is at the podium as we find out who the Lions have selected to open up the door for perhaps Will Levis to the Bucs. We'll see. So Roger Goodell, the pick is in for the Lions. Seems like they've been on the clock a lot tonight. They have picked Jack. Oh my gosh.
A linebacker from, oh my God.
Is he in your first round?
What do we got here?
This is a bad pick.
This
Let's
is a
call
questionable
spade a
pick,
spade.
right?
That's 2 bad picks for the Lions.
Jack Campbell, linebacker, Iowa.
Who took the other Iowa?
Grit and spit.
Could have got Will Compton for cheap.
Grit.
Who took the other Iowa
Grit
guy?
and spit.
Was it the Packers? Packers took him, right?
Buckus Award winner, nation's top linebacker.
But they took Gibbs earlier. That's a reach, and this is a reach. You could get this guy in the second round.
Oh, yeah, you're right. The Lions took Gibbs.
You could
This
get
is
this.
crazy.
You could get Jack Campbell in the second round. This is a bad linebacker draft. Who do you like? Trenton Simpson?
It's almost like the Lions are a bad franchise.
I actually really like Jack Campbell. He didn't time well. He ran a 4.65, which is not ideal for today's linebacker, but he's smart.
He's 6'5", 250 running at 4.65.
That's true. That's a nice. That's a nice.
It's a hard. It's a harder.
Who are we looking at? Chad Greenway? What kind of Iowa linebacker do we have here?
Yeah, I mean Chad Greenway is actually a decent comp. Chad Greenway is a bit faster. He's an academic Heisman, smart guy. He's been training with Luke Kuechly. Good instincts. So while he's not the fastest time speed, he doesn't have a lot of missteps in his game. I don't hate this pick, even though it is a bit early.
Shay, you hear that music?
I don't think it's going to be Will Levis.
You don't think it's Will Levis? We must see Frank again, please.
I feel like it would be Will Levis.
Linebacker to go off the board.
Oh, really? Yeah, I can see that.
Wipe well, Iowa. You
Hey,
gotta
Brandon.
respect it. Homegrown.
Hey, Brandon, you know Thanksgiving's for 3 things: food, family and remembering the Detroit Lions actually exist.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Yes, it is.
That's
Frank.
perfect.
All right.
Absolutely.
What?
Will Levis to the Bucks?
All right.
Not buying it yet.
I ain't bought it for a second, BC.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I literally just said that. Not.
You go what?
Bro, Taylor, throw me a
Are we sure that's not true, though?
Throw me
You
a hot
heard him.
dog, bro.
I would have gone word.
Throw me one of those cold ones.
Well, these boys right here.
Hey, Dan, he goes, I would have gotten word.
All right, Ron just got to.
There's a lot of position of need on the board.
Jay, I've been told to toss it to the war room where Nick Taraney has something going on. Go ahead, Nick.
Oh, what's up, boys?
We've decided to toss it to you for some reason. Were you not expecting that?
Not a clue. Didn't have an idea I was about to get a slice of pizza, but I love you boys.
All right, good to see you. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
All right.
I got word on the pick.
You got word on the pick, and it is not Will Levis. I can tell by your hands.
It is not Will Levis. We got, hopefully, an Aaron Donald clone, Calijah Kancey, defensive tackle out of Pitt.
Now, this is a guy that got top 10 buzz for most of a lot of this process, right?
A little bit, yes. He's an interesting guy. Tore it up in the 40. I think you're in a 4.67. Defensive tackle. He's a shorter guy, smaller guy, 281 pounds, about 6 feet, 6'1". But he's a freak athlete. Disruptor. Numbers-wise, if you look at size, testing, where he went to school, he is Aaron Donald. Is he that on the field? I don't think he's quite as polished.
What do you think about the name Calijah?
It's beautiful. Beautiful name, Calijah Kancey.
I think I appreciate how much optimism you're trying to find in this pick. And
He's trying to find it. He wanted Will Levis.
You don't
so
even
bad.
have him as your number.
No, you put him next to.
Yeah, that's true. He's my number 3. Yep.
Vita Vea. That's a nice pairing on the inside because one's going to eat up a lot of space.
Yeah.
The other guy's got some speed.
On your top 50, you had, and you're picking 19 right now. On your top 50, you had Calijah Kancey 31st.
Yes, correct.
That's 12 spots in the wrong way for the Bucks right here.
Yep. I mean, ACC Defensive Player of the Year.
Levis, Smith-Njigba, Porter.
Outside of Will Levis, like who would you have liked to see him get?
The pick is in fact in. I think Frank. Oh, it is Calijah Kancey.
Florida boy.
He's
like
getting
that.
excited. Calijah Kancey in Fort Lauderdale.
It's so much to ask for him to be Aaron Donald.
Put the lipstick on this pig, Jay.
No, I mean, he's an absolutely a disruptor. He's a very intriguing prospect just because of what we've seen from arguably the greatest defensive player of all time.
That was disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, he's a
Look
very
at that Aaron Donald clone.
Yeah, he's got shorter arms than Donald, but testing numbers and measurables, he's as similar as you can get for a defensive tackle. 14.5 sacks in the last 2 years from the defensive tackle position is not an easy thing to do.
Disruptive. This dude is disruptive.
Absolutely.
I have to ask a question, not Bucks related right now. Is there a possibility Will Levis does not get picked in the first round?
I would be shocked. I would look at Minnesota. Did Minnesota trade up? No, right? Minnesota's at 20.
As of right now, Minnesota has not traded up.
Minnesota's at 23. I believe it's their offensive coordinator who has experience with Levis coaching. That would be a spot I have earmarked. Kirk Cousins essentially has 1 year left of guaranteed money. That would be a spot.
And that's a fair point.
That would be a spot where I'd look for Levis. Seattle, again, hasn't ruled out not taking a quarterback. I don't know that.
Levis makes it to 30. Someone else can jump up there and get
the fifth-year
Well, I
option,
doubt the Seahawks also felt like he would be here at 20, too. So they're probably having a different conversation right now that they would have had earlier. So the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock. Let me just lay out the next couple of picks. You got Seahawks, then followed by the Chargers, followed by the Ravens. This is, granted, none of these teams trade up. The Vikings are at 23, the Jags at 24.
And the Ravens just signed Lamar, so
That's
quarterback off the
The Giants are coming up, the Cowboys are coming up, the Bills are coming up, the Bengals, the Saints, the Eagles again.
You know what's weird to me? This is a league that is dominated by wide receivers.
Yes.
Yeah.
A league where receivers are at a premium, and none of these teams want to jump up and get a receiver. Do these guys all suck? That can't be the case. Jordan Addison cannot have sucked at Pitt and at USC. Jaxon Smith-Njigba cannot have sucked and had more yards than Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson.
Yep.
There's no way that Zay Flowers sucked and was putting up the numbers that he was putting up. Why is there an undervaluing of receivers going
Quentin
on?
Johnston helped the team get to a national championship game.
Almost on his damn back.
TCU, he made Max Duggan a Heisman contender almost by himself, And these guys, I don't know when the last draft is, or we got to pick 20 before we had a wide receiver taken, but I bet it hasn't been one recently.
It's a fair point, but also economics 101. I feel like the supply is high in the league with receivers.
Okay.
Good one. I like that.
I like that.
I like that. It was a
Find
good
a
one.
guy in the second round.
Yeah, I think you can find a guy. Like I said, I think there's a plethora of big play receivers in the league right now that people don't feel like a big need is there.
There's been some positional economics right now.
Just some econ 101.
But then why are running backs going at such a premium?
You've had two running backs
If we're
taken.
talking positional
That is a
economics.
good counter.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think who was the second one that came off the
Jahmyr Gibbs
from Bama?
Yeah.
I think it almost helps validate the Bijan Robinson pick a little bit more.
That makes sense. They were the only guys that Shea had in his top little.
Okay. So I've been
fleet of
told
names.
by the producer, Taylor's been very quiet. Check in on him. How you doing, Taylor?
I'm doing great, boys. I'm having a good time. Helped Frank put his wings on.
Yep.
I got my wings.
I'm just really here to do whatever I can to help.
I think I put them on backwards.
You did put them on backwards. You want to put them on?
They look good, Frank.
Well, I do. You got wings on.
How'd you earn them, Frank?
I don't know, but
What are you
for the
talking about? He's
Seahawks.
an angel. He did whatever he did.
Frank's
He
got an
needed to do.
angel.
Look at you, buddy.
Like that
Fucking
Danny
doing
Glover.
it.
Is that a minor league baseball hat, Frank?
This is actually a podcast I went on, Gourmet Comedy.
Oh, gourmet comedy. Sounds good.
Shout out the boys.
Speaking of podcasts, shout out to Bussin' with the Boys. Remarkably successful podcast here. Shout out to the Pat Bev podcast.
We just hit 100,000
Just passed
subscribers.
100,000. I'm just giving shout outs right now.
That was huge for us.
Shout out to the Recrotchables, a sports movie podcast with Brandon Walker and Chris Clemmer.
Two Nuts Talking Ball. Thank
Two
you
Nuts
very much.
Talking Ball.
Shout out to wrestling. You pieces of shit at Barstool can suck my dick. Okay.
Shout out to the New Jersey Devils beating the Rangers 4-0.
Yes.
Let's go. Positive day for Frank.
Shout out to the War Room did quiet down in there. I don't know who
Yeah.
told him to do that. How about the Mets
You're the boy
tonight,
getting
Frank?
sick.
Okay.
I think that outside of Will Levis, I think that Nolan Smith is a guy who's sliding maybe a little bit. I think that it was a little bit rich for some people's blood to take him in the top 10 because his production wasn't great, but there was also a lot of dogs on that Georgia team.
I'm just going to read the list of top 50 guys for Stephen Shea that have not been picked yet.
Okay.
He had Dalton Kincaid is his number 5 prospect out of Utah.
Yep.
You've got, Will Levis has not been chosen. He's number 10. Zay Flowers, number 7 on his list, has not been chosen. Jaxon Smith-Njigba is his number 13 prospect. Miles Murphy is number 14 prospect.
I should point out, this is a top 50 list of where I have them set, not necessarily where I think they're going to go. That was a mock draft.
These are your top 50 players.
Correct.
You have judged these players and ranked them accordingly.
Yes.
But and this is fair, that you think some of these guys are better than these teams think they are.
Yes.
Joey Porter Jr., you had 16. He's still on the board.
Yep.
Drew Sanders from Arkansas.
Yep. Bryan Bresee. It's been 3 years he's been in college football.
Everyone says it different, even the Clemson people.
I think Bryan Bresee says it differently every time.
Yeah, and Bresee, but
and Brees. All of them.
But there was a time when him and Miles Murphy were both supposed to be top 10 picks.
Mega 5 stars coming in together, and you would have thought they were going to be.
And there was no drop off in production throughout their career. They were a big part of why they were so good.
Ooh.
Just real quick. Yeah,
not looking very happy.
Yeah, he's not looking. He's looking very Bo Callahan-ish tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, this is.
I think he's looking the best he can.
Is
At the end of the day, you're sitting there, you're waiting to get drafted, you're in the green room.
Is this
guys are sliding, guys are getting picked ahead of you. You got to keep your composure.
What do you legitimately think he's looking at? Is he texting? Is
Twitter.
he playing a game?
Probably Twitter.
Twitter. I wouldn't.
Is this the biggest quarterback slide since Aaron Rodgers? I mean, he was
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson was big, right?
Lamar Jackson got picked in the first round. Lamar Jackson he wasn't a projected top 10.
Yeah. I think he could in some ways.
There was steam with Levis going number 2 overall a couple days ago.
Yeah.
But that's a couple.
I think
days.
yesterday.
Number 1 overall.
Everyone was getting caught up in some hoopla.
That was like kind of a bozo.
It was lying season. People were lying to us.
You don't trust Reddit?
You start to overthink a little bit the farther you get removed from the season.
Shout out my boys.
Say, I wonder what the Seahawks are going to do right here. I think that I could see them trying to go with a nickel or safety.
Yep.
Maybe Brian Branch out of Alabama. I want to
Ooh.
sprinkle his name
Talk
into that situation.
How about a hard hitter?
I mean, he's a hard hitter, and are we going back to Legion of Boom? I don't know if that's the case.
I think the Seahawks should be legally required to always be the Legion of Boom.
Well, they just drafted a cornerback. They got a pretty good one last year. If they keep on adding to their secondary, it could be dangerous.
We need a Seahawks fan at Barstool also. Yes.
Shout out Marina. The clock is saying pick 22 is on the clock. We don't even have pick 20 yet.
Oh, I don't know, Stephen Shea. I don't be watching this stuff.
That means that
Where are you seeing pick 22 at?
On the board in the in the actual draft.
Chargers must have rushed it in then. That means they're taking a receiver probably. If they still had Smith-Njigba right there, if they can add him to their receiving core after the injuries they had at receiver last year, I feel like that'd be a great pickup.
I've been told that's not what that said, and you can't read. That's what I've been told in my ear. Listen, I'm not the one making fun of you for not being able to read. I'm from Mississippi. I can't point that, but somebody in my ear did say that about you.
That's too bad.
Okay. It is a shame.
That's rude.
Plus, top 50 shot to hell.
It really is.
He could have had Will Levis.
It really is.
Round 1, pick 22.
Imagine everything he could have done with
Does
Will
that not
Levis.
say pick 22?
I don't know what it says, man.
So it looks like it's going to be.
I think it's interesting that you had Bryce Young 21 overall.
I'm not a big Bryce Young fan.
Just because of his size alone?
But that's weird, Steven, because
he's tiny.
But you like Zay Flowers.
He's tinier than Tua.
But you like Zay Flowers.
A different position, but yes.
They just have the number wrong because they do have Chargers on the clock on that board. It says Chargers 22. I think they just have the number wrong in that building.
But I can read.
You have to talk to the person on the headset, man. I don't do that.
Put it down, Frank.
Frank, is that straight vodka? Oh my God.
Gosh.
Absolute lush.
Yes.
Okay. You got it. I'm on the C4, so I really can't talk about
Best drink.
Congratulations.
Can right here.
Congratulations to Brandon on his promotion. You're now back to being able to do beverage reads.
Yes, thank you very much, Stephen
Huge
Shea.
for you.
It is fantastic. You can find the C4, by the way, this yellow can at c4energy.com, Amazon, or retailers nationwide. I love C4.
I'll tell you what, we talked about some of these props that we had, and a couple of us had over 3.5 receivers. That does not look good.
No, but I think when it happens, it could be a run.
Yeah, it could be a run, and I think that the way that if the Chargers really rush it in, maybe that's a move. I don't know. Who are some guys that you've seen taken so far that you didn't expect to be taken this high at all?
Well, Jahmyr Gibbs has to be the answer, right?
Jahmyr Gibbs, Will McDonald IV, Jack Campbell.
Bijan going at 8.
Bijan was high. That was really the start of where he could go. Yeah,
Couldn't tell.
The fact that two of those people you just mentioned were drafted by the Lions shows that they didn't get great value in this draft. Those players might wind up being studs, but they didn't get good positional value as opposed to what the rest of the market thought.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Old Frank the Tank.
Frank the Tank. There's nobody like Frank
Now
the
we got
Tank.
receivers starting to go.
Here we go. Jaxon Smith-Njigba is off the board. The receivers have finally been taken. That's actually a team that's very interesting for him. The Seahawks, they got DK Metcalf on one side. Now you got Jaxon Smith-Njigba.
I like it.
Is Jaxon Smith-Njigba, he's an outside guy, right?
No, he's a slot.
He is a slot. Okay. Feel like he's good enough to do whatever he wants because he did not play last year. The last time we saw him really on the field was when he just tore the Rose Bowl up, 300 and some odd yards.
Multiple touchdowns.
Dominated on his own. When he finally got a chance to shine on his own, out of the wings of Olave and the other guy, he is a remarkable talent. I wish we'd have seen him this year, but Stephen Shea, you like this guy a lot?
He's not my favorite receiver in the class, but I do think that he is an absolute playmaker. The Seahawks, again, very interesting with how they're trying to build with being a more running football team, and now they have so many weapons at receiver. You got to like the move as far as a scoring points aspect, but I feel like they had some bigger needs.
Dude, this guy's going to have like 100 catches within his first 3 years.
This guy's a fucking stud, man.
He's a stud.
This guy can
fantasy
fucking play.
player.
Fantasy player.
Yes.
People are going to eat it up with him. Did you see how the other two receivers who were on his same team produced last year?
Yeah.
Wilson and Olave both produced.
Look at these
like
catches,
crazy.
man.
And he just gets open, has great hands, and can gritty like a bastard.
Can gritty
As
like
long
a
as
bastard.
he stays healthy.
Yeah, that's a great point. He has to stay
Soft-ish
healthy.
guys, you always got to wonder in the skill position, are they built like a track runner?
You got to worry with the new version of the gritty with guys pulling their hamstrings or pretending to. Could cause some heart attacks up in the Pacific Northwest.
I am told we have got Nick Turaney in the war room as he looks forward to our next pick with the Los Angeles Chargers. I'll also welcome Kinjack to the podium, but first we go to Nick in the war room.
Ohio State again.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're going with Ohio State again. Big F's fat ass is back.
Watching all my kids just come across the board, make their dreams come true. Millionaires. I watched them come in as young kids, work their ass off 3-4 years. Now here they are, walking across the podium, shaking Hitler's hand, but still, it's a great day all in all. God bless OH.
You guys would love it in this fucking war room. It's gone absolutely bananas. But back to you guys at the desk.
Rico looks happy in there. All right.
He's going through it in there for sure.
Kinjack.
Welcome, brothers.
Why do you look so Russian tonight?
It's the hat. It's the brimless hat.
Is it?
Jerry
looks
convinced
Russian as fuck, doesn't he?
He looks
He
like
came into the
Zangief.
room.
He
Jerry,
looks like Zangief.
Jerry came in and he's like, "Who wants to go brimless?" And I was like, "I'll go brimless right now. I'll try."
You
it
just
out."
tore up a hat because Jerry told you to tear up a
Yeah,
hat.
he's very convincing.
All right. You're a Chargers fan against all odds.
Yeah, we need speed really badly, and I think every single fast guy basically on offense is still on the board. Every skill position guy is still
Yep.
on the board, other than running backs, which I don't think we need yet because Eckler's
Well,
probably going to play.
So receiver, perhaps?
Yeah, definitely receiver. I mean, if
Zay Flowers.
he doesn't really fit the prototype of what they usually do. They don't like.
Could I
short
interest
guys.
you in Quentin Johnston?
Could interest me a lot in Jalen Hyatt, but it's too high for him, so I don't know where they.
I don't think that rule applies. We just saw Jahmyr Gibbs go 12 earlier.
Yeah.
I think you can pick whoever you want.
Or Dalton Kincaid. They need a tight end pretty bad.
You said speed, though.
Well,
But
yeah,
as a tight end, he's pretty fast. He's a
Pretty
very
fast for
athletic
tight
tight
end.
end.
Guess I was thinking straight line,
Could use him as an extra lineman too.
That's on me.
Has anyone told Frank the Mets score yet?
No.
Okay,
we're-
good.
He's
Keep
focused
that
on the
off.
Nets tonight,
Okay, that
and we've
makes
had a
sense.
happy Frank, so you can kindly
The Nets
shut
are
the fuck up.
Oh my God, the Devils are doing great, Frank. You have no
Oh,
idea.
the Devils. Excuse me, the Devils.
Frank, what's the Mets score?
Frank, we've talked about this.
Frank's asleep.
Positivity is key. If we go 500 tonight, baby, it's a win. That's all about being a fan.
You'd rather
You're
win the
fine.
playoff game anyway.
You're fine.
Yeah,
Don't let him get
I'd rather win the playoff
Don't let him
game.
do it.
Playoff
Don't let him
game.
do it to you, buddy.
He's dialed in.
We're stronger
holding
together.
himself
What's going on with
Stronger together.
Austin Eckler?
So basically, where he's at is he wants to get traded, but he also wants an extension. And surprise, no one wants to pay for a running back long-term deal when you're 28. Just doesn't really work. So he's probably going to play out the last year here and then go to another team, then free agency next year.
I got to ask. Oh, go ahead, Compton.
I was going to say, is he in OTAs right now?
He's not. I don't think no.
Go ahead, B-Will.
The pick is in, but first, I got to ask, how many of you fucking idiots back there have torn the brim off your hat?
3.
Who's the third?
Eddie.
Makes sense. Okay. So here we go. There's the Ohio State wide receivers drafted in the first round over the last.
Jamison Williams.
And I just realized I'm
generous.
pointing out an ESPN graphic, and we're actually doing a Barstool show, so I shouldn't tell you there it is because it's not on our screen. That's
Professional.
very dumb. Hey, I figured it out halfway
Wild
through.
shots at Ohio State right there.
Yeah, that was very interesting.
I didn't take a shot at Ohio State.
No. I'm just talking about that graphic, how they've been, bust in the first round.
Let me check the Mets score.
Well, Ken Jack, we find out very soon if it's a wide receiver or not. Right now, we're figuring it out. The pick is, in fact, in. Frank, this is one of my favorites right here, the Chargers guy.
Boltman.
Boltman. Okay, Boltman. Fine.
He followed him to Los Angeles. I think
Nah,
he followed
he
him.
tried it. He took him to court. He was in the courthouse trying to keep him in San Diego.
So who's Boltman a fan of now?
Nobody. He
lost
sold
Boltman?
he sold the costume.
Lightning.
He gave up.
I'm empty.
He's a Tampa Bay fan?
What, hockey?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
could be.
Oh, Levis is standing up. I don't know if that means anything.
Oh no.
Levis has some bad haircuts with him. Good Lord.
Is he going to L.A.?
Trade?
I mean, can I curse on
You
here?
would be celebrating or someone would be on
He's
the
not
phone.
going to L.A. No. Just,
Say what you got to say. Get it off
no,
your
don't
chest.
let him say that. Yes, Taylor.
Usually at this point in the draft, they're like everyone's 3 picks behind. So
Okay.
who's the next pick?
I see. So coming up, we have behind the Chargers. Great point. We have the Ravens, which that won't be a quarterback.
who's
we
after
have
that?
the Vikings,
Minnesota.
which could be a quarterback,
He could have gone to the Vikings.
and the Jags, which won't be a quarterback.
Trevor Lawrence is still up in the air.
No, he's not. That Jags would definitely not be a
Still
quarterback.
up in the air right
Pick
now.
is
in
in.
my
We've got
opinion.
2 receivers in a row. It's Quentin.
I got to argue with him for a second. You just said Trevor Lawrence just won a playoff game.
Singular playoff.
He's not in the air. He's locked in as their guy.
Wait, he's got the pick. What are you talking about? Let him give the pick.
It's just football player.
You're also the guy that said Trevor
We're
Lawrence
still
sucks,
iffy on
right?
him. We're still iffy on him,
No,
Bubba.
I'm a Trevor Lawrence guy.
Ken Jack, it's Quentin
Yes,
Johnston
yes.
from TCU.
Okay, I was
Big time receiver.
I was waiting for someone to say something.
been a
He said
tough night
second
for me.
receiver. I was like, who's the?
But you've done a great job.
Quentin he was big.
Will.
Big
but,
guy.
I've
I want
really
to see it
done
from
nothing.
the.
but he was crafty though. He could play. He could do multiple things
Why
for
do you
you
keep saying
guys.
crafty? He's like 6'5".
Have you watched any of his tape? Have you
I've
watched
watched
any of his games that he's played?
He's the guy that covered the game at the end against West Virginia when they all needed to
Hey,
run
who
the
do we
ball.
got here?
Quentin Johnston.
Quentin
TCU.
Johnston.
Give me Jay. What's the 40 time on this guy?
I don't think 40 times what you want to focus on with this guy.
I want speed though. We have so many receivers.
He
that
can
jump
run,
up
but
and get it.
this is a big body.
That's not what they need. That's not what they need at all.
Well, I didn't pick him, Ken Jack. What do you want me to do?
They needed speed
He's
so
a big
bad.
body,
They're
but he's
so
crafty.
slow.
6'2".
No, he is crafty. You're going to see a lot of craft on him. Watch this tape.
Look at the craft
As
here.
long as he's fast.
Let's roll the tape.
Roll the tape. You don't think this guy's crafty? Okay, no one's on it.
He's 6'3", 208.
Oh, wow, that was
Oh, that's crafty as
That boy
fuck.
is great in space.
You're in a
Look at that
4.51.
speed.
That was a great turn.
Well, he did get called from behind by. Okay.
By
That's
linebacker.
Kansas too. That's tough.
Quentin Johnston, but he's a
Go up and go
threat.
get it. Go up
Look
and
at
go
this
get it.
guy. Look at this guy. It's a machine. fine.
He did
All
play
right.
in the playoffs.
Yeah, Jack, thank you very much.
Thank you, fellas.
Congratulations, you got your receiver that you apparently don't like. That's fine. The receiver run has started, though, boys.
Yes. So over 3.5, absolutely still in play. Zay Flowers, I would expect to go pretty soon. And
All right.
do we see a fourth receiver go?
So we're bringing in right now.
Who would it be, Jordan Addison?
Friend of the program. Right now, you've seen him on PMT. You've seen him on every funny podcast ever was. Stav is here. I think I've got Stav on. So there he is.
How we doing,
Stavy.
bros?
There he is. Stavy, Ravens locked up their guy today. How fucking happy are you?
That's right, dude. I can't fucking believe. I don't even really give a fuck what happens. We got Lamar. We got fucking OBJ. We're gonna fuck the whole AFC North in the ass. You heard it here first, folks. It's happening. We're probably gonna get Zay Flowers. I'm guessing. I'm hoping. We're good, bro. I don't even give a fuck, honestly. We got Lamar. I can't believe it. If you had told me this happened a month ago, I would not have believed you at all.
If you're adding Odell Beckham to the mix.
OBJ, baby.
Yo, dude, adding Odell?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We got Odell, yo.
And so if you add another receiver to that, then your offense is humming. Your offense is locked the fuck in. This is exactly what you needed to help out Mark Andrews, right?
Yeah, exactly, dude. We got, I mean, it would be hilarious if we get another tight end somehow and they just keep running a fucking wishbone offense. Now that they have Lamar locked in, they're like, you know what? Actually, fuck you. No wide receivers. We're just drafting linemen and fullbacks. They just pull the switcheroo on him. But no, dude, I think it's about to be fucking exciting as fuck. I'm pumped. I honestly I legitimately thought we were gonna have like Huntley. We were gonna fucking suck dick. I was ready to just boycott football, but I'm locked in, bro. I'm so fucking happy. If we get Flowers, OBJ, we have Andrews. It's gonna be fucking sick.
There's rumors DeAndre Hopkins could be on his way to Baltimore.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that shit's gonna be hilarious if that shit happens. That's Brian Billick's dream will finally be realized in Baltimore. It'll be fucking sick.
Dude, can you tell us a little bit about that Baltimore accent? Like, where does it come from in the mouth, dude? Where is it?
Sure. You know, I mean, look, Philly's the white trash. Baltimore and Philly are white trash cousins. It's that deep O, that disgusting ew. You know what I mean? It sucks. It's really despicable. I've called it before a white trash. It's a domestic abuse air raid siren. Is the that's 100% what it is. Yeah, it's a disgusting. It's a group of people that fled Baltimore because they were racist, but then did not become successful. They were just white trash by themselves.
Like the
You know
Colts.
what I mean? It was like white flight for poverty.
I mean, Baltimore
that's
they are sneakily. They fought for the South pretty much. They tried to kill Lincoln down in Baltimore. They were like a mile from.
I don't think we can judge him for
Lincoln
that.
wasn't safe.
Who was?
John Wilkes Booth.
John Wilkes Booth was from Baltimore.
That's
Did
right.
you know that?
That's right. Our shooters got his ass.
We got the shooters and Gervonta.
Do you feel bad at all?
Yeah.
Do you feel bad at all that Lamar probably settled for a little less money than other quarterbacks got? Maybe y'all fleeced him a little bit.
I mean, I can't believe now that he signed. I cannot believe how fucking dumb every other franchise was not to do. I mean, yeah, I do feel bad for Lamar as like a guy because there's something weird happened with the rest of the NFL. You can't tell me half these fucking teams. Like, I know the Jets got Aaron Rodgers, but why didn't they want to even try for Lamar? The Lions, you're telling me the Lions with fucking Lamar wouldn't look fucking sick right now? It just doesn't make any sense why the Falcons, I mean, so many of these motherfuckers, a year ago they traded for Russell Wilson got traded for tons of picks. I mean, it just doesn't make any
He
fucking
sucks
sense.
dick now. He's terrible now.
He sucks so much dick, dude. So I don't really understand what happened. I feel bad for Lamar. He should have gotten a little more, but whatever, dude. We're locked in. We're good to go. He probably should have gotten an agent.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you think it hurt that he didn't have a real agent?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can't be just like, how can a guy be that good at quarterback and also at negotiations? It's not going to be both. You know what I mean? You're not. If you had to negotiate your own contracts, you'd be fucked. I mean, maybe you were anyway, but you know what I mean? Like it's like you.
My number
there's
was
no
pretty
way
established.
Huh?
My number was pretty established.
Yeah, exactly. I guess you're right. You knew we were going to be signing that.
It's not hard at all to get an agent. I mean, yeah, you had an agent.
I know, but I was always pissed off. Like, I got to give my agent 3%. I'm always signing the fucking minimum. You know what I mean? The contract's pretty straightforward in my way.
No, actually, maybe you actually should not have had an agent. Lamar, at least Lamar keeps his 4%, 3%, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
All right, so it looks like the pick is in right now. While we're waiting for the pick, you want to pop your shit about the rest of the teams in the division, why the Bengals, Browns, and Steelers, why they all suck?
Yeah, first of all, the Browns can suck my dick. They're the whole reason. Giving a sex offender guaranteed millions in guaranteed money is the whole reason this happened. The Steelers suck dick. They're an overrated organization. It's finally crumbling. I can't wait to see it. If we don't get Zay Flowers, maybe we get Joey Porter Jr. And guess what? We're stealing your fucking son. Suck my dick. He's my son now. That's what's gonna. If we don't get a wide receiver, we'll take him. And Joe Burrow, bust, overrated,
bust,
like lucky.
Exactly.
Lucky couple of fucking playoff runs. He can suck my dick with his beautiful hair and his deep blue icy eyes.
His handsome ass, his successful career, and all the pussy that he fucks. But dude,
all the Skyline chili stuffed pussy he's getting over there.
But I think
that's not the town I want to be getting sucked off in. I'll tell you that
at all. There's so much meth in Cincinnati, it's insane, dude. People are just doing speed, old-fashioned speed in Cincinnati. But I think you fish your wish. I think it's going to wind up being Zay Flowers for you guys.
Let's fucking go.
A receiver out of Boston College, a speedster, a guy who gets separation, puts up numbies, and is an absolute stud. So congratulations, you added to the receiving core.
Though, for cheaper.
Everyone's gonna be sucking on our fucking nutsack this entire year. Ravens Super Bowl, it's coming, baby. It's fucking coming.
You could probably get some good odds right now on a Ravens Super Bowl. They're probably kind of a long shot right now.
Use the Barstool Sportsbook if you do.
Folks, for all the fathers neglecting their children watching this stream right now, put their college fund on the Ravens to win. It's a fucking sure winner, I promise you.
I'm neglecting mine to host this show.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, here we go. It is Zay Flowers.
There it is.
Let's go.
Boston College strong suit.
Dude.
Is that a leather coat?
That's a
leather with
tuxedo?
sparkles.
Is that a Jesus piece? What is that, a medallion?
Is that Jesus?
Dude, that's a fucking receiver.
Is that a bow tie?
Floppy bow tie.
Wow.
Leather tux.
Mickey Mouse's
Let's fucking
ears.
go.
BDSM look, Jesus piece.
Goddamn.
Some fucking.
He looks fucking sick.
That
Dude.
is exactly
you know he
how
has
your
some.
wide receiver
You know
dress.
he has some fucking retarded scientific opinions. That's what I want out of him. That's what I want out of a wide receiver. I don't want him to believe in evolution.
Flat
Let's
Earth type
fucking
of
go.
shit. Yeah. You guys got one right there. This dude's dumb.
Dude, this fucking rocks. The Ravens are back. Suck my dick. Everyone can suck my fucking balls. The Steelers can suck my dick. The Browns. And you know what? Patrick Mahomes, too. You can suck my dick. We're coming for you.
Yes.
Josh Allen.
Yes.
Everyone can fucking get it.
Yes. Let's go, brother. Congratulations. Appreciate you, bro.
All right, thank you.
Dog shit.
Thank you, Stav. Thank you very much for being here. That's awesome. He got his guy. That's 3 receivers in a row now?
Yes.
3 receivers in a row. It was 3.5?
Yep.
3.5.
3.5.
We're looking for Jordan Addison, maybe Jalen Hyatt.
Gotta get Stav on the bus.
One of my bets was Vikings to take a receiver with their first pick, so I'm hoping for 4.
So we have the Vikings now up, and I believe for the first time we have right now Alexander Madison of the Minnesota Vikings joining us. Running back. There he is, right there. Look, that's a good-ass camera he's got, too. Hey, man, how you doing? Big night for the Vikings. Offensive help is out there. What are you looking for out of tonight?
Oh, man, that's a great question. I actually didn't look too much into the draft.
Neither have I, brother.
What was that?
I haven't looked much into it either, so hell, who knows?
Yeah, so, I mean, honestly, I think we could go either way with this, get somebody to come in, step up on defense, or, on offense, we could always use some more weapons. So I think it'll be a good, interesting pick we got here. I have no idea where we're going with it.
Hey, how do you feel about taking a nice workload next year and really getting a ton of touches? You feel like that's something that would be a natural progression for your career?
Yeah, I think so. It's time. I've been grinding for this a long time, and just understanding what I'm capable of doing, understanding what the opportunity that I have in front of me, and seizing that moment. I think that it's a moment that I'll be able to step in and do my best, and I think it's a great opportunity for me.
What's the feeling like in Minnesota right now? I mean, you guys coming off a playoff appearance. Everything seems to be going in the right direction.
Yeah, we got nothing but positive vibes, nothing but good vibes in the locker room. It feels good to be back in the building, honestly. And other than the actual weather here, which has not been very good, it's been in like 30s, 40s. Other than that, it's awesome.
Hey, you're talking about the weather. You came from Boise, and then you're going to more bad weather up there in Minnesota. Where do you go to relax? Where do you go for a little bit of sunshine?
I go back home, California. SoCal.
Aspen.
I love it up there. It's way different. You ever go over to Humpin' Hannah's up in Boise? It's a bar where an old woman throws sex toys out into the audience while she sings cover songs from the 90s.
For real?
I swear to God. Her name's Rocky Johnson.
You ever been there?
Dwayne?
No, I've never been there. I'd never heard of that. I didn't know that was a real thing.
Are you going to Google it as soon as we get finished?
Check it out, man.
I'll probably have to see and look and see if any of my teammates have been there.
Yeah, I mean, you had a guy wind up on the Buffalo Bills last year, Khalil Shakir.
Yeah.
He was a wide receiver for you guys. I think I ran into him at at Humpin' Hannah's over there, so I'm pretty sure that they're having a good time up there. What are your teammates? What of your former teammates you think will be able to do anything in this year's draft? What do you have? A safety that was getting a little bit of noise. Who are some Boise guys we can look out for?
Yeah, J.L. Skinner, Tyree Jones, those guys on the back end. Those are some really, I think, sleeper safeties. They got the build for it, the athleticism for it. And I think those are some guys that'll make some shocks in this draft coming up. And then big O lineman John Ojukwu, I think he's going to make an impact wherever he ends up as well.
All right, I've always wanted to ask a Boise guy this. You just got to be honest with me. The blue turf, it's bullshit, right?
No, I love the blue. A lot of people hate the blue, but I love the blue.
Good answer. That's a good answer. And have you noticed how we've all said Boise, right? None of us said Boise.
Not
We've
us.
been saying Boise the
Nope.
entire time. Boise.
We're not like those assholes up in Pocatello.
Yeah, we say
Is it not
right.
Boise?
It's not Boise.
Boise.
They'll laugh you out of town.
Yeah.
You say Boise.
Boise State.
Boise.
The best city in Idaho is, of course, Rexburg.
Rexburg? You ever go over to Rexburg?
You ever spend any time in Rexburg?
No, I don't know where that's at.
He was in his playbook.
It's Eastern Idaho. It's Eastern Idaho.
It's Eastern Idaho. It's back east.
He was definitely in his playbook up there.
Yeah.
Would you be surprised here if they went quarterback?
Honestly, no. Not in the. I love Kirk. I love Kirk to death. That's my guy. I'd rock out with him the rest of my career if I could. But I mean, you just take into account, a quarterback in their mid-30s, you have to plan eventually for a future. So that's kind of where I could see the potential with the quarterback, just because knowing the game, knowing this business side of the game. So I wouldn't be surprised.
So I'll make an observation about this because I feel like a lot of teams have rushed to counter today, whereas the Vikings are taking up all of the time. And
Feels like they're trying to move.
They're having discussions here, or at least they're trying to figure out what to do. I don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah, there's a lot of options that they have. Obviously, you guys had an awesome wide receiver duo for a long time, but now Adam Thielen has moved on. What does that mean for Justin Jefferson and the rest of your wide receiver room?
I think that just means, for him, he's the best receiver in the league, and he's gonna continue to be Justin. But I think for the rest of the room, it means everyone got to step up. You see KJ, he was a great third piece to that trio, and so now it's his opportunity, his time to shine and step up in that role. And then just adding some guys, we got Jalen Reagor, who's now going to be comfortable in this offense and can impact some of the rookies that are stepping up, that the young guys like Jalen Naylor and some of those guys that have a chance to really step up. And, we have a chance here to also add.
You could get a receiver here. You just said Jalen Naylor, Jalen Reagor. Why not add a Jalen Hyatt? Let's get these Jalens going.
The pick is in.
The pick is, in fact, in.
What has it been like for you having an offensive line like Coach O'Connell come in?
What the hell is that?
Why is Dan shirtless?
It's been great. You can see he's very aggressive. It really pays off to have that type of coach. have the aggressive mindset when it comes to just, offensive mentality. And just, brings a lot of different light and positivity to the team as well.
Oh, we have a fist pump. Are you about to break the pick?
You got a fist bump? What we got?
Yep.
Tell him what the
Break
pick
the
is.
pick.
Tell him what the pick is. Tell him who his new teammate is.
Oh, he got a prop that hit.
Vikings to draft a wide receiver with their first pick, plus 200. We got 4 in a row, so you're going to cash your bets over 3.5. Jordan Addison, USC.
Jordan Addison
from
out of
USC.
A guy that goes and gets it. Jordan Addison, that is that's quite a weapon, and that's 4 receivers in a row.
Wow, we didn't have any receivers for a while, and now Jordan Addison is a guy who proved it with Kenny Pickett over at Pitt, and then he said, I'm going to go to a better situation. He didn't even necessarily have better quarterback play at USC, but he was getting it.
Help the guy win the Heisman?
Yeah, you can give him the ball in space, and he'll make something happen with it. That's a nice addition to Justin Jefferson over there.
Your offense got better tonight.
Yeah, indeed it did. I kind of saw that one a little bit on the radar as well, so I'm excited for that pick. I think it's going to make us better, more explosive, more weapons in that offensive side of the ball. And, Vikings just got to make another run at it this year.
Now, is the wide receiver position a position that you try to have take the entire offense out for dinner, or would it just be the wide receiver room?
Great question.
They'll definitely just be the wide receiver room. It'd be nice to get that invite, but usually they try and save on these rookies' pockets a little bit and keep it position specific.
Try to see, they do try to save them and protect them.
So Roger Goodell at the podium now as we make it official. He is announcing the Vikings selection. We believe it is Jordan Addison of Pitt. That's what Stephen Che has told us. And it is now Jordan Addison of USC. And he has got a suit and a half on.
You want your wide receiver wearing. That is a parachute.
He has got a pink suit, bow tie.
This is our 3rd pink suit tonight.
3rd pink suit?
More than 3. More
Did anybody just see that?
I'm not counting Saban.
Saban doesn't.
Did you just see that?
What was that handshake?
That was a crazy
hand clasp down to a pinky?
Yeah,
This
it
guy's
was, I think,
bringing some
class.
shit into that locker. This guy is a dude. He's got some swagger. I like this guy.
The last time the Vikings picked a receiver in the early 20s, it worked out pretty good.
Yes, it did. It very much did. Best receiver in the league. Alexander Madison, thank you very much for joining us and talking about the Vikings pick. Congratulations on getting your offense got better today. I already said it, but it's the truth.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. It's a pleasure to be on. Appreciate you guys.
All right, thank you very much. So that is Jordan Addison. Now, listen, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison. There has been a trade now, I'm being told. So
we have a trade.
We have a trade.
Doug, what happened?
The Giants have moved up. So they were at 25 and the Jags are at 24. So the Giants have moved up 1 spot. Is that what you're telling me?
You got to be thinking tight end if they're moving up.
I don't know. So it appears the Giants. So I know I have
no sense.
I have a couple guys over here for the Jags. Doug's is over there, but he's got.
If they can add Kincaid, that's a nice pickup for them.
The Jags have traded the pick to the Giants. So I got to bring the Giants contingent in here. I know Clem's in the building. Clem, Rico somehow weaseled his way in here. Big Ev is here. Clem, you guys just traded up.
Yeah, I guess we're just going to move up 1 extra spot to take whatever guys left.
Oh, look depressed then. Okay, you guys moved up. Maybe you're getting a tight end.
Maybe.
We have
Maybe
two.
Nolan Smith.
I don't know. I don't know what you're going to get.
I think Nolan Smith fell pretty far.
Wait. All right. Reset.
Figure it out for me, guys.
Ready?
What do you want?
Let me come back in. Okay. It's Joe Shane. Joe Shane, he's handsome. He's good. He knows what he's doing. This is a great move by him.
But he's screwing around with Barkley.
Gives a fuck.
What do you mean screwing around with him?
Where'd he go?
Bathroom.
Okay.
You want to give a running
Guys, fucking focus. What do you want?
Good corner.
Good corner. Thank you.
Good corner. Yeah, let Wink
I like,
blitz.
I like Banks from Maryland.
Deonte Banks, yeah.
You like Porter?
Who's the safety?
I like
Joey
Banks
Porter.
better.
Is he still there?
Branch?
Yeah, Branch.
I prefer corner. I just think need.
You want corner or receiver, but the receivers just went
Receivers
4 in a
are
row.
gone. Or no,
Are they all gone?
I never thought in a million years Nolan Smith would be here. He's here, so I mean.
I have an idea. Draft Marvin Harrison Jr. and let Goodell tell us we can't fucking take him. What do you think about that, Ev?
Love it.
Love
Brilliant.
it. There we fucking go.
I mean,
problem solved.
about it myself.
What about, and I just want to be outside the box, okay? What about taking Will Levis here because Daniel Jones kind of stinks?
No.
No, Clem, it's all good. It's all good.
Take it easy, Clem.
It's all good. It's all
Any
good.
physical problems?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'd have whipped his
Hard
ass.
hat on. Why do you like Banks more than Porter?
I think he's more athletic. I think he's more like rangy. I don't know.
Rangy's a good word.
Yeah, you like that?
I love rangy.
That is a nice word.
We never say
He's
rangy in
he's
any other circumstance.
I think he's just a freak athlete. Also, I saw a lot of both of them as a Big Ten guy. I thought Porter was like, he's good, but I think Banks is more like NFL type potential.
Rico, you're a power broker. Do you know who the pick is?
No, you don't want 3 tight ends, but I could talk myself into Mayer.
I don't care.
I mean, the two best tight ends are still on the board, correct?
Yes, all the tight ends are on the
Trade
board.
for Waller. Bellinger last year was very good.
Picks in.
The pick is in fact.
Got it.
The pick is in fact in
This
from.
could really be.
You have no idea.
I think Banks, but I really don't know.
But what would have possessed them to move up to do this?
Must love a guy. He must be the best player in the draft.
I want to jump Jacksonville because Jacksonville probably has a similar need.
Correct, but what's that need is what I'm
That's
asking.
making me think it could be Nolan Smith, maybe.
What does it mean, Steven?
I mean, tight end Evan Ingram hasn't signed his franchise tag. That's certainly an area where they could look to lock up a guy.
But there's two of them.
But honestly, imagine we went.
I'm sure they have a preference.
If we went tight end, I think it would be Kincaid.
He's right. It could be Nolan Smith. They didn't expect Nolan Smith to be here.
Like they were talking about him going in the top 10 potentially, 15. I mean.
Well, let's see where Stephen J had him on his big board.
2 spots? 1 spot?
He had him 24th, which would
Rico,
be.
why you like Matt over Kincaid?
Who is it?
Okay.
It's Deonte Banks, cornerback Maryland.
Called it.
It is. Stephen J just said it is Deonte Banks from Maryland.
Because I know ball.
Cornerback.
No ball.
I love it.
You also just said Nolan Smith.
Love it.
He said Banks.
He
He
said Banks.
Said like 5 guys.
He said he'd like a corner Banks over Porter. He also said Nolan Smith as spell, so
I
he
just said I
wouldn't
didn't
mind
think
him.
he'd fall this far, so I thought that might have thrown.
I mean, in this league, you need guys that can catch the ball, guys who can stop people from catching the ball, correct?
And we just have a clear need in the secondary, so it makes sense.
Maybe come back later, get Jalen Hyatt.
And when you're
who knows?
and when you're playing against teams like Philadelphia Eagles twice a year, you need some guys to lock some people down.
Wink's gonna send the motherfucking house now.
The motherfucking house?
Motherfucking house. The motherfucking house, as my guy over there says. The statue of Tank right
The
there.
motherfucking house.
I don't know why he doesn't look happy.
Well,
That
this is, the Giants are New Jersey. This is a Jersey Devil hat. They kicked the Rangers' ass tonight. And the Statue of Liberty is actually in New Jersey. Don't let anyone tell you any different. New York stole that island from us.
Frank, I think there's someone else who has a bigger claim to that than you. Frank, who won the game, the Mets game tonight? Final score.
Clem.
We win 500. Don't want them.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
9-8 Mets. I want him to hear the Mets.
Did the Mets win?
The Mets won.
Oh, the Mets actually.
He's mad that the Giants are
What?
dead.
He's the Mets.
Taylor, the Mets won.
Banks corner.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Taylor, we
I
come in
thought they
peace.
lost.
The dog whisperer.
Did the Mets win or not?
We come in peace here. The Mets won. We come in peace. We come in peace.
All that anger,
I'm with two
all that
Mets
anger
fans
that I
right
had no longer is anger.
here. We come in peace.
Good guy.
Hey, we won all day today. We won all day.
Give up to
So for the Giants to go up 1, the Jaguars
fifth-rounder?
received a 23rd,
Fifth and a
5th
seventh?
round pick.
So a 5th-round pick to move, and a 7th-round pick.
The Giants could have kept James Bradbury.
like
and
three
we wouldn't even be
seventh
having this conversation.
Wouldn't be having this conversation. Dayball's up. He's talking.
Guys have Super Bowl.
Talking to his
handsome.
guy.
How handsome is
Worst
he?
quarterback in the league against the blitz. It's just a fact.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Is that why Wink's sending the motherfucking house?
The motherfucking house.
So where do we think Jacksonville's going
Frank's a
here?
Dolphins fan.
I think tight end.
Who's that guy?
License
plate guy.
That's license plate guy.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That's a guy.
I heard that he almost was making license plates.
You pieces of shit. All right. We find out very, very soon who the Giants' pick is, as Roger Goodell is hopefully.
You know why I like Maryland, Brandon?
What?
Because I said I need the best over-under for college football, and Brandon Walker said the Maryland Terrapins.
Did it hit?
It was a fucking coast. It was
Coast!
What was the
Oh.
last first-round corner they had? Dominique Foxworthy.
Wow. Is it?
Dominic Fox.
Nice.
Is that the last
That's
first-round
right,
corner
Ron.
you've had?
What a fucking
Giants?
Yeah.
goal, brother.
No.
Did you say
Eli Apple.
Seahorn? Did you say
No.
Jason Seahorn?
First round.
No.
Eli
not
fucking
Eli
Apple,
Apple.
a.k.a. not Laramie
yeah, Eli
Tunsil.
Apple,
We didn't
sure.
draft fucking Laramie
Yeah.
Tunsil for Eli fucking Apple. Motherfucking Apple.
That fucked everything because we would have got Ronnie Stanley.
Stop saying motherfucking.
Motherfucking.
You gotta like where you guys are at right now, though. I mean, the NFC East is pretty loaded.
Yeah. And you guys playoff appearance last year?
Playoff win.
Playoff win?
In Minnesota.
Playoff win before getting embarrassed?
We got to do another trade.
I could not believe.
What?
I could not.
Got another
believe
trade.
We have another trade?
Another trade.
What are the Giants making this pick?
Call up little Sasquatch. The Buffalo Bills are on the clock.
The Bills are now going to be on the clock after the Giants make this pick, right?
After the Giants make this pick.
So the Giants making this pick. Get the little Sass. He's probably drunk. Get him. We find out what the Giants are picking right now. Goodell is talking. You guys nervous? We've already told you who it is. It's the cornerback out of Maryland.
broke by Ev.
This guy looks.
Deonte Banks, cornerback,
Athlete,
Maryland.
great corner.
Big
Are we
F.
relying on? Is he going to start?
He's thrilled. Look at this guy.
Very happy.
Does he start right away?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
First year he starts.
Minadore.
Clem, you got a motherfucking corner.
Oh,
Love the sunglasses in the house.
hopefully this first round corner stays out of trouble.
You're so
like
bright.
DeAndre Baker.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Come on, Steven.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. We got to move on to Little Sass now, our diehard Buffalo Bills guy. The Bills have now made a trade, and they're on the clock. I guess they traded with the Jags. So the Jags want no part of this pick as they continue to trade back. So the Giants went from 25 to 24. The Bills are jumping the Cowboys here?
Yes.
Correct? Yes. So what do they think is going on?
Well, there's only one guy that's going to have that answer, and that's diehard sports fanatic, Little Sasquatch.
Yes.
What's up, fellas? How we doing?
Good.
Good, Sass.
How you feeling?
We are excited over.
Are we? What are the Bills going to do, man?
We got big plans.
Big plans.
Big plans.
Hey, I want to set you up for some of your material. So, have you ever been on an airplane?
I haven't, no.
Have your parents ever moved?
I don't know, guys. You guys stop putting me on the spot. I don't know what I'm supposed to.
We wanted Gabe Davis.
Sass, talk to us about.
Yeah, I know. You wanted Gabe Davis. You got me instead. What?
Talk to us about that night at Dave and Buster's.
Night at Dave and Buster's.
With the Bills.
Me, Josh Allen, Von Miller, the rest of the squad. Shots, beers, more beers, strippers, games. What's that? More beers.
Hello.
And just a lot of that on repeat.
That sounds tasty. So, what happens this year if the Bills suck?
I'll become a Patriots fan again.
Good backup plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good backup.
Or I'll become an Eagles fan again.
Yeah, that
I just root for the winning team.
Yeah, we'd love to have you, but
or whoever gives me sweatshirts from the team that I.
You know,
some of the guys that just hang out with you.
Or if I hang out with the team. Yes. What?
Was that given to you by a member of the Buffalo Bills?
Yeah, you know Josh Allen?
Oh, wow.
Off his back.
Wow.
Yeah.
He had that sweatshirt?
He had this sweat. It's a little baggy.
Same
you see?
size?
Yeah, this is like an XL.
So, Sass, obviously
bursting
you're locked
through it.
in. Obviously, you're locked into the Bills, and there's a lot of talk about them needing a pitcher. But then goalie really seems to be like a need that's like really pressing. But then you think center, midi, or maybe they need someone to do the backstroke.
Bro, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this bullshit. I've been waiting for 3 hours for this. Let's talk ball.
Talk ball. Let's
get down to the brass tacks.
Forward. Let's get a power forward in Buffalo, and let's get the shit right.
Hey, stop disrespecting my man.
Hey, how about the Son of a Boy Dad podcast? How's that going?
That's the wrong tone.
Better than what is there? Wrestling?
Giving him a chance.
No.
Better than
We're still
wrestling,
locked
that's
in.
for
As
sure.
much as
But I
we
was
give each
giving him a
other
chance
to shit on me, but
Who do you like for this pick, Sass?
Yes.
Anyone who's good.
He literally doesn't. Could you name a player that's available?
No, because I don't watch kids. I don't watch kids football. I watch grown man football.
I'm gonna read you some names.
I didn't memorize the high school players.
You just react to the names and tell me which name sounds like the best football player, okay? Are you
Hey.
ready? Who's on the board?
That's good, bro. You guys just made a stud pick.
Joey Porter Jr.
No. We know who it is.
Oh, we know who it is. We're going to tell you. Who? Good hat.
Here we go, Frank.
Dalton Kincaid, tight end out of Utah.
That's a good pick.
That's a strong pick.
Yeah.
Athletic.
Strong
That's
pick.
a pass catcher.
And we
bro.
needed a tight end,
He's gonna
too.
stretch. Can we talk about Kelsey Jr.?
Let's talk about Kelsey Jr.
He's Kelsey Jr. is what we're saying about him.
Oh, I see, like Travis Kelsey.
Yes.
I like that pussy Kelsey on the Eagles.
No, not like that.
Yeah.
Fuck the Eagles. Go Bills.
I'm gonna whip your ass and then spray so much Paco Rabanne 1 million down your throat that you're gonna fucking choke, bro. I don't want to get that in my
I'd be
C4.
glad.
You sprayed that so much.
I know, I have. But you just got a stud pass-catching tight end, a guy who's going to be able to stretch the field. And I think that Michael Mayer's good, but Dalton Kincaid could be great.
I just know Taylor Lewan looked at his phone and made a face, and you've got something. Do you have something?
I got something.
What do you got?
Taylor Lewan, breaking news. What do we got, brother?
None of your guys' business right now.
You
I'll
just
let
sitting
you
on
guys know in a
it?
second.
You got it soon,
I'll let you guys
though?
know in a second.
It's for him to know, for
When
us
the
to
time's
find
right, I'll
out.
let you know.
I recognize the face.
Can you give us a hint?
I'll tease you.
What's the teaser?
Will Levis.
Oh, we got Will Levis action coming.
We're not talking Dallas.
Am I all set
Cowboys,
here?
are we?
Am I done?
I mean, no, you're not done.
I feel like from the general,
Not Jacksonville Jaguars.
is all started looking that way.
Well, we were just talking to Taylor for a second, and then we'll turn back to you. We haven't had the pick read yet.
Oh, okay, I can smell that cologne from a mile away.
It's nice, right?
It's
I
cologne.
never even looked at my
Smells
phone.
strong.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to touch some of this money?
No.
A little bit.
Germs.
You probably rolled up into a little tube.
Sass, what would you say got you into football?
Will Levis is chilling.
I don't know.
Looks like an episode
Peer
of The Bachelor.
pressure?
Yeah.
All right, so we got Will Levis scenes in the
Oh, they're waving to the camera.
Oh, hey, they're having fun. They're enjoying
I like the little setup that they have. It looks like it's the inside of the bank from the beginning of The Dark Knight or some shit.
Or the Untouchables.
Great
It's a
scene.
very gothic, or maybe no, Art Deco look inside of that bank. It's very classic architectural.
Is that the best opening scene to a movie ever?
Which one?
Dark Knight. I'd say
No.
maybe Heat.
I've never heard of it.
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
The Departed.
Good Burger's good.
Good Burger, yeah.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger.
That's a really good one.
Dark Knight is up there, though.
Yeah.
What is the best scene? The first scene of a
It's when he's robbing the bank.
Heat?
Yeah.
I've never seen Heat.
What about Air Bud?
Everybody, you talking about Golden Retriever or Golden Receiver or Seventh Inning Fetch?
No, the original.
Okay,
Is this going to be on the Recrotchable soon?
Maybe.
That's why I brung it up to him, because I knew he'd be able to talk that long.
Yeah, he's surrounded.
Sass, what's the vibes in the green room right now? Well, who's kind of the alpha dominant pack leader over there?
It is an electric factory over there right now.
Okay.
I mean, content nonstop. People are writing sketches. People are posting Instagram
the
stories. Everything.
I mean, the best tool you have is
Most
this
powerful
right here.
fucking weapon in your toolbox.
This right here,
is there.
your Paco Rabanne 1 million.
Who's leading the pack?
Yeah.
I mean,
Rico, Doug's,
I don't know.
Megan making money.
I will say, I mean, the boys are getting awfully chatty now that I left.
Oh, yeah.
So it makes you think.
I heard that.
You having some FOMO?
A little bit, yeah. They're way more fun than you guys
You
are.
haven't checked in with Nick in a while. Has he just got the rest of the night off?
Yeah, I'm fucking around. This is the highlight of my night.
Oh, he's got the mic on. Nick, hey, how you doing?
Dude, this war room, I thought it was it's like a war zone. And I'm like straight Anderson Cooper here reporting on it. It is fucking nutty. I don't even want to talk over the moment. Listen to this. All right, back to you guys.
All right, there's the pick. It is Dalton Kincaid, tight end out of Utah. Congratulations, Sass.
Look at him. Look at him.
Yeah, give it up for Dalton. Oh. Dalton Kincaid.
Look at him.
Is he?
He's young.
At a
Or is
retirement
he
home
young or
in
old?
Florida?
How old is he?
Hey, well, I was thinking like
He's your age.
Where
He's
is he?
exactly your age.
He looks like he could either be.
Why are the
my
shutters
age or-
closed?
He's
Kinda
going to be
looks like
24
John
years old
Krasinski.
in October.
What was it? What did you say, Jay?
He's 23.
He's 23.
he's gonna be 24. He's an older.
Yeah, why would
guy.
you say that?
He's
Just say he's 23. That's 6 months from now.
Well, I mean,
Well, he'll be a 24-year-old player.
24.
Yeah, he'll be a 24-year-old player in the season.
All right, Frank.
Hey, dude, this guy's got hands.
Hands.
This guy can go out and stretch the field. He's not your little rinky-dink tight end.
Look at him go up and
What
get
are
it.
his measurables? How tall is he?
6'4", 235. something
Sass,
along
thank you
those.
very much. You're now
46
free to
ago.
go.
246.
All right, thank you guys for having me. Appreciate
He's
it.
not
welcome.
massive.
Everybody get home safe. Thank you.
It's an
All right, we got it, buddy.
Here, come here.
Thank you, Sass.
Come get your little money.
Come get you 100.
All right, for the. Oh wow, really? Or is that a true person that we have? Wow, for the first time in years, we have on Zoom Casey Smith. Look at Casey Smith.
You're acting like I didn't just have a baby?
Okay, no, I just shout out to your young son. I know he just started 3rd grade. Congratulations
Right
to
here.
you.
This is parent shit right here. I know you guys understand that.
Yes.
Everybody at the desk except for Roan.
Yes.
Yes, that is.
One day, though, Ron.
Someday I hope to experience that joy. How is it? Is it fun?
It's exhausting, but it's amazing. I've actually been texting Will Compton for like sleep training tips. Like he's been giving me like baby tips.
Any
He's like
tips?
a whisperer to get babies to sleep.
12 hours and 12 weeks. That is the book you need to read, and that is the formula you need to go.
All you gotta do is put them in the car and ride around for a little bit. They'll fall asleep.
What?
You reading books?
That's how you
Yeah, I
do.
read a book, yeah.
You got kids?
I read books.
Frank?
Yeah.
The boy's got 2
Frank, you
kids.
got kids?
Oh, does he?
No,
I didn't
we
know.
don't.
Casey,
doesn't have kids.
you're on the clock here. The Cowboys, how dialed into this draft are you? You excited?
I mean, everybody knows that I've never wavered from being a Cowboys fan, right? I've stayed a Cowboys
Yes.
fan
We know that.
always. I have been told they're going to take a tight end. They wanted Dalton Kincaid. Obviously, that's not going to happen, so maybe it's Michael Mayer. Well, he's pretty good.
I think that'd be an awesome pick.
How many merch bonuses did you hit for your Tom Brady Bucks/Patriots jersey? You Cowboys fan?
Multiple, and you made fun of it. I made multiple bonuses. I actually think that I might have hit a well, I didn't hit a bonus. I made a shirt the first year that I was with Barstool for the Cowboys, and then I realized I didn't have to pretend to like the Cowboys anymore. But
Michael
here I
Mayer
am.
looks like a cowboy, though.
He does.
Yes,
He looks like a Dallas
He does.
cowboy. He looks exactly how you're supposed to look. He looks like a 1990s cowboy, Jerry Jones.
Yeah, it's a Jerry Jones. He's going to be smiling seeing Michael Mayer walk into the room.
Yeah, it's a
You
perfect.
got to see
fit
what
for
kind of
them.
shoes he has on, though. Like,
And
is
they
he
just-
what kind of cowboy boots he has on? Because you know that's what Jerry wants to see.
The different war rooms are fascinating.
This one looks
Yes.
evil.
This one looks like the UN headquarters or something, or where Dr. Evil
Dr.
would
Evil,
be
yeah.
in Austin Powers. That's what this
Like
one
the
looks
Death
like.
Star. Well,
It looks an evil lair, perhaps.
That can't be comfortable.
Jerry Jones is starting to look more and more like what South Park would draw Jerry Jones to look like every single day.
That is correct. That is an accurate statement that you just said out of your face.
I got a question. It seems like you might be raising an Eagles fan.
I knew you'd bring it up. I knew it.
And so they made a pretty good pick with Jalen Carter there. How do you feel about that? And is that something you could take any pride in, knowing that there are Eagles fans in your midst?
I have 2 Eagles fans in my household, and they were both very excited, or at least the baby was told to be excited. I will say, though, Roan, that it was tough because our son was born 2 days before the Super Bowl, and then you guys lost the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So I've been told that he might be a bad luck baby.
No, I would never say that. I don't believe that to be true, but I'm excited that we can get some more Eagles fans into this world no matter how we get them. But it seems like the Cowboys might be adding a tight end, a rich tradition at tight end for their squad.
Well, the NFL comparison for this guy is, in fact, Jason Witten. That's a very interesting, that's kind of a lofty comparison, too.
Yeah, I mean.
But I think it's an easy comparison to make.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, he's a big guy.
He's more of a blocker than Dalton Kincaid is. Kind of lower hips, but that's he's got a nice base on him.
The Cowboys are also just known to make the most boring first-round picks. It's just every year it's just boring. Not that I'm saying this guy's gonna be boring, but it's just like there's nothing exciting.
I feel like Mayer's got some more wiggle than Witten did.
He's a handsome guy.
Dude, he is. He's got a strong jaw.
Strong jaw.
Nice little butt chin.
Yeah, strong jaw. Like this is.
He looks like who they would cast for like Varsity Blues if they were to remake it.
He's like a pregnancy off pre-cum type of guy. Like he definitely just seems virile. He seems like he just has it going on. Don't you kind of get that sense that he just
young
can
Johnny
get
Bravo.
he can get you pregnant off just the pre-cum.
Yeah,
he
got
can
some
pull
thick-
out and still just wind up.
Yeah.
You know,
really viscous.
Bringing it home.
Casey, how's the sleep training going?
Well, he's sleeping. He's been sleeping right now for 4 hours. So I wish I've also been sleeping for 4 hours.
Well, that's bad timing, Casey. You don't want him sleeping 4 hours right now.
What?
4 hours ago was what? 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock? I don't know what time it is.
He went to bed at 9, so 3.
What the fuck time is it? Okay.
16.
How long of a stretch are you getting?
8 hours right now.
That's solid.
Thank you.
See, it's
He'll
the book.
wake up
It's
looking
got to
for
be the book.
soon.
I'm telling you, the book is good, bro.
Sounds like the pick is in.
I'm going to let Frank do that again. Frank, the pick is in. Hit it again. All right, the Cowboys War Room is excited. The Cowboys cheerleaders are all there. They're excited.
They're
does
hot.
that Cowboy mascot have a name?
They look great.
Rowdy.
Oh?
Rowdy.
Rowdy, the Cowboy. Okay. Oh, it's actually on his jersey. Rowdy the Cowboy. So, we'll find out very soon if it is, in fact, Michael Mayer, if it's somebody else. If it isn't, do we know who it is yet?
Mayer.
Maybe Nolan Smith.
Michael Mayer. If it's not Michael Mayer, who do you think it is?
Nolan Smith, I would think, right?
Do you think you're related to him, Casey? Why do you keep saying him?
Because that's one of the picks that the Cowboys beat writers keep throwing out there, so I'm going to repeat it over and over to sound smart.
Fair enough. I do think if they pick him, you do need to claim to be related to him just to see what happens.
I used to tell people seriously that I was related to Emmitt Smith when I was younger.
Did it work?
And I thought it did. Then I had to be told that it wasn't true. So
Who
it's
is it?
kind of a sad day.
Casey Smith broke it. It's Nolan Smith.
It is Nolan Smith.
Nolan Smith. Wow.
Nolan Smith. Wow. Casey Smith spoke it into existence.
There you go.
A relative of hers picked. And
I can
you know what?
I can read Twitter.
His biggest comp that he had going into the draft?
Casey Smith.
Micah Parsons.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Why is that?
What a comp.
Because he has similar size, speed traits to him. He didn't have similar production
Correct.
at Penn State. Micah Parsons was in on every play. That's not really the case.
But if you think about this, Parsons fell a little bit to the Cowboys when they took him like 11th a couple years ago.
Right.
He was projected to go top 5, top 10. Then he didn't play, and then they got him 11th. And Nolan Smith has fallen a little bit too. So
Yeah, I would kind of reiterate what Rowan's saying. Like, Micah Parsons had a ton of production immediately, everywhere. And even like freshman year of high school, he's coming in and leading the team in sacks. Freshman year of college, same thing. Nolan Smith has never had more than 4 sacks in a season for Georgia.
High character.
But I do think it's a nice changeup because Parsons he can pass rush. He can get on the edge. So if you get a better off the ball linebacker, which they've tried to shake it up a little bit with Van Der Esch.
Right.
let me ask you a question.
I think this is a good pick.
I think it's good.
When it comes to low production from a guy on Georgia,
Yeah.
the defense is so loaded. Is there less production to be had there because the defense is so loaded and you're not getting the opportunities?
Or are they winning so often that they're just facing teams that are desperate
Well,
to
who
pass
did
and
have
they
good
should
production
more?
on Georgia? Did Trayvon Walker have good production?
No.
Did Jordan
Jalen
Davis
Carter,
have
yeah.
good
Jalen
production?
Carter
Did
had great production.
Did Quay Walker have good production?
Yeah, Nakobe Dean had great production.
And that's a
but
good
different position.
point. Also, like when you want to, sometimes you want to be careful on measuring production. When you watch the film with measurements and everything else, you want to see how guys are disrupting the game. So whether or not they might get a statistic,
They're not showing highlights.
They're showing Mozzie Smith.
Yeah, they're showing Mozzie Smith, not Nolan Smith. Did you say the wrong
Is
name?
that Nebraska?
He's in Michigan.
I think we was just fumbling.
Did you tell us the wrong name? You told me you weren't going to fuck up tonight.
It's on Twitter. I went off a verified account.
Hold on. They're not showing Nolan Smith. Who got picked?
It's Mozzie Smith.
It's Mozzie Smith, not Nolan Smith. We're talking about the wrong
You
guy.
told me you were going to get something wrong tonight.
Who gave you that? Who gave you that?
It was
I said it and you just went off of it.
Compton, you're right to walk off, buddy.
Oh my God, he's leaving the set. He just left the set.
Why did you do that?
We just talked about Nolan Smith. We talked about traits. How the hell did this happen?
We're embarrassed. Our keisters are blowing in the wind because of you.
This is very convenient. This is all too convenient.
What do you mean? Didn't you get it off Twitter?
I did.
Who? Dove Kleiman?
I'm not going to reveal my sources at all.
Fucking Stephen Shea blew a pick again.
How is this possible?
I don't know. This is pretty embarrassing, but we power through it like we do every.
Hold on, Casey. I got one. What if this? I mean, the other times you got set up and it was a joke. You just genuinely fucked up.
I feel like this is a setup.
Is it Mozzie Smith?
It is Mozzie Smith.
Casey, it's Mozzie Smith, not Nolan, your other cousin.
My other cousin. But how did when I said Nolan Smith, Stephen Shea.
I actually didn't confirm it. I said Casey was right.
All right. Casey, two things. I got to move on to the Jags because they're on the clock. Congratulations, Mozzie. And number two, I miss you.
I miss you too. I'm going to be back soon, I promise.
All right. Love you.
Love you guys.
Okay. The count, we just royally fucked up out here. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah,
Stephen Shea is the fucking worst.
The whole company should be embarrassed.
It's embarrassing, and I hope you guys help us pick up the pieces right now.
No.
Not a chance.
It is the Jags are on the clock, so I've got Chaps and I've got Doug's. What are you guys thinking?
I think it's probably going to be secondary. Biggest weakness on the team. Somebody by Tyson Campbell would be very, very nice. If not, this is the first year. Notice how late the Jags are picking, and not just because
You're
not used to being here.
I don't
I'm
like
not.
it.
It's
I
up
don't like
late.
it
I
at
had
all.
no idea it even went this late.
But next year you'd rather be later.
Much later.
Well,
Yeah, it seems like secondary could be a pick. What about Joey Porter? Is that a guy that's on your radar at all?
Doug's over here.
I just got to say, you've been trying to put Joey Porter on every team.
Well, Joey Porter was talked about as a top 10 pick,
corner.
but he didn't have any production in college. He didn't have, he had maybe one pick his entire college career.
Never mind that. We got Walker at number 1 overall. He had like no sacks, so that's fine.
And you already have a pretty good cornerback over there.
Good. Yeah, I'm okay with
And
that.
CJ Henderson.
All right, I gotta throw it out to Nick in the. I don't know if he's in the war room or where he is. Nick, where are you?
Will just walked out of the bathroom again. He's been going a lot. He did bring up that he needed his prostate checked on the yak, so I'm going to do it right now.
All right. Will is dropping his trousers.
All right. Hell yeah.
Oh.
All right, are we gonna get this?
All right, but technical difficulties.
Okay, couldn't quite get it.
Technical difficulties.
He'll have to report back on Will Compton's prostate. I look forward to that later. Boys, the Jags, Trevor Lawrence is your guy. Great season. You win a playoff game. Different feeling talking to you guys than last year. We had you guys on like twice last year?
Yeah.
It was like twice every year almost.
Yeah, it seems like that.
Usually a lot
Yeah,
sooner.
It does.
Yeah.
But everything, look, we don't. I was talking to Ron earlier that we don't have like a legit glaring
Yeah, we
hole.
don't have a hole.
Which feels very weird. With Calvin Ridley coming back now, and you have Christian Kirk, Zay Jones, you got wide receivers settled.
How's that prostate?
You have Ingram,
I
tight
would-
end settled.
I would have liked to have taken a tackle. Obviously, they all got taken
Wilson?
real early. I wouldn't have minded even going up for that, but we'll take what we can get here.
How do you feel about Ingram?
I think he's been great.
Frank, you
I don't
played
know
that,
why
but
you
I'd like
let
to
him
get
go.
an explanation on this particular hat.
Tropical. I mean, it looks.
Jacksonville's very temperate.
It looks like something that.
Like a Panama hat?
No, he got a beach
It looks like
house.
something
well,
that
it's not right
Michael
near
Jackson would wear.
Tybee
So
Island?
he got Jackson.
Yeah.
Jackson.
He could be on a St. Augustine tour right now.
He could be.
Historic downtown
Very
St. Augustine.
St. Augustine,
vibes.
beautiful place.
This hat looks.
It's the oldest
this hat
city in the
looks like
country.
Someone
With an old fudge.
relaxing on the beach
Yeah.
in Jacksonville would wear.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Duval.
I love it, Frank. I love it. I'm glad.
great.
I'm glad the.
All right, the
Some of
pick
your
is
teams are
in
winning.
as we find out who the Jags take.
There's some Clemson defensive linemen that are
Yep.
still out there. I think.
Jags love taking Clemson,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, and Trent Baalke loves a good defensive lineman.
Yeah, there's some, and if you want to go offensive line, you know, there's still some fortifications that you could make, whether it's at the guard position.
Yeah, guard would be
Osiris
a
Torrance,
position of need.
Steve Avila.
Yep.
You might be able to pick up at this spot.
I can't believe you did that. I can't believe you did that.
Brandon, take it easy, bro.
No, I can't.
I know. I can't either.
Did you see it?
What is he crying about?
Yeah,
We're sitting here talking about Nolan Smith.
I know.
Everybody's
I
embarrassed.
thought I was going in.
It was Mozzie Smith.
I was
Mozzie Smith.
Mozzie Smith is good. We didn't even get to talk
We
about
didn't get to talk about Mozzie
Boys.
Smith.
Mozzie Smith, incredible. I think he had like
fans of
34 bench
Jacksonville,
press
where are
reps.
your guys' heads at now that you've seen the Texans make a move for CJ Stroud?
I actually was pretty upset with that, Will.
And
Like
the
because
Colts
this
make
is
a move
supposed to
for
be our
Anthony
time.
Richardson?
Yeah, it's
a lot of
not
young
great.
quarterbacks in that division.
It's not great.
Their odds went from plus 900 to plus 700.
Yeah.
I'm not.
The Texans one stung a little bit more because I think Stroud is going to be better than Young, and then you get Will Anderson too. That stings.
Son of a bitch. Is he with a different girl every time they show him?
That's his girlfriend.
But he's with a.
Boy,
Will Levis is living a fucking life.
He's won the
I
draft.
mean, I don't know. He's
he's
dropping,
dropping
in the
right
first
now,
round. I don't know if
Are
he.
you saying he's dropping from
He can
girl
drop
to
as
girl?
much as he wants. That boy's winning right now.
He's not, yeah,
Just
he's
a
not
casual
dropping at all.
little
She
$20
came
million drop
Yeah.
tonight.
That's swap.
God damn.
That's swap.
I said that's his girlfriend.
That one was? Well, who are the other ones?
All right, Jags pick is in,
So.
Okay.
and we got the Jags pick right
Here
here.
we go, Jags, boys.
What it is?
Oh, yeah.
This is the season.
Anton Harrison, defensive tackle.
Offensive tackle,
I'm
Brandon.
sorry, I said defensive tackle up there. Offensive tackle.
That's
I messed that up. Offensive tackle.
Oklahoma, right?
Don't act like that's the same thing.
He's a bust.
Yeah.
I'm hearing
He's a
bust.
bust?
I'm hearing bust.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just got a call.
Anton Harrison
I
is a
hate to
bust
get
from
that.
Oklahoma.
He's a bust.
This is
Yeah.
ugly.
That's going to be tough for Jags.
That's negative.
I mean, he
Everything
may be a little
ugly.
biased.
Who's biased? Me?
Not really
You're being
biased. He's
ugly.
played in the
Yeah.
I'm
league.
unemployed, brother.
No.
I'm freelancing.
Well, I'm not employed by the Jaguars either. I'm a little biased.
Yeah, you're a fan, and that's okay.
Oh, so you're not a fan of the Titans?
Oh, I'm a fan of the NFL.
Okay, fair
I'm
enough.
a fan of boys getting
Well, you're not a
paid.
fan of
I
this
just
guy?
want to make that clear. Not a fan of the Titans.
I didn't say that. I said I'm a fan of the
Former
NFL.
three-time
So you
Pro
are a fan
Bowler
of
for
the
the
Titans.
Tennessee
I'm a fan
Titans is
of
calling this Jacksonville
life.
Jaguars pick a bust.
A bust. Seconds after he got picked.
Yeah.
That's what people are saying. I didn't say that personally, but people are telling me that he's already
Sources.
Historically,
That's
it
what I
would
said.
be
People are telling me.
Yeah.
All right, Jag boys,
Yeah,
thank
first,
you very
he is a
much.
Jaguars
You
first round
picked
pick.
a bust, and I'm sorry.
That's all right. We do it all the time.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all have fun.
Hey, but Blake Bortles, am I right?
So now
Move on.
Hell yeah.
now we move on.
And your boy Luke Joke.
We have
Yep.
Cincinnati.
Barstool blogger Matt Fitzgerald walking up in this hoe, and he's here to talk about the Cincinnati Bengals. Correct?
Let's
Hello,
go.
Matt.
The Cincinnati
doing?
Bengals.
We ever met?
We have, yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Good stuff. Cincinnati Bengals, 1 year
Looks like
removed
he
from
just got
going to the Super
electrocuted.
Bowl. Almost win again.
Crazy up now.
Pick is already in. Who's it gonna fucking be?
Fuck if I know, because the board has actually fallen really well for them. I would have thought Nolan Smith would be here. I love sort of like the idea of plugging him into that rotation. They've used quite a few edge draft picks in recent years with like Cameron Sample, Jeff Gunter, and Joseph Asai. But Nolan Smith, he can kind of play off ball. He's a freak athlete. He ran under a 4.4 at the combine in the 40-yard dash. He's a hell of a fucking ferocious run defender, and he's got some really good untapped pass rushing potential.
Did you know that Stephen Shea once ran a 4.4?
Yeah, I've heard that.
Why'd
Rumor
you laugh
has it.
so hard?
Steven, you've never.
Sorry.
Yes, he ran a 4.4.
I know. I'm just telling him personally.
No, I wanted to cycle through some of these other guys, though, because I feel like the corners have taken a bit of a backslide. I'm really surprised Joey Porter Jr. is on the board. I love DJ Turner out of Michigan. He's got crazy speed, really good production at Michigan, multi-year starter. And who else is up there?
Is that what he's
Michael
picking?
Mayer. I can't believe Michael Mayer's on the board. I think a lot of people are kind of overthinking him. He's a really clean prospect. He doesn't create a lot of separation in the passing game, but he's a hell of a run blocker. The Bengals kind of need a tight end. They have a 1 year sort of stopgap deal with Irv Smith Jr. right now. And so I'd love to see them get Michael Mayer here. He's kind of a hometown kid.
The pick is Steven has some inside information here.
Oh, really?
All right, we're going to give him another shot.
Miles Murphy, Clemson.
Miles Murphy,
Miles
okay.
Murphy.
Yeah, all right, yeah. So, like I said, they've invested a lot of
alliterative name? That's apparently Ben Mintz, who is on deck, is over there making noises.
Well, yeah, the
Hot air
Saints do
balloon
need some
deflating.
defensive line help. They lost quite a few guys in free agency. Miles Murphy's a freak athlete. Look, I mean, a lot of the Clemson guys haven't done well in recent years, but I love his physical tools.
Yeah.
He's just one of those just mean motherfuckers, like just power rush.
Well, I like that mean motherfucker,
Yeah.
Miles Murphy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mean motherfucker Miles Murphy.
4M.
Alliteration. alliteration.
It almost feels like he knows more about the draft than you do. Honestly, I feel like he's kind of cooking over here. He's kind of saying all the right words and stuff like that. Talking about old players that like didn't used to, like we never even heard about some of these dudes, these second round ass dudes, and he's mentioned them.
A 5-star for Clemson. I knew this guy 3 years ago.
The other guys that he's mentioned, these quarterbacks.
Why are you acting like I don't know?
He's got a wealth of knowledge over here.
Matt Fitzgerald's doing a great job, but why did you single me out?
The way that you guys were having a conversation.
Got picked by the Cowboys.
That was bad.
They misread.
No, listen, guys. Yeah.
So why don't y'all take these things off? All you got to do is take a knife and take them off.
They've been a little bit
encouraging me to take a knife to my wrist.
That's not your. Well, I guess that is your wrist. All right. Did they announce this Miles Murphy yet?
Yes.
Okay, Miles Murphy.
So what I like about Miles Murphy, he's got enough of a frame to be
Saints
sort of
are
an
selecting
inside-outside versatile pass rusher. There's a lot of untapped potential there. I don't feel like he was. A lot of the Clemson guys don't feel like they're
being on the back end.
Doesn't feel like they're put in like ideal situations to succeed. I feel like there's a little bit of like complacency with the program.
I don't know how much they develop.
Right, exactly. It's kind of like Bryan Bresee. He was a #1 overall recruit. He's had some injury issues. He had a personal tragedy last year, but the Clemson guys, there's talent there. There's definitely talent there, and I love this pick. The value
brings in guys that don't know.
I have 2 Saints on deck right here, so I got to get to him. All right. Mence has been making noises the whole time.
No worries.
If you want to hit him on the way by, that's fine. Put the mic down. I now bring in Ben Mence.
All right.
Check out Matt Fitzgerald on the blog.
Matt Fitzgerald, blogging beast is what I hear. So here's Ben Mence. Here's Megan making money, and yes. All right, here we go. So you just threw a fit over there because Miles Murphy went off the board.
Yeah, the Saints lost everybody not named Cam Jordan in free agency. The D-line got completely decimated. It's very obvious that's what they need.
Well, I also got to bring in, and I can't, listen, I thank you, Ben Mence, thank you, making money, but I got Jamal Williams in the building right now.
What's
We're not
that
in the
mean?
building. He's on Zoom, and he's here for the Saints pick right now. Jamal, welcome to the show. How you feeling tonight?
Hey, bro, y'all funny as a mug.
Yeah. There's some fucking idiots in here.
Bro. Yeah, I wouldn't call y'all no idiots.
Hey,
I would cuss so bad because y'all just be cussing.
Hey, cuss if you want to.
ahead,
I don't give a fuck.
Get it off your chest. You really can.
Shit, fuck, shit, ass.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, you don't have to be a saint all the time. All right.
Jamal, you got a history of being an emotional player. Is there a draft pick that could happen right now that could make you shed a tear, maybe bawl, some ugly cries, something like that? Anything that would really get you emotionally?
Nah. I ain't crying today, boy. I ain't crying today. I cried on
he
my
doesn't
name,
care that much.
but I do care. What do you mean? I care when they in the facility. When we get to work every day, that's what I care. What are you talking about?
I just want to
care about
cry
my
with
team.
you. I just felt like I've seen you on Hard Knocks crying. I feel like I want to cry with you. You know what I mean? I kind of want to be part of that experience.
See, listen. I didn't do it for the cameras. The cameras was just there while I was talking to my teammates. I didn't do it for them cameras.
When you would hear your voice crack and watch it back, or you're like, God damn, I wish I had a little bit more bass in my voice.
Nah, it's all right. My voice ain't like that. You know what I mean? So people take me as I am right now, but at the end of the day, you put a helmet on, I run through your punk ass.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I want to say. Man, I get to love cussing. I like this.
Yeah, it's
stuff.
great.
I wanna hear
It's
it every
awesome.
day.
We don't even really talk football here. Don't even worry about it. Ben, I'm going to turn back to you real quick because you've been whining like a bitch the whole time. Who do you want?
Well, I wanted Miles Murphy. Like I said, I think they're going to take Bryan Bresee, possibly the Clemson D-tackle. But Nolan Smith is falling a long way, but I don't know if he fits the Saints.
You just told him to put bass in his voice.
I think it's going to be
Anthony Washington.
Welcome to knowledge.
He did call him out. That
He did. You called him out. I can't call him out.
Was it a call
He
out?
works here. He doesn't even work here.
He would run through your eyes, bro.
He would run through your fucking He would run through your fucking face.
You say the fucking word.
Whoa.
You say the word, Will, I'll end him.
I know you will.
Dude, my guy's not getting on the field. Nobody's running through his face.
Brandon, you better watch your
This is
fucking
what football
tone,
does to people.
He's the one
You
that
better watch
He
your
told
tone.
him.
I love
He
it.
You
told
better
him.
watch your tone.
Okay, everybody relax.
Love it.
Megan.
Somebody put a helmet on.
Okay.
Somebody put a helmet on.
Woo! Okay. All right. Megan, hi.
Okay, I'm done.
Brandon.
Who do you want?
Obviously we need a D lineman, but
You want Mayer, the tight end? You were saying that.
I look, obviously with Derek Carr, he works well with tight
How many
ends.
drinks you had, Megan?
None.
Okay.
How many have you had?
I've had some delicious C4.
I know what you
I
haven't
feel like
had.
your energy levels.
Best drink in America. All right. Let's pick in. No? Where are we? Okay.
We know.
Well, how you liking New Orleans so far?
Well, how you liking New Orleans so far?
Oh, it's great, man. I love it. People are great around here. They always talking to you. Everybody, what's wrong with the old boy's face? Why he look like
I love New Orleans, man. He pumped me up. I live down there.
He's talking about
down
you.
there.
Frank's got the Saints hat on. He's got the
Stop.
Pope hat.
Stop.
Okay, all right.
Stop.
And he got the Pope hat on right now. Hey, Jamal, what's your favorite New
My
Orleans
bad.
food that you've gotten so far? Is there any food that you've had down there, whether it be a beignet,
I like the
muffaletta?
I like the Big Yeeties.
The beignets?
is slapping right now. Yeah, the Big Yeeties is slapping.
Beignets.
Honestly, it's really just a funnel cake.
It's
That's
like
why
a
you start
donut.
out.
It is. It is.
Yeah, it's a funnel cake.
It's
So,
sophisticated
yeah.
funnel cake.
Yo, some of the best
Okay.
food in the
Yeah.
world down there, but it seems like the pick
You
might
know,
be
something
in.
tells me when the Saints pick their final pick, when they make their pick, they should have white smoke coming out.
Yes. Did you play the music? Play it again one time.
Jamal, how's my boy Derek Carr fitting in down there?
Oh, he's enjoying it. Preacher Man, I'm trying to get a nickname for him. I'm trying
Preacher
to figure out
Man,
what I wanna
yeah,
call him. I'm gonna call him Mr. Hallelujah. Honestly, I think
I like
that's
that.
the one
I like
right
it.
there. Yeah, but
So what
he's
do
a
you-
great dude, man.
What are we
Great
hoping
dude.
for? Offense, defense? What do you think?
I want defense. Honestly.
We need it.
Yeah, I love defense.
Defense,
I
maybe
just love
defensive
watching
line, maybe someone you guys could go against, maybe someone from where do you think, Che?
Clemson?
Maybe Clemson. Yeah, I mean, Bryan
Clemson?
Bresee, available. #1 recruit in the nation a couple of years ago. Obviously, he's been through a lot of stuff, but could be a good fit there in New Orleans.
So he and Miles Murphy came into Clemson together as 5-star teammates, and now they could go back to back.
Could be like an A&M thing. Was it Jake Matthews and Mike Evans in 2014?
Could be like A&M when they had Jake Matthews and Mike Evans go in 2014.
said.
Thank you very much. So we find out very quickly, Roger Goodell is limping out to the stage. He's kind of lost some juice tonight. He's not really.
Was it who picked him up? Who picked him up real big and
Yeah,
violently?
was it Paris Johnson? No, it was Paris Johnson, wasn't it?
Paris
Tyree
Johnson.
Wilson?
Might have been Tyree Wilson. Somebody picked him up and wrenched
it was
his back.
Paris
I
Johnson.
think it was
Paris Johnson with the titties out.
It is. It is.
And it's Bryan Bresee.
That's a very nondescript.
Well, look, they needed hey, fits the need. I mean, absolutely. the
Defensive
D-
line?
Had to have it.
Cheers.
Had to have it.
All right, Jamal, you got
Love
your
it.
defense.
Had to get D-line help.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hope I see you at Jazz Fest.
I like Jamal Williams.
Let's get loose.
Yeah.
All right.
I love y'all, man. Keep cussing for your boy.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Fuck
So
yeah.
that's Jamal
Enjoy
Williams.
New
you so
Orleans.
much.
Welcome to NOLA.
Vince, thank you very much. Megan, thank you.
Hey, bro, did he have a
thank
small
you.
kitchen?
He did have a small kid.
Oh.
But
He just gotten out of place,
Yeah, I was gonna say he could just be in like a
Between
temporary spot
places.
until
He could
exactly.
be between places.
Extended stay.
Yeah, he could be an extended stay right now.
Yeah, he's probably in the extended stay because that shit looked.
So does this mean the
'Cause
Eagles?
some
Oh, yeah,
days,
okay.
Some dudes are frugal now. I'm telling you, they'll wait until they have to get a spot come training.
So are the Eagles back up on the clock? I guess they are. This is number 30.
Hey,
Smitty, what are we doing?
What is the NFL doing? You're just allowing the Eagles for Nolan Smith to just fall right on.
Oh, wow. Another Nolan Smith? Every Georgia guy?
I would take Nolan Smith, but O-line could really. I think Cody Mauch, a guy from North Dakota State, has been represented by some of the same guys that the Eagles like to pick.
I mean, you didn't pull that name out of thin air.
Cody Mauch could make some sense for them as an interior, future exterior offensive lineman. I think that, like we said, Osiris Torrance, Steve Avila could be in that conversation, and we could talk about this other big tackle from Ohio State, Broderick Jones, or I'm sorry,
Dewan Jones.
Dewan Jones.
6'8", 374
The
pounds.
biggest human ever created.
To play football?
Yep.
I mean, this guy makes Mekhi Becton look like Muggsy Bogues.
I like that the Eagles are sticking and picking right here, though.
Sticking and picking.
I think that they're going to stick and pick.
Stick 'em, pick 'em.
Yeah, that's what my uncle did to me once.
Hey, I don't hate going the O-lineman route. Okay.
Yeah, O-lineman.
I don't hate going the
That's a
O-lineman
future
route.
need.
I don't hate going the trenches. Nolan Smith, man.
I just kind of like the Georgia thing.
Someone's trading up to try to get.
Just pick every Georgia defensive player.
Does it work out?
If they're going to wreck every offense in college football and win every game, why not just pick every Georgia defense?
I mean, Adetomiwa, Adebawore, I think he could be another stud that they could add to their defensive line. 280 pounds, runs a 4.40.
Guys, I got to say, we're officially Will Levis ain't getting picked tonight.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
somebody come up to 31 or 30?
Hey, have you seen what Howie has done in his career? Drake?
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a trade right here.
Traded it out, yeah.
Yeah, I would, but it would happen by now, right?
Yeah, as of now, they're on the clock.
Not necessarily.
Will Levis ain't talking to nobody, and he doesn't even have any young women around him anymore. So
his girlfriend's right there in the red.
Oh, there's a knee.
He asked me
There's
that
a knee.
he literally
saw
said,
the knee.
"You were on your phone. What happened?" I was not even on my phone.
Is it Trenton Simpson?
I
That's
said
a
no.
linebacker.
No,
a linebacker that
You
could
were
be
on
in
your
the
phone.
mix.
I saw you look at your phone and you made a face.
Drew
I was looking at
Sanders also an
Frank.
interesting.
I've been here the whole night just supporting Frank.
Or is it Joey Porter Jr.?
Could it be Joey Porter Jr.?
Joey Porter Jr. would make sense for them. He could be a developmental type of cornerback.
State guy.
All these other cornerbacks have gone so far, but he's a little bit more physical than the Eagles like to play a cornerback.
Really?
I think that he's
like non-physical corners?
Well, he'll jam you up.
I don't know if that plays.
Okay, talk to me then.
Why would you say that he plays more physical than they would?
Because he's a man-to-man guy that's going to jam you at the line, and you look at the way that Bradbury and Slay do, they're a little bit more read.
Slay's a finesse guy, right?
Yeah, he's more of a finesse guy. That's
You're
all
saying
I'm comparing
Porter,
it to.
that's not his forte.
I think that he's going to get his hands on you as soon as possible. He's got those big, long arms. That's all I'm talking about.
34-inch arms for a corner.
When you reroute off the line of scrimmage, coaches,
from Georgia,
defensive coaches love that.
Yeah, I think that he's
especially if that's
attractive.
your strength.
I would love him. I think my point was more that you're not going to get slot versatility with him. Like, he's kind of a classic outside guy. It's not like you're going to bump him in and he's going to be able to run with somebody the same way like Avonte Maddox can. He's more of a classic outside cornerback. I could be wrong though.
No, I would agree if he's a press man.
I feel like they're trying to field calls. Trading up for a quarterback right now makes sense because if you're their first-round pick, you get the fifth-year option. So you get them on the cheap for an extra year. So it would make way more sense for a team to trade up and get a quarterback at 30 or 31. There's obviously not 32 picks this year. But instead of drafting them at the top of the second round.
So these are the two Super Bowl teams that are left: the Chiefs,
Yes.
the Eagles. Clearly, they don't need a quarterback. Clearly, they probably don't have as many needs as other teams.
You're talking more.
So this would be a good spot for somebody to come back up and get their guy, if their guy is Will Levis.
Or Hendon Hooker.
3 quarterbacks as of now going in the first round. We thought it could be 5.
Well, the over under 4.5.
Boys.
What? Is it Nolan Smith?
I'm hearing the correct Smith this time. Nolan Smith.
You think it's Nolan Smith? That's what you're hearing. Is that Twitter or is that what you're hearing?
That is what I know. And I know what I know.
He didn't even look at anything.
Yeah, he didn't look at anything. Okay, so can you confirm Nolan Smith this time? It is Nolan Smith.
That's what I'm hearing.
Smitty. The rich get richer, huh?
Wait, the NFL is just
at 10.
Illusion. I wouldn't be surprised if Derrick Henry's on the Eagles next week.
Really?
No, I would be.
Okay.
I very much would be.
Smitty's just enjoying the
If
shit
the
out of
Titans
this
do
moment
that,
right now.
then the Titans should just merge with the Eagles.
There you go.
I mean, they've given the Eagles everything they want.
Hey, Taylor, do you want to come over?
Do I want to come over to the Eagles?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Well,
Wow, that was quick.
He wants to protect Tua next year.
That looks like a no as well.
Hey, we'll work on that.
But I
We'll
like
talk
your
about
budding.
it.
I like the budding friendship that they have going on over
We have
there.
a fantastic
good
friendship.
chemistry.
All right, pick us in. The Eagles' war room is
When you look,
each other.
when you look ahead to the next couple years for the Eagles, you're going to lose Fletcher Cox and you're going to lose Brandon Graham.
Right.
And it seems like this draft is
replenishing.
it feels like that.
Man, Smitty, if I walked up to you today and said,
You get some
tonight
guys
you're
that are
getting
behind some
Jalen Carter and
quality
Nolan
fucking
Smith, you
bets.
think I'm crazy.
Well, look, last year, Jordan Davis was certified #1 pick for them. That was their goal. Some people, including myself, were not minded taking Nakobe Dean also in the first round, which they had 2 first-round picks.
Right.
They ended up getting him in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
Win-win-win. Same sort of situation here. People wanted Nolan Smith at number 12. We get him at 30? Stephen Shea.
Does it worry you that obviously the Eagles are Super Bowl contenders, having just been there, that their defense was completely neutralized on that grass field, which is the exact same field that the Super Bowl is being played in this year?
Does that worry you?
No, I'm not an agriculture specialist. That's Rowan and Penn State's deal.
That's a fact. Agriculture just turf management is massive up at Penn State.
Y'all got one too?
But I think that Nolan Smith is pretty good in coverage. We were talking about this earlier. He can go out into the flat and cover linebackers.
This is just a fucking football player. This guy was Georgia's best defensive player until he got hurt, and he's just a stud.
He's never had more than 4 sacks in a season. He's a sub 240-pound edge rusher. Those guys don't typically do well.
Georgia defensive players don't play a whole lot of downs, first of all. I mean,
But
they're
the
not
Eagles
out there
play
very
like
long.
a 5-2. Like him being outside is different than a traditional 4-3.
Yeah, certainly. But the size plus production would give me a little bit of pause.
Will,
6'2",
At 30 though?
Talk to us, brother. Talk to us, Comp. What do you see, Comp?
Yeah, I haven't watched him a whole lot. So if he's
That's fair.
he could be an undersized guy if he's playing on the edge the whole time. Like, is that what his forte is playing on the edge?
Yeah.
And
He can drop a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going in to replenish, like what? A Brandon Graham, unless you're going to play an off-the-ball linebacker, and if he's going to be an off-the-ball guy, I don't know what he is like from the neck up.
Yeah, he's got to be different than Brandon Graham.
Are those the dude perfect twins?
That's what I'm saying. We're talking about Ron. We're talking about Brandon Graham.
Why are the dude perfect twins?
That's a stout boy.
I don't know. I don't know why
Hassan Reddick.
Nolan Smith pause.
That's all of Dude Perfect, except that's three.
That's
of
Ty.
Dude
Yeah, that's
Perfect.
3 of Dude Perfect and Kelsey's.
Dude Perfect?
That's 3. That's Ty. That's Ty Toney. And
Ty Toney's their alpha.
Yeah, he's the guy that gets all. And that's the twins. I don't know where Cody and Purple Hoser are.
He's got the best kind of leap of all.
He's
of them.
their leader.
Yeah, he's got the best quads.
You know, I've heard that his dad actually runs all their stuff, and that's why he's the big guy.
That makes sense. Did you see the challenge they did where they had to jump up all the steps and who could do it in the least jumps?
No, I haven't seen that.
He wound up winning. He beat the twins.
They'll put out a trick thing, and it'll get 40 million views in 5 minutes. It's unbelievable. These guys haven't figured it out.
They're the goats.
Dude, how did they figure it out so well?
They just dicked around on YouTube.
Well, they're in their early 50s though. They're older
Yeah.
than you think.
Oh, they're flipping a big giant coin to see who reads the pick, I guess. That doesn't make sense because there's 4 of them.
Sorry, we're only 8 hours in.
They're in their early 50s?
That woman's not in Dude Perfect, right?
That's Donna Kelsey.
Yeah. They're oldish guys.
Should she stay and do the Chiefs pick as well?
No.
Change shirts to a red one?
Maybe. I don't think Roger Goodell's about to kill the Dude Perfect guys.
Bro, I'm reeling. Will he dusted me in that cornerback argument. I was reaching.
I thought that was back and forth.
I was reaching for. I was seeing stars out there. I was seeing ghosts. I felt like Darnold.
The minute you took Porter to the inside, the argument made a lot more sense.
I don't know.
Wow.
Oh, Nolan
Look
Smith.
at him. He's living life. Nolan Smith.
Tap your boys up.
Jordan his guys.
That's Dean, right? Isn't that the Kobe?
You gotta be hype.
Davis,
You gotta be hype if you're going to a team like Philly.
Exactly.
You gotta be hype.
What was that?
Exactly.
All right.
Go, Smitty.
Come on.
All right, Nolan Smith.
Is Jalen Hurts not the swaggiest Q in the game?
Oh, he's the man. He's the man. Just overall.
Are you about to argue this?
Beautiful. He's
No.
amazing.
All right.
Was that Stephen Che?
He wants to argue that he's the swaggiest Q in the game.
This pick has been made, right? So I think now we move along. Smitty, congratulations.
Better answer.
Great haul. I don't think we have anybody for the Chiefs unless we're throwing it to Nick for something, but otherwise, this is the last pick of the first round. Go ahead.
If Will Levis doesn't get picked here, how far does he? Because the only reason to pick him here is for that 5th-year option. So if
I don't know.
Because if you're a team in the high second, you're probably not taking him in the next 10 picks because you would go get him right here.
So it's the teams that need a quarterback, like the Raiders and the Titans are still the team that might need a quarterback, right? But they've already demonstrated that they see it as their biggest need.
Right.
But now you address it in the second round. I don't know. Maybe.
Hey, I don't think the 5th-year option is as important as some people make it out to be because nobody wants to play on it. If you're in a position where the team is going to use the 5th-year option on you, you want to get re-signed. You don't want the 5th-year option if, like, say the 5th-year option is $20 million and you've warranted a contract extension, especially as a quarterback, you're looking for $40 or $50 million. And that's now, not like 4 years from now. They'll be looking for $60 million if he's a first-round pick who deserves it. So I think the 5th-year option isn't necessarily as important.
Jordan Davis.
God damn, that's a good-looking
Nolan
fucking
Smith, Jalen
lineup.
Carter, national champs, Georgia.
You gotta be fired up. You have to be fired up.
You have to be fired up. I'm spitting on fucking Che right now. We'll get Ringo in the second round and we'll fucking ride this thing out.
Ringo? Damn.
Why not?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Ringo's not bad.
He's a good player.
He has the
Had the pick 6 against Alabama last year to seal that game up.
But like measurables.
Yeah.
Lightweight speed guy, yeah.
He was a big-time 5-star as well.
Yep.
If Trayvon Diggs can spin, why can't he spin?
He could spin. I don't know what spin means.
Like, put Booby in, let Booby spin. Bro, you never watched Friday Night Lights?
I've seen it a lot. I don't remember him saying let Booby spin.
Is that going to be on the recrushable?
Hang on.
Friday Night Lights already been on there, brother. That was our third movie we did.
Booby spin?
Huh?
Friday Night Lights?
Let Booby spin.
I don't think I remember that one very well. I'm sorry. I just don't remember the phrase. It's a good phrase.
You got to recrotch that one.
We already recrotched it.
And you still don't remember it? You didn't recrotch it closely.
I should recrotch it.
They're bringing out 2 trophies. This is so fucking cold.
It's pretty sick, though, right?
God damn, that's cold.
Oh, it's in Kansas
At home.
City, too?
Oh,
Fuck, yeah.
God, that's cold.
They're living their fucking life.
God.
They have a
Oh, they have a third podium.
That's cocky.
God, that's
Well, they already have 3. They won Super Bowl 4.
Yeah, but these are the ones they just won. Oh,
Or maybe they're about to bring out 4.
Maybe they're bringing out the newest one.
Oh, no way. I mean, that wasn't the trophy when it was Super
What
Bowl.
if Patrick Mahomes announces a pick and comes out with the trophy? That's a baller move.
That would be a baller move.
That would be cold.
Kansas City looks like a party tonight. It looks like they've been a hell of a host for this thing.
I don't like the traveling draft.
At the water and gas district.
You don't like the traveling? You think it should be at Radio City?
Yes.
No. What?
I think the
It
traveling
sucked
draft
at
is awesome.
Radio
Take it to
City.
the people, like Ben Mintz.
Bring it. Yeah, that Super Bowl IV's trophy.
Nashville was awesome.
Yeah,
Nashville was lit.
I can't imagine it's not
Nashville
great
was
viewing
awesome.
experience
Was it?
outside of the
Nashville went
front
off.
couple rows.
So
Oh, no, because when your team comes up by the 30th, all the Chiefs fans have gotten to the front, I bet, and they're enjoying this shit. Look at them, having fun, being
They're
Chiefs.
so loud too.
Is it?
Yes, Chiefs
Chiefs
Kingdom
Stadium,
and Seattle.
awesome.
Those are two loudest?
stadiums
Those are
by
the two
far.
loudest. Well, Philly's nice.
Philly's loud too, but it's like scary.
Which one's louder, Chiefs?
Philly's
or,
like a horror movie.
Chiefs or Seahawks?
I would probably
like-
say Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs.
Hey, Chiefs fans are low-key dickheads too, man. You have to give them some credit. They are dickheads up there. They were dickheads at the Super Bowl as well. Cocky dickheads, rightfully so.
Coming off their second Super Bowl in, 4 years, I believe?
That's damn good.
Patrick Mahomes, he got 10 more years in.
Can we
15
go to Nick
We
for the
waxed
team
him.
needs?
Are we going to Nick for the team needs? I don't know. Nick, you in there somewhere? We didn't tell him we were going to him, so I just shouted out his name.
I bet whoever they pick is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
It's annoying
Yeah, let's
that they're
go to
going to
Nick.
pick
Why
the
not?
right guy. It's infuriating that they're going to pick exactly the right player.
We're going to try to throw to Nick if we can. Don't know where he is. He might be in the war room. He might be in the bathroom himself. I don't know. Nicky! He's somewhere.
Another receiver would be crazy. Jalen Hyatt would
Look
be
at
crazy.
Andy Reid. Now, that's a guy that lives his life.
A D end would be crazy for them. I mean, add to Karlaftis from last year. That would be fucking beautiful for them.
Everybody's in their suits, and he's just chilling in his Hawaiian shirt.
Porter, Ringo, DJ Turner.
Getting louder?
Good deal, Frank.
Oh, the chefs. I like
Got
it.
anything, Steven?
No, nothing yet. I mean, Jalen Hyatt would be an interesting pick. Andy Reid in Philadelphia drafted Deshaun Jackson, similar type of player.
Nicky!
Boys, I can't hear you anymore. But what a night. Those 4 hours in that war room felt like 3.5 in there with those guys. I remember the times those guys did what they were doing in there. What a good time. And now I'm turning the corner.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm
Here
with
he
you
is.
boys.
Hey.
What a fucking
Nicky.
night, fellas.
Nicky.
What a goddamn night, huh?
Unbelievable. You guys did great out there.
Thank you.
The clothes are falling off of you, Nick. What chain is that?
Dude, if the league expands to 5 more teams next year, you'll see my cock.
You are really getting naked
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah.
But you got to be the representative this year for the Chiefs. What type of cigarette are you smoking?
Lucky Strike.
That's gross. That's really
I was gonna say you
gross.
need to ask the thing.
That's really gross.
I love it too. I just love the way it feels.
And so when you're back there in that war room, a lot of pizza pie getting eaten.
Yep.
Which one of those fat asses ate the most?
Those fat fucks back there.
It's hard to narrow it down. A lot of BMI in there, boys. Close your eyes and think of one person, and I guarantee you're right.
Doug's? Are we all thinking about Doug's? I thought we were thinking about Doug's. Is it Doug's?
Who's to say, brother?
That cigarette's whipping your ass, man. I've never seen a cigarette fight so hard against somebody. You lost your tie, though. You were wearing a tie earlier?
It's there.
It's just there.
He's just a sea of red right now.
Do you have any questions for me?
Sure. What are the Chiefs going to do?
What's the team need for the Chiefs?
There you go.
Team need?
Yes.
I got to get Broadway tickets for Jackson every Sunday. Get him out of town.
There's a drag brunch with his name on it. This legend. Unbelievable.
Fucking Nick.
Unbelievable. How about the Steelers, though? You're a Steelers fan. You saw them pick an offensive lineman. Jersey Jerry was pissed. Doesn't seem like you're that angry, though.
No, I'm not too angry. We'll see how it goes. Got to keep Kenny upright. But I wanted Christian Gonzalez, honestly.
Yeah, it smells gross right now. It smells.
It's probably the cigarette.
It's that cigarette that.
Don't worry, I'm almost done.
Who'd you get that from? Castellani?
No, I got him from Kate. She's smoking them all.
She's smoking for two.
Just two in her mouth at once, dude.
Yeah, one in the
one
mouth.
right in her belly
Yeah,
button.
one in the umbilical. That's gross. That's absolutely disgusting. I can't believe they put us in red. We all look so bad in
terrible in red.
We look gray. We are blending into the background. You're putting the cigarette out on this clear podium.
This is my last year doing this.
It has to be. It absolutely has to be. But I feel like it's another successful NFL draft.
Oh, it's been a hell of a show.
It's been a hell of a show. A lot of laughs. Frank's over there playing the
Frank's been
piano.
awesome. Listen, with the boys has been here. They've been awesome.
Taylor, you did a real good job, man.
Thanks, brother. I made a big mistake. The whole fucking time, dude.
He was just hanging
I gotta
out.
be funny to help Frank out. Spoiler, Frank's very low maintenance.
Yeah, he's helping himself out. He's taking care of
There's
it.
a trophy.
Oh, God. Who is that?
Who's that guy?
Who's that LLB model?
That's
Get this
Clark
guy the
Hunt's
fuck
kid.
out of here.
That's a hunt?
Yeah, I think so.
How many tight ends in the NFL are named Dalton now?
Most.
Yeah,
Kincaid, Dalton Schultz.
Knox?
Dawson.
That's Dawson.
Well, that's the same name. Dalton is Dawson when you squint. He just
It was a long night in the war room, boys. You wouldn't understand behind this cushy desk.
Yeah, we've been out here.
A lot of information going around.
All right.
Maybe they could take a.
You ever smelled no beast fart?
Yeah, I have.
They smell older.
Yeah.
All right.
You got here.
There you go. The pick is that guy. Who even is that, Jay? Tell him.
Edge rusher out of Kansas State. Interesting guy. Rowan, you want to help with the pronunciation? I didn't even work on this one specifically.
Felix Anudike-Uzomah.
Yes.
There you go.
Let's say Uzomah.
Uzomah? Uzomah. That's probably, yeah. That's
We've had some Uzamas before,
And
right?
we've had Uzomah was the.
we haven't had many Anudikes.
Not a ton of Anudikes. My guess is that his parents are great people.
Mr. Uzomah met Miss Anudike after when she had a kid, and that's how it all happened. I would think that's how it went down.
Speaking of his parents, I bet they're very happy. He's from Kansas City, Missouri. They're going to get to stay at home.
Oh, my goodness.
Play.
What a great day for him.
that's a big win.
Yeah.
Wildcat.
Kansas State Wildcat. You didn't have this guy in the first round, though. You don't have him on your top 50.
I do. I have him 49.
Oh, he's 49. I'm sorry. Correction.
But he didn't have him in the first round, but.
Oh. Was that just him trying to get up in his.
That was just a touch right there. But that's a guy.
Inadvertent touch.
I mean, this is a guy. He was a fringe first-round pick, but people were talking about
31.
People were talking about Will McDonald as a fringe first-round pick, so it's a little bit more commensurate with his perceived value.
Yep.
Good pick for Kansas City. Good pick for you, Nick. I'm happy for you, brother.
Are we still? Go ahead. Yeah. Are we still bringing a Big Cat out to finish this thing, or has that been jettisoned? Because I don't see Big Cat.
They're doing a concert now at the draft. This is
No Dan?
No Dan. So we're just. It's up to us to end it whenever we want to end it. Nikki, you're Dan now.
Who's that perform? Is that Pink?
I look like Pink, but I don't think it's. Oh, it's Fall Out Boy.
Oops.
Well, at least that's what the sign says. But that didn't look like Fall Out Boy.
You had high hopes for a minute that it was.
Nick, go ahead, brother. Land this plane.
Come on, finish us off.
I'm signing us off?
Sign us off.
Boy, would I rather not.
Okay.
Well, why don't you give us some? What are your thoughts on the night?
Overall thoughts.
Had a blast. You guys did great. I loved watching you guys. I didn't even watch any of this because I was so laser focused on you guys and Brandon.
Frank, what are your thoughts when you look at the whole night as a whole?
Well, the Dolphins had nothing to do, but I played a good notes.
Yes, sir.
Taylor, what'd you see out there, brother?
Oh!
Ooh.
Taylor, what'd you see out there?
Hey, Frank, when it's over, do that again.
It's a lot to take in. We're going to digest, get to tomorrow.
Stephen Che, what was, sum up the first round for me. What is the story of this first round?
lots of trades. We saw the quarterbacks fall, obviously. Will Levis, Hendon Hooker, both going to day two. We only saw 3 quarterbacks go, and they went in the first 4 picks.
Yep.
So I think that's going to be the story of the first round. I would love to get Nick's insight, actually. He gave a unique perspective during this draft show. Standing outside the bathroom, listening to everybody piss, who had the best stream?
Will had the loudest stream because I think his dick is the furthest away from the water.
No, wide hole, wide hole
wide,
too.
wide hole.
A really wide penis hole.
All right, shout out to Taylor the One, Will Compton for making the trip to do it. Shout out to Frank on the ones and twos, Stephen
Shout out to
Che,
Frank, dude.
as always, Roan as always, and shout out to C4. This is delicious right here, C4Energy.com, Amazon. Check it out, get it. Great draft show. First round is over, and that for 2023 is the Barstool Sports NFL Draft Show.